Ah, dearie, dearie, dearie me. Okay. Oh, Scheiße. Hold on. Just practicing politics. Okay, we are back. Yes, it's an interesting time in Valorant as we enter the different schedules and whatnot. Hold on, let me get up the stream. Okay. Oh, camera is off. Why is that the case? There we go. Okay. I think yeah, we're here. BBL versus FUT. Last week of VFL, it's game week 6. Here's the team. I went with IGL Zeus. Is that a mistake? Should I have IGL the Liquid player? Should I IGL Kayak Westside against Apex? What shall we do? I always ask chat this question. I've gone with Zeus. It is Turkey versus Turkey, yes. I'm not going Molesy. I'm not going... Westside... Do I actually go Westside? It would be fun, wouldn't it? Westside... Wait, when did Giants play? Is it later today? I'm not even going to watch that game because I'm going to the quiz. No, I want to... I want to watch my player play. Sorry, Westside. We're going Zeus. We're going Zeus. That would have been fun though.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS.
John B, 42, thanks for the 4
I'm
months.
looking for my cat. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen your cat. Sideshow Live? Is he in America or not? Hold on, let me make sure my Discord isn't fuck.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game. It's
Oil
an
up
FPS
for
game.
Jesus. Thanks for the
I've
8 months.
enjoyed FVL so far. Any plans to change it for stage 2?
Yes, there will be some changes coming to stage 2. Somewhat depends on how the schedule looks. I do have a grand plan for next year. The problem is, I'm not sure if I can include the like I wanted to do the stage 2 playoffs. I talked about this in the video, but if the playoffs are like this for the different regions where they're just like, you know, Americas finishes on May the 4th, the EMEA finishes on May 19th, the Pacific finishes on May 11th, like there's just no way, right? There's just no way of there's no way of doing the playoffs. Like I can't think of a single way that is satisfying to do. Like, yeah, I can't think of really anything. Like honestly, because I don't know how you would do this. Like, how do you do playoffs when, like, America's is split into 2, like that. Pacific is split into 3. Like, there's gonna be a Pacific is split like this. Like 1, 2, 3. And then EMEA does a massive break. And then they start their playoffs, even though this isn't it. They haven't even announced the date yet. So yeah, I don't know. The playoffs might have to be a miss, but if that's the case, it is what it is. I need to ask Illumi some things about how I want to do it for champs and whether that's possible coding wise. I think it should be. Like what I've got planned for champs. In fact, let me just actually, I'll do this on stream now. Let me quickly look at champs and how the schedule of champs goes. So obviously you got the group stage, that's fine. But playoffs. So they play, and then they have a break. Okay, yeah, that's fine. If champs looks like this, we can do champs. Please add hits for stage 2. See, I want to add hits. Again, it depends though. We'll see. We'll see. Next year, I hope to have a grand plan of how it's gonna look, and hits should be a part of it. I hope. We got FUT versus BBL. This game, if you're wondering, like, what are the implications for this game? You know, does this game matter? The answer is this game might matter, and it might not. Swaniac, thanks for the 5 months.
Lay down the tracks, PRX train choo choo.
Track by track. So if Liquid win, this game means nothing. Okay, both of these teams, whoever wins will be the 2 seed, whoever loses will be the 3 seed, but it won't really matter, right? So this game only matters if Liquid lose. If Liquid lose, then the winner of this game is the 1st seed, and so it does matter. And whoever loses might be the 4th seed. So it might matter, but it might not in terms of seeding overall. So yeah. It kind of comes down to Team Liquid. I personally think that Team Liquid will win, but if they don't, then this game is very important. They can't be 4th seed on head-to-head. Oh, good stuff. Thank you for the 17 month. But we wouldn't be if Liquid
Would
lose.
you consider in future versions of VFL to include betting points on games / player stats to make these meaningless games of some entertainment value?
So sorry, I'll get to that in a second. If Liquid lose, then there'll be 3 teams, 3 and 2. Would Liquid wouldn't have the head-to-head. I'm not sure. Did Comical beat BBL or did they lose to BBL? Comical lost to BBL. So yeah, if we ended in that kind of tie, and they lost a FUT as well. So if we ended in this kind of tie, like either way, then it would come to map diffs. And the map diff would depend on, you know, the scores and how it went. So yeah, we'll have to see, I suppose. But yeah, that's what it might end up looking like if Liquid lose. But again, if Liquid win, it's all a moot point. No mods unlucky, and we go to Ascent. Sorry, I didn't see the comps.
Oh yeah, this is.
Right, what did you say before? Whoever you were. L, good stuff. Thanks for the 17 months. Future versions of VFL to include betting point? No.
Incredibly impressive, and as it says on your screen,
no,
the
I wouldn't consider that.
Could be up for grabs depending on how the Liquid game goes. So it is all to play for. Like, you might be looking at this and going, it's for seeding. Like, they both beaten KC, so they're in a pretty good spot overall in the group. But
BBL playing triple initiator.
You need to win one match.
They're playing Jet instead now, but sticking with triple initiator. They're on attack side. FUT playing default comp. Gothu, thanks for the 30 months.
That is the real goal.
And
Hi, TMV.
Hello.
At least for KC, hoping that Team Liquid lose the matchup, but that will be whichever team takes
and we go
the
to
dub
tech
here
pause.
today. Starting on Ascent, the 82nd province as it was once called, and we've seen a return to form more recently. Yumpy, the one to draw blood, and it's Zeus going down. Yetije, what a fantastic layer, John. That's a bit of a tough one.
So,
I think he might have DC'd.
Yeah, I don't think these guys are as static as you might think.
Okay, good start. Good start. That's what we like to see.
Wow, TMV, you look great today.
Thank you.
Wow.
Did someone say that, oh, he is streaming.
Well, they opened the door.
Okay.
Flawless as well.
That could have went in.
Took a while to find him. But yes, this will probably take a little while, so we'll just play connections now.
You look even better with some cat makeup, BTW.
Thank you. What the fuck? Get off my screen. Furia?
This is Valorant.
Carl Shades, thanks for the 15 months.
How are you, Mr. TMV?
I'm okay. Oh, I will also just quickly tell you as well. Tomorrow is America's playoff start, so don't miss that. They're not starting on Friday like normal. It is tomorrow. And our Shadow 1, thanks for 32 months.
Imnu here's this the cat boy.
So playoffs start tomorrow. MIBR 100 Thieves and Send Cloud 9. So big day tomorrow. I might even forego this Gentleman's Koi game. I might actively not watch it.
Hey TMV, been watching every stream since Champs 2022, wouldn't have passed year 12 without the streams of VODs, the GOAT.
Well, thank you.
Hello, Mr. TMV. When I say EMEA, you say tech pause, EMEA.
Tech pause.
EMEA.
Tech pause.
Oh, the Discord delay kind of ruins the rhythm of that.
Do you love tech pauses? Are you in America?
No, I'm not in America. I'm not doing week 1 of playoffs. I had a hospital appointment that got like postponed and just aligned itself perfectly with week 1, so I got trolled.
Costing Bren money again.
Not costing Brad money, actually. He's still working. He's just been thrown onto the desk.
Oh, okay. Good for him.
Unlucky. Well,
Good for
all
him.
good. I'm not sure. Costing Brad money again. Dude, that's my entire career. Get us dropped from the Overwatch League, refused to work in Shanghai, refused to work EWC.
Did you get dropped from the Overwatch League?
Nah, they just gave us a really shit offer. I mean,
okay.
in essence, they dropped us though, because they gave us like an offer that I don't think they were really expecting us to take. And they never gave us a counter offer. So like we said, nah, like that's not good enough, and then they just never came back to us with a counter. So I don't know. Does that count as being dropped? It was close.
Yeah, that's pretty close to getting dropped, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't get fired, but you know.
You got close.
Yeah, pretty much.
How much do you think you would get if you did an A-level math right now?
What's the game for today? What's the tech pause game for today?
I think I would get how much from A-level math? AS math? I think I can still do all right. Like the first year maths? I didn't do second year of maths at A-level. So I'd probably struggle with that. The only part I remember is Simpson rule. What is A-level? A-level is what you do when you're 17 and 18. So, like, you know, like, for someone who hasn't looked at it in 10 years, like, AS isn't a thing anymore? No, it's not. But you still learn the shit. What topics? Well, you could do any topics. Or are you just talking, like, in maths in particular? Again, you're asking the wrong person. It's been 10 years. Someone else can... That's crazy. It was 10 years ago I was in college. Fuck me. Oh, AS is still a thing. I thought you all did it in year 13 now. So in the UK, what you do is you do your GCSEs.
This is
when you're
Valorant.
16.
Heritage.
Gadgo, thanks for 20 months. This is like, you know, like mandatory for everyone. Then from 16, you can either go into like an apprenticeship or you can do like sixth form A-levels, your A-levels, which when I was there was called an AS and a, what was it called? A2? Can't remember. This is what you do when you're 18. And then obviously you go to uni. Fuck me,
This
it was
is
10 years.
Valorant.
The Fernsey, thanks for the 60
Heritage.
months.
Unk. You do as in year 12 and then do A levels
my
in year
God.
13.
That's honestly crazy. Like, that is insane. I'd like. Here's a question for you all, right? Like, at what age do you see yourself as like kind of unchanged? I would say from about 16. I haven't really changed that much. I've kind of been
I did a BTEC in college,
the
which
same
is the
person.
equivalent of 3 A levels, but apparently
But
BTECs
that's
aren't
11
popular
years
anymore.
ago. That's crazy. Like when I look back and think that was 10 years ago that I was 17, but it still feels like it was exactly me, right? Like I was thinner,
This is
almost certainly,
Valorant.
but it
Heritage.
feels like me. Phenomic, thanks for the 17 months. That's crazy. Holy shit. That's made me feel old. Am I bad at... Is that meant to be math now? I mean, I haven't done proper mathematics since I was 17, so I would assume I'm not that great. Anyway, what is this? It's gonna be things that are short for other things. I just have a feeling. Oh, I hate these ones where it's all small words. A tad and a bit. A bean, maybe? A small amount? One little bean? I mean, is it things that a dog might have? I mean... To gag someone? To muzzle them? Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna try dogs. Let's go. I was thinking things of kindness. Offering a branch to someone, an act of kindness. Trunk, root, leaf, branch, things a tree has. Okay. Is it those three? A bit? Comic things? What is this? May flag tad bean. Pole? Thing's a pole. We got there. Easy enough. Okay. I'm gonna say in 4. In 4. 4,000 miles. Okay, we're on the right path. I don't know why I went Nepal. I meant fucking Bhutan and just picked Nepal.
This is
I think it could be
Valorant. Heritage.
Was thinking of taking my Prime sub elsewhere, but seeing you become your true persona and almost cancel yourself with blackface in the same stream has made me sure to come back. Absolute cinema.
Tomo, thanks for the 60 months. Look, I was very careful. I think, does this have to be Indo? Because it can't be the Philippines, because you'd be close to South Korea, I think. Malaysia seems too close to Nepal for 2,000 miles. I think Vietnam would be too close to Nepal. Fuck. 55 miles. Right, so it's not Papua New Guinea. It's not Timor-Leste. It has to be Brunei, right? Unless it's Australia. That probably is about 55 miles from Australia. 4,000 miles from Iraq, though? I would thought it was more than that. Australia. From here to there? 4,000 miles? Maybe it is. I think it's Brunei, though.
This is Valorant. Heritage.
It's Australia.
Time for the monthly Prime
What?
bog.
Okay, now I'm fucking confused. But it's closer to Australia than it is Nepal. It's not the Philippines. I refuse to believe it's the Philippines.
This is Valorant.
It's not
Heritage.
Singapore, is it? That's poor by me, to be fair. That's pretty poor. Creamy Beamy, thanks for the 12 months. And Detonator YouTube, thanks for the 14. That's pretty poor by me, to be fair. That's some poor shit. Netherlands to Poland. Netherlands. Poland. Now, they always like to go in weird ways. Like, it's not just going to be straight to it. So, Poland only borders Russia of those, right? So it has to be what? Russia, China, Afghanistan, Iran? Game? Oh shit.
FUT already find the opening.
The game has
goes. Mr.
restarted.
Fallen with a shock dart.
El Springy, thanks for the
Yep, yep,
35
yep.
months.
He is being
Mr.
surrounded.
Fallen's got an
Yet
ace.
here to help, but not
Oh
for
my
long.
god, he actually might.
I have him on my goddamn team.
So do I.
By
Don't worry.
Drax.
So do
Yet
I.
they
But I have
tried to do
Zeus
that.
IGL, so
He headshotted him through the wall as
Ooh,
well.
now I
The last bullet
have
that Mr. Fallen shot was a headshot through the wall to the last player. He doesn't get the kill. It would have been aces in back-to-back matches, by the way.
Eco
on the,
IGL
the
this
lucky
week.
one last time around.
Kiko?
This guy, like I said it
Yep.
when we were sort of waffling a little bit. The two players.
Why not
that have
Kiko?
been sort of
Why you-
highlights
Oh, I thought you
for
said
us
Hiko.
have been
Hiko.
Zeus,
No, not
obviously,
Hiko.
And Mr. Fallen, which we always talk about fragging IGLs.
Time
but
check?
he's like a star IGL, which just
3,
seems
2,
completely imbalanced, and most of the
0.
time
We're good, we're good.
does not work out. Unless maybe your King from Leviathan when he was IGLing, that seemed to work out quite well.
Another
Mr.
nice
Fallen
shot.
is everywhere with these
Decent
shock
damage
darts.
done by it.
He's
And
just
it's
done
not
a
just
billion
that,
damage to
man.
Yampy.
Every bit of leadership in the FUT roster.
Who
has
did
got
you
some
pick in this
incredible
game?
fragging
FUT?
power. Mr. Fallen,
Yeah.
Geisten steps in as a sub and he's unbelievable. Hell, they should just start getting Sinan out here.
This
Yep.
is
I bet he's
BBL's
dropping
pick.
50. Two
There was somebody though that went for
Oh.
BBL, I think.
You can doubt him. You can doubt him.
I don't think this one was a guarantee.
There we go.
Nice try, Yampy.
Looking like
Appreciate it. I mean, I love the idea of going for that.
Spike
first.
donation.
Go
Start to
round.
the game. Mr. Fallen almost having.
Mr. Fallen, chill. Give it to
He's
Zeus.
going to go back for more because
There
worst
you go.
case he goes down. Needs one or
That's
more.
what we want.
Well, it always looks impressive with the no scopes. It's a fairly simple 2-0.
Did you pick Liquid or Calming
Goal?
Goal?
And that's it. That was basically
Liquid.
just Mr.
Oh.
Farming.
I felt sad about it, but we all picked Liquid.
BBL.
You guaranteed
Already
Liquid.
mentioned
I mean,
on
that makes
FUT.
sense. I think
Yeah.
that's fair.
0-12 last
Yeah.
time they played
What was
out
the
on
guarantee that you
attack.
did in Pacific that
Massive
was...
role switches,
Oh, why the fuck
even
did 3 of you
changing
pick
up
T1? You, I think you're all fucking smoking. I don't think T1 will make messes.
Well, I'll tell you exactly why I picked T1, because I haven't been watching
Your
Pacific.
execution power should be a lot.
I mean, feel free to disagree with me, Sideshow's chat as well. I don't think T1 have played a good game this entire stage.
The games that I saw at the beginning of the stage, I wasn't a fan of. I thought they were... But then, I thought that about DRX too. I think DRX took entirely the wrong lessons away from Bangkok at the beginning. But I don't know what the hell they're doing now. The chat is saying, oh, definitely agree, that's true, they have not. And then, chat saying, DRX are back.
Why
now,
weren't
so
you
don't
on
worry.
Punk Chat? Mini being on China and EMEA while watching no games was interesting and you were not there to balance out Tag and Shio.
I wasn't on it because it was a bank holiday and my girlfriend had the day off.
Absolutely.
Cloudburst is
Even
not
though you don't see
amazing.
pistols across the board or 3 pistols, as we'll often see a little 2 with some bulldogs. Stinger can still pack a little
Ah,
bit of punch.
yes.
You're
I love
playing
triple
triple
initiator just
initiator?
fucking dry running.
I know.
He's now got players
Like,
running
all of their
on.
util was for
Paranoia
taking
doesn't
the
catch.
first wave
He's
of the
given
site.
an
They didn't
opportunity
save
for a little
any
bit more to
utilities
Oh
for
my
actually
God.
popping into the site itself.
And it nearly deals with Profect Levin on 15 HP.
I really don't
What
enjoy
should've
watching
been an
triple
easy round.
initiator.
Now they've gotta contend
Who else
with
were we
2
watching
players.
that played
The
triple
HP
initiator on this map?
disadvantage, but Levin, he's
Well,
not
BBL got
playing
destroyed
shy.
by...
Just 1 bullet needed from
Liquid.
Oh, was it
weapon,
BBL
but he
last
goes
time?
swing.
Yeah, they
Yes,
won
yes.
0 rounds on attack.
Leaves the 38
Yes,
Zeus
it was
as the last
BBL,
man
of course,
standing.
of
Wrap
course it
around
was.
for BBL too. I like this. He's looking the wrong way in heavy traffic as Levin picks up a 4K.
I hate that they won that
and
round,
saves this
but
round,
I guess that's
good
just
damage
kind of
still from a pretty
bonus by
weak
Gun
bonus
diff,
round.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just that singular crossfire.
The
that
composition
basically
does
managed to
seem like
isolate
you're
a
just
fairly
sticking your fingers in
absurd
your
amount
ears
of
and going
kills.
la 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 la
Close
to the current
range
meta.
stinger and then the bulldog from afar from cracks.
It's
I
like,
think it
well,
got
triple
far more
initiator
done
can
than
be good
ever
on this map,
expected.
but the execution of it doesn't look great, and
that's actually a good thing for BBL is that Levin has got off to a great start.
The problem is they play triple initiator but play as if they're
Oh
playing
my
double
goodness.
senti.
You get shot, you lose
Got a
the round, you lose the
-30
game.
decimal.
Venomous Val, thanks for the 8 months.
Honestly, just turn the
Who's
mic
the
off
best
and take
player
the
in
audio
each
from the person
region?
next to
The
him.
best
There's
player
the
in
audio
each
from my
region.
mic. I think
As
we can
enough.
hear him.
I mean, that's tough because, like,
1 kill away.
he loves doing this as well, just sending
Hunter's
Silver.
Fury, as mentioned, was coming online, and it is going to get a singular tag, at least a little bit of damage, but doesn't really help them out too much in the grand scale of
Best
things.
player in each region.
Yumpy going to be down to just an SMG for this one, though, so although you might look at this round, maybe there's a buy in the next.
I
It's
mean,
not looking great for
Aspas?
BBL economically.
Durka?
It is definitely a bumpy start.
Even though he's had a
on the
rough
attack side.
stage.
They get the round on the board.
Okay. Better than Liquid.
Well, that it is, Tom. That it is. One is
Massive
better than none, I'll say
paranoia.
that. Profect down. FUT putting up a good fight on the A side a little more for Zeus. A triple kill. And we talked about him against Levin. Well, he's the one to put him in the dirt.
I'd rather
at
you got a
least in this
4K
battle.
there, Zeus, but
The
I'll
third
take the
round
3.
seemingly secured.
Oh wait, no, you
Social
IGL'd
in
him,
their
didn't you? I want
way.
Zeus to
Yeah,
get
so
the
you're
finals
gonna...
game.
You're not fucking
Quickly
catching me now.
dispatching
I'm finishing
3-1
in the
we
top
go.
10. I don't think I can win, but I'm finishing in
Yeah,
the top
maybe you
10.
will.
Someone tried to convince me to IGL West Side
Yeah,
against
solid
Apex,
start
and
for
I
FUT,
was...
you do have to bear
I
in mind
considered
that
it.
this was the map choice of BBL. It's not where I expected this to
What?
go. I think Pearl was
West
one
Side
that
against
was
Apex?
expected on the cards, especially after FUT had a blip on it last week.
It's a bold
With the
choice,
ace,
but-
it wasn't enough for them to take things over the line. So that was
I didn't
where
think they were
was
playing
thinking-
against
but
Apex.
it almost feels
Wait.
like BBL have
Giants
played this
play
game
Apex.
What the fuck is going on?
more of a counter
Dude, why
play
did I think
Today.
rather than picking into
What am
their
I
own
thinking about?
strength,
Oh,
which
I was thinking about
personally,
Gentlemate's
I don't
Koi.
mind. I
For
would
some
much
reason in my
rather
head,
see
I
them
had
play their own
Gentlemates
It's
playing
very
against
interesting
Apex,
as
which
well.
doesn't make any
Perhaps
sense.
we'll
They're in
touch on it
different
in a
groups.
moment. See that Outlaw looking for some blood. I always love an Outlaw pick, even in a round like this. But yeah, the fact
You think
that
Malsey
BBL
goes
is
I think
negative?
taking
that
Pro
would have been
out
probably
then in
a
the
crazy
second
pick.
round of bans
Yeah.
as well. I agree with you, Tom. It is a bit of a head scratcher. You always wonder what the thought is behind it.
I do
We
have
won't find out, I
Batinax
guess,
on
until
my
the
team, though,
post-match
so I am
interviews,
kind of...
the conversation.
Oh my
you seen
fucking
it?
Christ.
Come for the forward dash, a staple.
Hello, shoot back!
He didn't try to steal away.
Did he use
Levin's
both
got
of his
two.
bullets?
Oh
A little
my
bit
God.
more. Oh,
I mean,
about
that's
round
a
like this,
silly
where
round
BBL had
that's just been
pistols
given to
where it should have
BBL.
been a walk in the park
That's an
for FUT to
absolute
close out,
toss
but
of
that
an
Bladestorm's
anti-eco.
made all the
Isn't this
difference.
exactly what Sliggy
Seeing
was
the
talking about, by the way?
spark of Zeus in
The FUT kept
last
losing
round
on the
and looking
anti-eco
to outshine it. A
round.
2v4.
My good
Minimal
nugget.
weapons recovered.
Sliggy must be
Sociable's
losing
got
his
a rifle.
goddamn mind.
There's a Bladestorm still, but it's very much winnable for FUT.
I mean, that's one of the worst I've seen in a while, though.
Perfect, happy to
Oh
play.
my God.
Football 11's just about survived 5 HP and
Honestly,
still
dashing
kicking.
forward as Jet
They've
is
got
so
to get
easy
past
to do.
Sociable though. The bodyguard
surprised
at
it
the
doesn't
top of the
happen more
site, and while looking for that final knife, it will be Perfect. that helps
Why
confirm
did Zeus
that pace save card for
continue
Ipsy
to run away the
around,
whole
I wanna
time?
say, of
Well, you have a
almost
secondary
literally
weapon,
nothing. I
bro.
think they had mostly classics, a single
I
sheriff.
mean,
Yep.
I think he
And
might
other
have
than that, it
panicked a
was
bit.
just finding
You
a way
think?
of getting the Bladestorm.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow, it's an exciting start for 11 because I mentioned that him versus Zeus, I'd favor Zeus, but thus far, well, they've won 2
Oh my
rounds.
God.
He has won them 2 rounds.
He's traveling at like a 0 miles per hour. Just
Poor old Zeus. Got a little bit too close to them with that forward dash. Couldn't make it away. Gets caught by the Bladestorm. The round sent into disarray. BBL.
I was looking
was
forward to
looking like a
BBL only
slow
getting
start,
1
a
round on
shaky
attack,
one
and then they did
certainly.
that.
Now they're closing the gap in and putting FUT into an awkward position. Okay, Zeus pulls out the Bladestorm of his own, but that's necessary here to pad out the economy that is now completely spent.
This feels like we're on the map.
Now, they have KO wall if they do try and come in here.
Turkeying. We've got a Jet on either side. Both of them performing. Looks like it could be fun. Cracks
Oh my
will be the
God.
one to find Levin though. And without, as I said, he's at a 4K and a 3K in the 2 rounds.
Can
that
someone just
BBL
tell me
managed to
quickly,
win. Without him,
did they get the
they have
ult
next
up
to
this
nothing
round
on
from
the
B
board
main?
just yet. Timing, well, it looked
I don't
good
know.
actually. for
Because if they
Jumpy,
didn't
but
get the ult
Mr.
up,
Marlin has
whilst
still
they're just doing a
managed to come out
full
on
B
top.
main exec,
This round
and
was
they're 1 off KO ult and tail ult,
built by the last.
what the fuck are
It's
they
looking
doing?
like it's gonna go right back in
I
the
mean,
other direction
they-
once
they
again.
don't
Mr.
look like they have a
Fallen
clue what
should
they're doing,
finally be
really.
isolated,
The-
but they still
The
need a hero
util
with
usage
an
and the way that
immediate
they're like
trade.
scaling just seems
Magnum.
nonsense.
This is their
Magnum
map
walked-
pick.
Magnum walked into
Pressure on the
CT,
shoulders.
and Yampi
Route
just
to the
walked
A
to try
side
to
is
take a
open if
fight
he finds
market.
this
Like,
first
I
pick,
don't
but
think they really... And they're not
smart play
saving
by
util to
Adekap
go
and just tucking
deeper
in,
into
not
site.
giving
Or
them
if
the
they do
fight,
have the util, they're
giving
not
them the
using it.
info off that haunt either as they're out of range.
They
of
looked
it.
appalling last time they played
Just
on
has to
that
go
set.
in with his
Why did they
wits and
pick
his
this map?
weapon. 1 found, but the immediate return from FUT. Taking that round, even in the 4v1, in such a controlled manner. They're not looking to
This
give
must
Let's,
be
uh,
another
even an inch to
situation where
BBL
teams are
because they
letting them
just
win in
found out in the
scrims.
previous
This must be a
round what happens
global
when you do.
solo Viper on bind.
This time. This will always
They've been
be
tricked.
They
the
did not
gift
take the
and
ult
curse
off.
that is Levin. Like, he was very far ahead of everybody else.
What
I've
are
gone
we
back
doing?
and I
He loses
checked,
that
they did
fight,
not take the
you
ult
could
off.
almost see
What
it
are they
becomes
doing?
much more of a scramble. I think Mr. Farland does well just to hold on to his ground, and as said, individually he's been sublime, and Cracks up there as well.
Holy
and this is the thing
fuck.
I've said. So far in terms of individual
Yeah, take a timeout.
Can I get a count during the timeout?
I mean, I'm just looking at Profec's head. How's Zeus doing? Someone tell me how Zeus is doing. In fact, I can just get up, kind of. Zeus. 7 and 3. Okay, that's pretty good. We take those. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What is this? Toyota Hilux 2024 Quattro Portas Diesel Cambio Automatic 4x4. Why? Why is that even a thing? Why is that an emote? What I don't get. What's funny about it? Oh, you know what? I literally knew we're
fucking
gonna
tech
get a tech
pause.
pause. We're gonna get a tech pause. This always happens in the EMEA. First time out is
Unbelievable,
always a
man.
tech pause.
It's unbelievable.
Always. Anyway, I was trying to get from fucking Netherlands to Poland. I'm pretty sure here I mean, it doesn't border Estonia, Sweden, or Armenia, so you have to go Russia. You surely then have to go China.
Personally, I think Toyota Hilux 2024 Quattro Portas Diesel Cambio Automatico 4x4.
I agree. So Russia, China. Then it must be Afghanistan. Because that would bring us the most. Then probably what? Iran? Or Afghanistan? This path is free. What do you mean? It's not just through Europe, is it? Netherlands, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Serbia. Is Hungary border Serbia? Bulgaria. Is it that? It's free. That's a tough one. Got it right, though. Sweden to the Vatican. Okay. Denmark. Denmark, Germany.
Thoughts on the Koi rumor to bench Cedos and Solkers and pick up Natank +1? My Natank
makes
tracks
sense.
prediction is looking good. They're playing online with 30 ping lol. EMEA production strikes again.
What am I thinking about? Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Vatican. Thoughts on the Pope's death? Not many. I'm not a Catholic, so it doesn't mean much to me. Boba, thanks for the 30 months. So yeah. No thoughts, honestly. What other games have we got? I mean, let's do something. We talked about maths earlier on. Why not? I always forget the one that I did. 1 + 3 times... No, 5 times 7 equals 36. It's never that. Why is it never that? 5 times 8 minus... In fact, divide by 20 equals 2. Okay, a lot of the things are in there, just in a different order. So the equals is here. So we equals a 3-digit number. So what? It's probably 2 digits times 1 digit equals 3-digit number. Let's go 25 times 8 equals 200. Oh, okay, ends in a 0. 88 times 5 is what? 440? Okay, we're getting there. So 82 times 5 is 410, but it's not that. So it's 84 times 5 equals 420 Blaze it. There you go. Why no GeoGuessr anymore? Because I don't have GeoGuessr anymore. You can still play some ones for free though, no? I've got 3 locations free left to play. Oh, music. How do I turn the music off? Ah! No, get off. I prefer no moving, to be honest. I forget what countries are in it. I know the UAE's in it. Let's go somewhere like out here. God, get the sound effects off as well. Hmm. Chemelnitz. One of these two, I think. How long have I got? A minute? Nova Chemelnitz. Like what, in a suburb or something? Let's just go here. Oh, it was Prague. Why do they have roads like that? Dot CO? Colombia? Is that a CO? Or is that .com? Okay. Maybe not Colombia. It's well, it's Central or South America. Could be Mexico. And these signs, like those seem quite American. Does Mexico have signs like that? Oh, they do. 49. Hermosa. I mean, I don't know where Hermosa is. Hermosillo? I guess we're in Mexico then. A pretty large place. Shit, time.
This is Valorant. Heritage.
It's Guatemala. Fuck.
Not watching Peak versus a Peak.
Fuck it, we play Time Guess. Time Guess is just a better... This is just a better version, though. If they had more pictures, this would just be the better version of... I mean, it just is the better version of GeoGuess. Goodyear Tire. Baker Service. British. Nevernox. American.
This is Valorant.
Oil.
Heritage.
Ontario.
It was mostly a joke back then. but I'm starting to feel like my call for FNC to drop Durka wasn't complete buffoonery.
I mean, I still think it was a mistake. Okay. Let's say we're in the suburb of Toronto. Let's put us in Etobicoke. In the year... I can put it there. In the year 19... 27. Villa. It looks like Bolivia. What is this the flag of? I can never remember. What is that the flag of? I don't think this is Bolivia though. I think this is a... What the fuck is going on in this picture? Is that bread? They've got like Pacific Island things around the neck, and then this guy's got bread around his neck. But I think, is it Bolivia? I think they do wear... I mean, I don't understand the bread. I'm gonna say it's Bolivia. I mean, it could be... It could... I mean, I'll put La Paz, but it might not be La Paz. I have no idea when this is. I'll put 2009. It was Bolivia, but yeah, it was in the middle of nowhere, Bolivia. Kind of tough one. Okay, Norway. Not Norway. Not Norway. Okay. We're not in Norway. Oh, it does have English on it, though. Capital Jazz Concert. Is it Hong Kong because of the English? I'm gonna... I really should learn the difference between... Is that Japanese? But then... Those ones... Is that Japanese? I think that looks... I don't know. When I see like ones like this, I mean, that's the thing. You don't show me. How am I meant to know? But why is it in English if it's Japan? Maybe just because of what it is. Oh, fucking no. Japan would make more sense. This isn't Hong Kong. I mean, look at it. $1952? 52? At least it was Japan, but why was some of it in English then? In 1952. La Grande Aventure. Oh shit.
Two rifles that they had, and they
We're so back.
pistols alongside it. But what
Oh
we
my
mentioned
God.
before the tactic,
Oh,
remember
Mr.
this tactic was before that
Fallen.
tactic, was that this squad comes
weeks
in.
ago.
What time? You needed a
This squad
time
comes in
check.
with
I'm
four
on
ultimates
1
to
to
play
120.
with, so a decent
19?
opportunity to
Oh,
bridge the
18?
gap of that
17?
investment.
Slightly
They are
ahead of
missing
me. Let me,
11's ultimate,
15?
of course, having
14?
deployed the previous,
13?
Yep,
12.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
still
I'm
will
with
be
you.
able to do quite a bit if they're given opportunity.
Yeah, I want to see how proactive
Okay,
they're going to be.
4
Because it's
ults.
very
Surely
easy
we
to
have a
just
good
go,
round this
okay,
time.
We got a plan.
Oh, no, they have no
let's just
weapons.
chuck our ults
Oh,
in. But I think a lot of
I
teams
just spilled ginger
nowadays
beer everywhere.
are trying to be much more proactive and gamble some of these
Okay.
ultimates to get themselves back into the game economically.
Don't worry.
Fact is, though, one of those guns might be about to
dear.
go. No, never mind.
Oh,
Prophet
Mr.
looked like he was
Fallen.
moving while he hit that shot, but I think he won't mind too much. And this leaves Adacaptain almost completely isolated on the site. Look at where the rest of the team
Why don't we just ult and
currently
win the
are. They
round,
are
Mr.
deep
BBL?
within. The closest just starting a rotation back around, and Adacaptain is going to have to go big here.
Good spray correction on the sociable, but Levin.
Someone tell these guys about the fucking
boxes
Phantom with these
takes
sprays.
him out, a return of damage that was dealt to him moments ago. Be able to get the plant now right down below, and a 4 versus 3. Yes, there are pistols, but a rifle in the hands of Levin and Profek.
Okay, we don't even need our ults. Never mind.
They found another, and a
How
follow-up
did we win
is
this
even
round?
there for Levin. Yedajay with
They
the
haven't.
triple
They
spray,
didn't.
and a great read on the final
Oh,
player's
he's missed
location.
the
It
read.
seemed as the smoke fades, though. It's
Wait, how did they win
to
this round,
land
though?
the
They
Mr.
didn't even
Fallen
use
pushed
any
out
health.
A main on his
With
own.
another
He
round on
died.
the attack. Just
Mr.
one
Fallen.
away from
Yeah.
FUT now.
This has been
So
a
he nearly
very
got caught at the very
peculiar
beginning of the
game
round
so
over towards
far.
shore.
It's
Yeah,
a
and then
infinite
walked
on
A main
aim.
on his
coming
own
in
and
with the
died. Yeah.
weaker purchase,
Brother,
and a
what is
lot
he
of
up
rounds
to?
have been able to
What
get
is he
us through.
doing?
I
When
don't
have
know
you
how
ever
Prophet
seen
even
a Sova
managed
get
to
success
react
from
quick
that
enough to
corner?
win that fight, but as said, from that point onwards, it was left to Adacaptain, and well, a heroic attempt by the likes of Yedajay, but ultimately, oh, they've muted his mic. There you go, he's gone.
Ever told you my favorite color is red?
Why is my
Tom?
VFL player throwing?
It's not true, but I think I must
Frenzy,
have told
why
someone
is
in
my
production.
Ah, maybe this is
We're
why.
back to another. Pause that technique.
Oh, rolled around back. Rolled around back. A virus infected Mr. Fallen's PC and caused him to throw. A mind virus.
Oh, what is this word?
What is wrong in EMEA? There's something in the fucking water. Nigeria has the same or close to the same as the population of the USA.
Yeah, Nigeria's. I think Nigeria's gonna be the
Oh my
highest
god.
population country in the world, isn't it? At one point, projected.
No, it's gonna overtake India.
I think with the rate of birth, yeah, I thought, or at least second. It's
shit.
gonna overtake China at one point, and Lagos is gonna be the most populous city, I think.
God damn, I didn't.
If we
realize.
carry on, which who knows, we might not. I mean, God knows what's gonna happen with the human. Remember when overpopulation? Remember when we were growing up, Sideshow, and overpopulation was
Yep.
the problem?
Yeah. And now people are talking about, oh no, people are not fucking enough in developed countries. Yeah, it turns out if you utterly ruin the social contract and make it impossibly expensive for people to buy houses, live, grow families, turns out they don't actually want families because they're
Tech
struggling to
causes is the
survive on
reason
their
why we
own.
Brits left the Europe and are now our own continent.
No, the problem is people moving away from God and the nuclear family.
Okay, do you look French? Are those love heart glasses? No, they're just normal. What is this word? Is that a French word? Poople? Is that how they say people? This word is getting me. Because there's surely, I mean, I don't know French that well. Is there a word that ends in IJ? It doesn't seem very French. But that makes me think maybe that's Dutch, and this is Belgium, and this is Brussels. I mean, it could be Brussels anyway, to be honest. It looks quite dreary, which probably does mean Brussels. In like 1970. 1969. It's 1980. It was Brussels though. Okay. We're in New York. Is this Times Square? Are we like that? When did it snow in New York? I wish I knew, but I assume it snowed. I mean, it snowed when I was in New York, so it's New Year's Eve. I don't know. Was this last year? No. Tough one. Tough one. Oh. The New York to Paris race. Goddard in Moto Block. What does that say in the background? Let's just put him in New York, I think. It says extra there, so that's English. Let's put him in. Okay, let's just put him in here. What year is this though? Early. Oh, nope. I thought we were going back. Oh, we are.
Up against Leo there.
We're back again.
Mathematical stats, and he just hit all of your ships.
Don't get used to it. We're going to be going to a tech pause after this round.
To your eyes.
Every round I feel like it's just been like
Could
an
see to
eco
your
or
mind itself.
BBL in
Well,
thing.
the red's gone from the studio,
All right.
and the barriers
Foot
will be
now
gone
on
from
an
the
eco.
map
Yeah,
as we
be
get
0 and
back
7.
into round number 8. BBL on the attack, already chipping away round by round, sprinkling in success.
I hate that in the Chinese broadcast you see KDs twice. They have KDs on the webcam and they have KDs instead of the money. And in EMEA you don't see it anywhere.
Anything. The way he's been playing, half the team currently has a gun.
Oh, that's tragic for
At least the half that could matter, although
Where's
already
Levin
a lot
going?
of spam damage
Where's
done.
Levin
Zeus
going?
will get absolutely nothing, and the
He
retrieval
just
of
wants
that
a
gun
little
is
sightseeing of his own.
impossible. Prophet
On the
put this
anti-eco.
round to bed,
Yeah.
and Levin in a solid spot.
Are we? Oh,
Scoreline
like
equalised.
clearly levels
That
of
means
thought in
already
this
4
game
rounds on the
are
board, and this
not
is what I was
present.
talking about, 4 or 5 rounds, and I think BB are in a
Yeah,
good
they're
spot.
both teams are
4
doing
and
a bit of
4.
trolling.
They're currently in a great spot.
Oh no, absolutely. We started doom and gloom about this squad. Realistically, it's hard not to after the last matchup they had here, but bumps in the road, they do occur. For now, you'd already say this is enough built up, and well, Geist is starting to get a little frustrated.
He's not stood up yet, though.
I
But
feel
when
like
he
guys
stands up,
can't be
that's
mad
when you
about
have
an
to be
eco
scared.
round. Like,
after last week,
save
that's when he
the
has to be scared. It looked like he...
Save the
Save
anger for
the
the better
rage
rounds
for
of the
this
match.
round.
Oh yeah, not gonna see the rest of the game. Round 9 kicking off, and it will be a full buy on both sides. Will be ultimates in place. Still those 4.
This would be a
BBL,
shame
and
if FUT lost
almost
this,
the
'cause
Bladestorm
I think
back up and
BBL have
online. That same
not
safety
really
net
done
not
anything
there
that
for
good.
FUT on the defense.
They basically only won round for
Looming
control.
towards
No
short,
presence in
just in
mid.
case
BBL
that there was an
taking a
operator.
very direct approach, and it
I
worked in
think,
the previous,
looking at
where they
Zeus's
only
money,
had
he
one
decided.
rifle, but this time,
I don't know.
those
It looks
players
like he
are
was
gonna be better
saving for an
armed.
op, but decided not to buy it. But that's weird because he never really ops. He was doing a little bit of opping in the last game.
in play.
Surely we just ult spam them this buy round.
Through information
Well,
garnered
it does
and
look like that's what they're doing.
removed from opponents. Although
Teho ult? Teho ult? You know exactly where they are on site.
Hello?
Hello, Teho ult. You found them. You've got the info on them with your fade.
I mean-
something. And it has failed miserably. In fact, it's all
What are you
1v1
saving it
fights
for,
going
Sociable?
the way of FUT for now.
There's no way that they have decided to
Remaining
only use Teho ult in
With an awful
post-ban,
lot
right?
to do.
Is this a tactical pause after that?
Is he saving it to
Plan that
break
I-
the
we get to see
lockdown?
fully
I.
The
It's
idea of
gotta
sending
be.
someone late to short after they will have closed off that door, found the
How are
position
we
back
not
on the
using
A
KO
side,
ult this
perhaps
round though
was
as
to
well?
allow
Why are you
the
doing an
lurk
exec
in
without
that position
fucking
to
KO
embed and
ulting
then
on the
rotate
buy
back
round
for
where
that
if they
extra
lose they're on
player
an
gets
eco?
caught through the smoke,
Yeah, I
and now
don't
your
know.
short guy thinks,
What the
"I
fuck
have to
are
be
you
able to take
doing?
that fight. I have to be the difference maker." Gets
There's
shut
a
down,
KO
and now what
lineup
would
that you
have
can
been a
do
good
from
pump fake A to a rotated
where
B
roughly
side,
Mr. Fallen's
they get
holding
nothing for.
that
They're in a
gets
2v5.
the
Wow, it would be their
lockdown
second,
as well.
so I'd be
So you
very
don't even
surprised
need
if
to
they
Go on,
save
use it
the
now.
KO.
Use it now,
I
Sociable.
think it's just not worth it. but
To clear
I
back
wanna
B
Clear
say,
back side.
if they
Clear
get
back
into a
side, guys.
post-ban here,
Actually, I haven't cleared back side.
like the timing of an Armageddon is one of the few things that can actually turn around
I mean,
like this. It
honestly,
would just be finding the correct spacing to
Teho
actually
ult
use it. They've been
front
holding
sight
onto
here,
these ults for a while, so
as they get set up for the
anything,
retake, could go
trying to get something done once
crazy.
you know they're
5v2.
already through could be worth it, but with one
Okay,
player
no,
already
not if
dropped, Social
Prophet's
is
dead.
dead to rights. There's
But
no
yeah,
way
you
he
actually
gets out of
could
this
win a
alive.
5v2.
A
You
nice
think
shot
you
from
think
Zeus
I would
If you
denies
force them
the
to run in
flawless,
stupidly
but
through
FUT break
stairs and
back
main?
in very
I would
comfortable
say
fashion.
It's possible.
Not
it's
bad at all.
possible, but you're still
again,
gonna
you
have to
look at
win
that
some
round, I
fights.
wonder for BBL, you know, you've got a guy out
Yeah, I
on
mean,
site,
they
while
should just
5,
use them in
10
the next
seconds later, nobody's even close to the choke point.
I mean, they should have
They're
just used them
behind the
this round.
smoke, is
Yes.
hung out to dry, very much so. And then the pressure applied afterwards is
Yes,
easily
absolutely
connected by
correct.
cracks. Look, I mean,
Let's
the
have a
highlights
tech
say it.
pause.
They show it, they spell it out.
Honestly,
This
they
was
need to
one-by-one fights.
reconsider
This was
their whole
individuals caught out by the defenders, and well, you're being spoon-fed
Let's
around
have a
like
tech
that.
pause.
Oh, maybe they're
Not really
saving
good plan.
Teho ult to
BBL
destroy the
came in with a direct approach,
lockdown.
but it seemed like they second-guessed
That's
it
what I
halfway
said,
through.
like
Now a
5
change up
times.
as they
But
move
I thought you
for
said-
middle
But,
control early on.
You said that.
Yeah.
Still uncomfortable
But also,
fight.
they have
Still
the
having a
KO
couple
nade
of
to
those
do that
ultimates,
anyway.
but now
Yampy's got a KO nade.
Did you
lineup
say that to
also.
me?
economies start to
Yes,
shift
I
in
said that
favour
on
of
the
FUT.
Discord.
A solid response.
People are
that
saying
last
no in
round
my
will
chat.
keep them in a good position.
Brother, what are you talking about? I was discussing it the entire time.
to bear in
I was
mind
like,
as well that
maybe Sociable saving it.
for BBL,
Did I say
having late
saving it
round
for the
switch-ups
KO ult
can
or
be a
something? Did
little
I
bit
say
different.
KO instead of
Like,
KJ
know
or something?
ultimately that
Context clues though, guys. I was
don't
talking
have that
about
sentinel to hold
saving
down
it to
ground, you
counter
don't
an
have
ult on the other side, and the
positional
only
plays, you
ults
kinda
that yet
need
they
to
have
leave someone
are
there or
Omen
be very
ult or
direct like they
Killjoy
attempted
ult.
in the
I
last
think
round.
it's pretty obvious I was
For
talking
now,
about the
though,
lockdown.
It almost reminds me
You
of
did
like
say
an
KJ ult,
old-school
other people
Gambit
just don't
style.
listen to you.
What
Okay,
can
thank you, chat.
Levin do?
You're the only
Or
fucking
in their
real
case,
ones.
What can Defo do?
Yeah. Then the interesting thing is last time, right, we had that ult sent through.
Yeah, you said
finding
only
players
for
towards the
post-plan.
A side. Now this change up of positioning where you're now going to have
Post-plant
rotation
would
from
be to
Jet
break
towards
the
B to
Killjoy
stack
ult
up,
because they
maybe
would
even
use it
assume
for
that
Not
retake.
necessarily.
direction from BBL, but
What
with
are you
50 or so seconds on the clock, they shifted back up to
He's
short.
rage
Now
baiting.
putting the
He's
pressure
rage
on here.
baiting.
Still looks like it will be a late B hit. So the question is, do these players, whoops,
What
do
the
those
fuck
players
is that
move out of
circle?
position and go back to the A side? In fact, no. There's
Oh,
a
they ran their
TP
KO
through
fake. It
from
worked.
Omen.
Come
There's
on,
now
FUT.
4 players
Do a VOD
from the
review.
defensive side
Fuck
on B, but
me.
BBL, they've gone back and forth, flip-flopped in this round enough that it left only Mr. Fallen on A.
Do a fucking
All
VOD
the
review
eggs
next time.
in one basket for FUT, and the hit has come in on the other side. A
Any
late lurk by
teammates?
Yumpy, cutting up this rotation, and he'll go down, but they've got a 4v3 post plan.
Yeah, he did well. He did used his
Well,
ultimate,
now
the null
Sociable's
command as a
got
fake, and I'll be honest, he
Omega
was
Ultra
0 and 9 up until this
post-ban
point. So
veto.
him selling a
What if
fake
he
to
doesn't-
move
but
players
then they've
away
got Killjoy
had
on
so
next
much value
get shot,
for the
you
rest of
lose
the
the
team.
round, you lose the
Also,
game, it's an
I believe
FPS
the part
game.
of this round might have been
November,
playing
one
retake.
on one,
They
thanks
had
for the 5
lockdown in
months.
play ready to go, but with Yedege getting caught, that now completely crumbles. FUT getting in here is going to be so difficult. That time already ticking, and well, again, maybe they could have used that Teo ult,
Didn't
but
even
it
have
was
to
not needed. Another
Sociable has
response,
not-
Another back and forth
Sociable's
round
gonna
for the
save
side of
this until the
BBL,
next
as
half.
They will now make 5.
Hey, but that's fine for them. They've only
Yeah,
managed
yeah.
to string 2 together.
I think
at
you should
any one
save
point.
ults for
Other than
halves.
that,
I
it's
think,
been a
imagine
spot here
seeing
or
like a
there, but
fucking
Same
that'd
for
be
both
so
teams.
funny.
Raise ult
A
on
spot
pistol.
that's putting a blemish on FUT's
You have to
record in the
tactically
defensive
decide
side,
whether you want to
where we
win round
expect to
12
see
or
all these
have like
rounds
Yeah.
an
fall into their hands. We talked
unbelievable
about,
ultimate for the
maybe
pistol
I'll get
round.
4 up there, maybe
What
even
about
3,
just
how
jet
anything
knives
0
though? That
is
would
gonna
actually
be
be the
the
best
Uh,
ult in
Shane's
the
ult,
game
yeah.
on pistol.
He's on the board, baby! He's on,
He's on the board.
I think he's
Well
one of the
done,
few players
Yampy.
as well, though. That look
Neon
at
ult
this
would be
5 and
quite
5
strong, I
and go,
feel.
okay, you'll be 1 and 10. wouldn't give a damn.
No,
Not give a
you can
damn at
tell.
all.
He was 0 and 9. He was screaming so loud we had to mute his mic. He's gonna break the damn thing.
What is Yedajay
Bringing the
going
energy
to
and
do
ultimately
close
that's
up
all he
here?
needs to do. Ultimate
There's the
send
Tail.
through for
That's how you
at
use
long
it to clear
last,
lane.
and
Oh,
he's
you
trying
locked
to
down.
send these players into
What?
Levin's crosshair. He's good to find one. His blades removed, but he's still got bullets.
Well,
Good for
no
a
lockdown
second,
this
but
half, I
Crack's
guess.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
God.
1
We
HP?
said we
1
wanted to
HP.
see this man return to form.
Still lives though. I
And a
couldn't
three-piece
literally
may
time that
just be the
perfectly.
start of it. Sociable and Profect left to do it all. The spike is theirs,
Why,
and a player
why do I
down
feel like
soon
Mr.
to beat
Fallen
out
has just
as
been
Cracks
making
clings
the
onto
world's
life for
weirdest
just
decisions
a few more
this game?
seconds. Nobody
What
can
on
bring him
earth
back
is our
into the
Sova
round,
with
and they're
Recon
content
doing
to
on
just
the
wait
flank?
this one out, expecting a
Just-
move
just
from FUT, even fake
rotate
planting
normally
to
and
try
help your
bait them
teammates
into
with your
aggression.
util.
That aggression's about to come through. Profek had the angle. And he had
Oh,
the
we don't
reaction,
have Recon
falling
anymore,
down,
guys.
And it's all on to Ada Captain.
Oh, winnable.
First shot connected,
Very
know where his
winnable.
opponent is and wants to try and
Stick
bait
that,
him.
stick
Profect
that,
to
stick that.
spamming and taking a big risk around the side of it.
Oh.
Jumping through the air. Excellent
Through the
Ada
air.
Captain. Oh, that is.
I
don't
hate
even
the
think
BBL
there
are
would
winning
be a moment
rounds.
where he
Yeah.
touched the floor.
His
That
feet were
had
off
to
the
be
ground,
flying.
Tom. Look. Well, I look forward to seeing it in the replay. Great job from Levin. Huge response from Cracks. Do we get this
show
from
me this.
Profex? No way. He
I
was
mean, he's
running at a
full
minimum.
moving. I don't think he was falling.
Yeah, he wasn't quite in the air.
Either way, it's absurd.
I
And it
hope
is
so.
just
Aye, aye,
that Levin and Profect show. Cracks genuinely is having a game, though. 14 and 7. He was 1 HP for half of those fights. Manages to do far more than he ever should have got, but those entries
Why not
have
stick-
been
to be
sublime.
fair-
It's incredible
Levin has
how many
definitely
rounds
been
BBL have won
the
here,
player to
actually.
watch so far in this match.
Yeah,
We
it feels
talked
like they
about
should
the
be on about 2.
fantastic video
Yeah.
Oh,
FUT
it's
completely
superstar
tossed
potential,
an
talking about
anti-eco round.
this youngster
And
coming in
then-
from Turkey, dreaming of playing for BBL.
Since then, they've just been
Now
getting rocked.
he is showing up.
They've been making some
Double outlaw.
shite decisions
Hold
as
on to
well,
the
FUT on
attack,
the defense.
expecting-
Draco, thanks for the 7 months.
Both of these guys, Levin and Zeus, they've been the big fish in the little pond. It's Levin really making waves now that he's in the open ocean. 6-5, 1 round left to play for, and from a miserable start, BBL looked like they were just clutching at rounds where they could. They could leave this with a 2-round lead. It starts with aggression from Levin, keeping these 3 players in position on A, but the
They're gonna
Killjoy
try-
setup
Time
about to get
against
confirmation that there's some
Killjoy.
contact to be had. Paranoia goes through. Jumpy the one to land onto Zeus,
my
but
God,
it's the
you're not gonna
site that
lose
we're
this.
looking at. It's Yedajay who's
1 second.
clinging on. Ult has to be destroyed, and it
Oh
will
my
be
God.
just in time. Levin
There's no
catching
way.
the
There's
rotation.
actually no
and a
way.
That is
7-5
a
closer in this
diabolical
half. That is
recovery of the
wonderful
half from
for
BBL.
There's no way they've just lost that. Like, actually, no way. Oh my God. That's horrible. That's all horrible. It's 1908. Madonna? Monte Trinitabre. Lugano. Switzerland. Is Lugano in Switzerland? Yeah. Lugano is what, 21 miles away? Let's say we're in this place. In yeah, 1962. On the other side. Unlucky. Okay, Denmark. Early Denmark.
This is Valorant. Heritage.
go 1903. Not bad. Who was that? Sorry, that was Shamin. Thanks for the 18 months. Did I get Draco? 7? I think I did. Ooh, that one needs some thought. Okay, 7-5. Should be good for BBL, honestly. It feels horrible,
so far,
but
it hasn't been enough for FUT.
Yeah, he's been the better of the KOs individually. I don't think there's much of an argument there, but yeah, this really has been the show of Levin on that attack, just being able to get so many valuable entries, and it doesn't look like that's going to stop here.
I do
4
think
players
FUT are going to have
grouping
some
up
good
into middle.
attack
Sociable
rounds,
this time
but
will be the one
not
to start
enough to
that
win
has
this
the
map.
support.
they need
His
pistol.
little
They're
Turkish
gonna
brother.
win.
They haven't checked the corner.
Hello,
though.
hello.
This is a mistake. A chance for Yedajay to completely
They're in
turn
on
this
B.
round on his head, and with pressure
Well,
already being
I'd have
put in
captain this.
over on the
Oh.
other side, he's just holding down the line.
Well, that's their back secure. That is for sure.
Watching
They
the
got to get their
pros
front
use the
sorted
sheriff
out. Magnum
makes me
forward
realize
will
that I
pretty much
wait
get
way
those
too long
boxes
between
ticked.
shots.
The spike to be planted.
Yeah, they're just sending
The
it.
late play from Yedajay.
Yeah.
They know that he's going to be further away, though, coming from main late or perhaps up through mid. So they're cautious about this, waiting for the plan to go down, knowing that means
Especially if
there'll
you're
be
aiming
an
for body
isolated
shots, I
player. Drone
suppose.
goes through. There's one spotted. All the info to play with now.
Planted.
Question is, what do you do with it? Knife about to be online. Salvos 2. They'll go to backside most of the time, and indeed, that's what's cleared out here. Boathouse pushing them into Yumpy. He's good for the first.
There's no way you both lost
Good
that.
on a dime, and now the defuse can be found. Pressuring Yedajay into the
Reload.
peak. In fact,
Run
it's all
away.
he has.
Hello,
He's gotta go
hello,
quick.
hello,
He's gotta
hello,
be
hello,
fast.
hello,
And he's not
hello.
gonna be
Oh
fast
my
enough.
god,
Brother,
bro.
you
This is
get
a
a
four-piece
fucking
pickup from Yedajay, but a round for BBL.
I mean, that's not really
Yuppie's
Yedajay's
just
fault.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
like how he
He's
played the
supposed
end
to
point
pull
there,
kills in
but
this round. Like,
how
they
does
both
Yampy
lost
get
in the
two
pressure
smoke?
within
that
the smoke. I don't
Yeah.
know how he
This is
manages to
criminal.
get
Valorant.
Sam
two
Oscrap,
from
thanks for
that
70
position,
months.
just sheer reactions.
Oh.
Going back to
Theoretically,
the
Who
duel
does the
would
with
be
freaking
the
not
best
get the
teams
kill
at a
at that point?
Valorant National World
I'm-
Cup, and who plays Sentinel for Russia.
I don't know. Maybe that's just
Yeah, I was-
random
Win the
RNG
I mean, again, it
rules.
depends what
Ready
rules
for
you
that.
have. Because if you
I don't think
allow
we're gonna
just
be
like
able
a
to talk
full
over that
team to
one.
play each other,
8
then
to
I don't
5.
We're
know.
always playing for VFL.
BBL.
Yeah, he actually is with that pistol.
clutching up in the pistol.
Oh,
but
the
oh,
falls
right
out
there.
Here we go.
already.
And he
Levin is down
out-outlawed Levin.
early, but Yumpy, there
And
you
then
go.
died to
Back
Levin's
again.
outlaw.
Yeah, his
Sister
buddy
Hood of
goes
the
down,
Traveling
he picks
Outlaw,
up
though?
that rifle
Surely
and
somebody
says,
else is
"I
gonna
can
pick
do
it
one
up."
better. Trades it right back. But will also be recovering their
Frenzy
outlaw.
is the worst
This
gun
is
in the
somewhere
game.
that they've had a lot
I don't-
of success. I think it was it Icebox?
I,
They were up
I'm on and
against,
off with the Frenzy.
KC that they pulled out that
The
outlaw
Frenzy is
again.
not
That
the
was
worst gun
flipping
in the
second
game.
round and the attack in their favor.
The Ares
Zeus.
is the worst
Yeah,
gun
it
in the
does help
game.
when
By
Harris
a
is alive.
gigantic
Now
mile.
someone else has
Surely.
got to be that hero.
But
I'd say, I think Yedajay.
I don't think the Frenzy's
sometimes I
that
pick
bad.
up the Frenzy
Also,
and
this
it
is the big difference.
fries,
They
and
did it
sometimes I
on
pick up the
Icebox,
Frenzy and I
their
can't do
opponents
anything
light
with it.
shields. It made it very easy to
I
connect
swear
that
to God,
shot
Mitch and
here.
Tom,
It's gotta
if
be
you
that
use
1-2.
that fucking zoom function
That's
one
not
more
quite as
time,
easy
I
to
will
connect. Yeah, all right,
smear
yeah,
your
one
heads
guy's-
across the
yeah.
Berlin
Sure.
Autobahn.
I just gotta highlight the one you didn't highlight, you know?
That is a
That's
very
six.
specific and
They-
strange
Go on.
thing to say.
They also don't have the outlaw anymore.
Well, they're in Berlin, and that was.
so that could be a bit of a problem.
Well, they
Oh,
just,
yeah.
they just
dude,
used it.
like, look at these zoom-ins. They're diabolical.
Oh, there you go. Outlaw found again. They're making this one costly.
No, not
nonetheless.
only are they
It's
diabolical, it's
something
like
that
we're seeing his
obviously makes
POV
it a bit
already.
more
Who the
difficult
fuck?
going into the
Is that
next round
Scream in the
against
server?
If they can make this one nice and
Love that
damaging.
from Yampy.
Spam
Love
shot here
that.
would do a lot, but just look at the time. 12 seconds left. Unfortunately, they're going to have to walk into this crossfire, and this is where that sniper really has a lot less
Oh, that's good.
value. BBL
I
will
feel
make
like they
their
are
way to
rage baiting
9,
me.
and
I
now
think
they
the
actually come in
casters
with
are
the
rage
double outlaw.
baiting
So
me.
that's something that BBL, sorry, FUT are going to have to think about here. Is like, they actually have 2 of those, so we can't really go for light shields.
Yeah, it's got to be the heavy shields out of the squad.
What I find
Maybe
so
that's gonna
funny
put some
about the
people
fucking
the
zoom
back
on the
foot.
map
Gonna
is,
cost some utility,
like,
perhaps.
they're trying to highlight, oh, this guy
BBL
is walking up
climb
mid or whatever,
continues.
right? And
2-0
it's like,
start in this half.
yeah, but now I
Really,
can't
the
see
important thing
what
they
is about to
cannot walk away
happen
with this one.
in
Yeah.
context of the rest of the map,
This is
because I can
used to
only
dominance
see
from
that
them.
one
This is
part
a
of it.
matchup that they have
Yeah.
dominated every time that they've seen it. But as we said, this is a
Okay, so
different
Ada
BBL.
Captain has to go for a
Oh,
stinger.
bounce
Oh,
back.
that's
Well done, Timmy. Headed
perfect.
that one back.
So
Lothar's
that's
gonna
the
be real
reason
happy
why
with
all
that
of the
one.
killjoys put their
He's
turret
actually-
there,
he's
folks. It's
making his
to
play try and
block
get
But
into
the
Caesars.
Champions
seas
League.
that everybody
Fucking
throws
pushed
at
A
the
main
start of
already.
the
So
round.
header,
Oh yeah, lovely
looking
stuff.
for the back of the net.
Bicycle kick, perhaps, next time.
Okay.
Oh my god,
That's a decent
Magnum.
start
on
from
his own.
Magnum. One of the weaker weapons, the Sheriff in hand, has
is
already
gonna be
connected.
very
Wait,
looks
hello?
for a little bit
Ada
more,
Captain
and
is
even just
constantly in
attacking the
alone
info
on the B
is
side.
nice
And
for
we're
Cross.
fucking
Where
running.
is
Bro,
your
you have a
smoke?
smoke in 2 seconds.
What is going on with
Oh
these two
my
teams?
God.
Playing so badly today.
Capitulating in these moments.
Holy
Not clearing the
fuck.
back of the site,
He
was
literally had a
currently
smoke in
only
2
one man
seconds.
within it, and
As soon as
Magnum's
Zeus
job
goes
really
down,
just
they look
stay
lost.
alive as long as possible, make it as
I mean, even
awkward
before
as
Zeus goes
possible
down,
for
they
him
look
to be
lost.
cleared.
And get those tags. Great call from Magnum going out for a little more. I thought it was a bit cool.
And of course they fucking
Oh, don't
fought.
win
Classic
this.
fucking fought.
BBL
Well,
looked set
they
to
had bad
hammer
read.
Oh
it
my
in.
God, he's
Confident
lucky
it
that
was
Craig said
damn
full shield.
close. Cracks left on 10 HP
What the
by that
fuck?
shot. The only man that
Was
didn't
that
get tagged in the
5v2?
chaos.
What a shit
I love
round.
that from Magnum going back out, landing the body
Holy
shot.
fuck.
He runs away and he just calls, I've tagged him, I've hit him. Heavy shields or not, that man's vulnerable to one shot.
Oh
that's
my God, you
disgusting.
did you see that?
2 headshots for the price of 1.
Yeah, that's
Oh, he was even surprised with that one too.
rough. I mean, they had a similar round go the
Disappointing
opposite
way to
direction
close it out, but they
previously.
swung together, they took the fights.
Isn't it crazy that Karma Corp is worse than this? Right, you're getting a permaban for that one. That's not okay to remind me.
It's
of that.
okay. You can celebrate. They did
No,
lose to
they're
both these
playing
teams.
bad. Like, I think KC's average is higher than what we're currently watching. Maybe not, though. It might be about even.
If I could read Spanish, this would be quite easy. Is this about the Chile earthquake? That's all I can think.
And piece everything together, putting up
I don't know.
compositions that not only incorporate meta, but trying to find
Wasn't there an
comfort at the
earthquake
same
in Chile,
time is
like
not
in
an
the
easy
50s?
thing
Mr.
to
Fallen
do.
is the only
That's
person I've
credit
ever
we can
seen
also
use
give
this
over to
recon dart lineup, and he uses it
side of
like
BBL
every
as
other
well.
round.
The fluctuation of their comps.
They literally are using the
people are
knife
more
straight
comfortable roles
afterwards to
for
clear. But he uses
They are
the
coming back in
recon
with the buy on that
just in
defensive
case somebody
side, and
tucks into
already
that close corner.
Yumpy, after an incredibly quiet half,
I love
Now
when
gonna
we.
find
I
himself
love.
another
I
opening
love off a
pick.
timeout. We do an A split and leave the spike. I fucking
Ivan
love
very
when we do
close
that.
to falling. Zeus
Oh my
walking
God.
What?
through the nano, he's being
Oh
caught.
my God!
that is-
Any
Magnum was
omen
still
flash?
holding it. They thought
You
there
know
could be
where
a
our
little
omen
bit of
is
a fake
and could
out.
flash for us perfectly to kill that
Instead, they
guy.
lost another player.
Any thought?
the attack
Of, like,
below
chaining
him,
utility
because they're
together?
so confident
They,
their
they
opponents
must
are
have
gonna
thought
push
that there
mid,
was so
but
many
they had
players
to
on
leave
A
a
that
piece
they
of
must have
utility
been
there to
leaving
stop
trio.
them.
Oh my
I've
fucking
seen
God!
that.
Oh my
Even
God!
without
The-
bullets.
I want to be
And the
sick.
beautiful thing there,
There should be
Sociable just
gaps
plays
all
on the
over
edge
this
of it,
map
so they have
because
that little bit of
BBL are not
safety,
running a
that little bit
sentry,
of
and
security,
instead
False
and he
FUT just
uses
keep
that to
ramming their
just
heads into
steal
brick
out the
walls.
round from under them. Already it was looking bad
Not
in the
running pump
3v5,
fakes, not
but
trying to
now Mr.
insert
Fallen
lurkers into
is good for
positions,
assists, the best player in
just
the league. In
pulling
fact,
off
30
really
Reality
badly
is-
executed splits onto sites.
he's going to have to do it all himself. The first found, a Hunter's Fury online, and fake steps to sight. He's
Worst
baiting
region
them
this
in,
year is
luring
EMEA.
them for the fight.
You know
but they're
what? I
just
don't even
waiting,
think that's true.
expecting this
Oh,
very
don't
same
overextend.
play, but it was damn close. Look how low Sociable and Levin are. This is not a round that you can take any chances in.
10 seconds left.
Salvos have bought a little bit of extra time.
Into the shock.
Actually not taken away. Couple of low
There's
players.
no-
He takes
please,
one
no.
of the high HP.
Go
This
on,
is
win
actually
this,
starting
Mr.
to get
Fallen.
a little
I
bit
Go on,
he
win
needed
this.
that one. He needed that
HP
one.
on 2 of those
No, he
players
doesn't.
is
He actually
incredibly
doesn't, no.
low. And we know what Mr. Fallen can do in these sort of moments, but Levin is not going to give him the chance. Somehow made that look like a winnable situation for the
c'est
side
une
of FUT, but
tragédie.
ultimately the rest of the round was very clean for BBL.
Oh, we spoke about Chihuahua on the desk earlier on. He would have won that. Tell you that for nothing. We wouldn't have seen it though. 10-6, double digits on the board for BBL. And this squad now, from again, I really got to say, we doubted them when we started this one out. We're even at 3-2, 4-2. You're thinking, it looks like FUT have all the control. They've got what they need to take this across the line. But well, there's been a couple bumps in the road since then.
That's all. Is that back-to-back pauses?
Oh my God! They took a timeout and then took a timeout. Oh my God! I'm trying to read like what the newspapers are. Okay, I don't know. I know there was an earthquake in Chile in the 50s, I think, or 60s.
Gaius is begging his team. He's actually begging them. He's going through all of the stages of grief.
Look at his face, man.
Oh, damn.
Well, unlucky. Why is it in black and white if it's 1985? Okay, Yugoslavia. Is this the creation? Oh no, it can't be the creation of Yugoslavia. They wouldn't have that already up. Is it World War II, Yugoslavia?
There to stop him doing it, and he got 2 kills.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Now they're on an
You
eco
can't
as
have
well.
that. And I
Sad.
think that's
My fucking
understandable to have that level of frustration. Because that
IGL
is
is
just
on
a
10
simple
kills.
building
Sad.
block, a foundational piece of reaction that you need to have if you've got util to watch an area. You got to be aware.
As long as they
when
win
push
ice box,
that
it's
area,
okay.
You got to be cautious.
Just gotta win ice box.
TMV,
Even
do you
Yes.
remember when
it ended up
XLG
playing
beat
against them. Now we'll
Wolves?
see.
I don't want to
4
bring up bad
rounds
memories,
before
but
they can
I'm not trying to
equalize.
gloat. I'm just
Weak
asking a question.
weapons
Holy
and no
shit.
Zeus to fall back on.
We had a
Robbins
wager on
come
the
in
line.
and put him in the dirt. He's not going through the smoke.
I don't
against
remember
the
that.
Nico. I know he's not.
You
gonna
don't
do
remember
He's
saying that
done
you
it.
would dress up
He
as a
has
wolf?
done it, and that's got to be
I did not say
frustrating.
I'd dress
Now
up
you
as a
get the
wolf.
sense on
You
footage
said you would
you're
get
just
into a
not being
full
shown
furry wolf
respect.
costume.
This is a
Yeah.
guy coming
I
in
did
going,
not say
"I'm
that.
just better
I'm
than
gonna
you
need a.
guys."
I'm gonna need a clip.
Yeah, the #1 Turkish
I
team
d-
for
I
the last
actually
few
don't-
years,
I
the
remember
young Turkish
losing-
duelist that I was saying most people had
Wolves
no
losing to
idea who he
XLG.
was
I
at the beginning of the year.
genuinely
And he
don't
is
remember
currently
saying I would dress
styling
up
on
as a
them.
wolf.
That is
Did
currently
I actually? I
disrespecting
don't
them,
believe I
currently
said
just
that.
running away with this map and
I'm
gonna
already
add
dressed up
affiliates
as a
to
cat.
the
Leave me alone.
synonymous
Get him in a
with
wolf
this
costume
region.
as well. We're going to turn you into the
It
Valorant
really
furry.
has been
That's what
a
you're going to be
true
known for.
show, and while Adakaptan is just trying to get himself an orb, 15 pieces of utility into his face, and an in-zone flawless to boot.
Well, you saw it as well, even in the video about Levin, and certainly if you listen to the first week or 2 of the cast, where Yumpy is
Started
saying,
a
like,
different call
his name
with
is
Ezra
Loon or
Nikelios.
Levin or something, I don't know. He just calls him by his first name. And like that's where we were at as well. I was calling him Loon.
Hello.
Had that line, the lunatic.
Ah, hello.
I'm happy with that one. But, you know, we've learned
Do you
his
remember
name now. That's for damn sure. He's left
TMV
us
saying
no
that you
other
would dress up
choice.
as a wolf?
21 and 11.
Yeah.
2
Yeah,
rounds to
I
go before BBL put them
I
to
think
bed
Pacific
in
would have been on at that
fashion.
time. You'd be
And a map
fucking
that,
on the
again,
desk
used to
or
be
what?
that
You'd be
fall
casting the
back
I don't
game.
know.
but more
He said he
He
was
watched
going
the
to
VOD
dress up like a
afterwards.
wolf,
This
and he was going to
was
get
where
one
they
of those
took
like
the fight
butt plug
every
tails.
time, and this is where
Yes.
they won it.
Yeah, and I was going to walk him around
Almost
Toronto.
every time.
Mm-hmm.
Bold play. They kept the triple
Yeah, no,
initiator.
I
They
don't see how you
chose a
can
map
forget that.
that they lost
Yeah, we all remember.
13 and 4 on with 0 attack rounds last time they played it.
Out of 12 as well. That wasn't second half. That was
Yeah.
the first half.
And yeah, it seems like
Did
they
anyone
managed to
explain
come
the
up trumps here
Odyssey
still.
bit for you?
We know that FUT
Honesty?
are always dangerous.
The Odyssey?
Who's looking to take
The Lotus
that?
Eater? Oh.
Again, there is nothing
Vaguely.
alongside
The
him.
Lotus Eater
Like that was basically just
traps
like,
people
can
in
he
time.
get a kill versus somebody who's on the other side? And the answer is
I don't
a
remember if it
resounding
does
no. The
that. I just
reliance on
remember
this
it makes
man,
you like super
I feel like it
lethargic
needs to
and
be
you just like
overhauled.
vibe out because you're like
Well, again, this was
you're in
highlighted
a
early.
drug-induced
The successful
sense of
rounds
just
he's had have come off
contentment,
him.
but you just
Him
do
playing
nothing
well.
because you
And
just
that's
feel
not what we're
fine.
used to seeing.
That's
Certainly
like-
from
like
what we
bot
made
in this
of
game.
You've
Fucking
got the
hell.
highest assists on so many of these players, but hasn't
But yeah,
been
you're just
connecting
they're
here.
just put into like a
Taking the
blissful
game
state
into
where
his
they
own
don't want to
hands
do
at
anything.
times,
So
and he's
basically
found
just
one
renders
onto
the
11.
tribesman
A big
useless.
pick early on, and info that there's 2 on backside, but he doesn't know one was a little closer. Yedajay
Can you make drugs out of the
finding
Lotus plant?
both of those players, in fact, but the flank up from Mr. Fallen.
Would
it's
Google
putting
it, but I live in
another
Korea, so I
problem
might get
up.
arrested if I do.
BBL to solve. Yumpy activated the ult. He's taken their utility out of their hands at least. There'll be no lockdown to close out this round, but that'll unlikely to see that even put through. 1v2, an opportunity here. He pops the pistol out, trying to bait some movement. So far, there's none to be found. That's great information, though. He knows there's one towards market. He's looking for
We
that
should have
point of
known that
contact,
already.
and he'll know that the swing will come in from his left as soon as he gets it. But for now, patience out of Mr. Fallen, letting Yumpy make the first move. A beautiful plan, a beautiful display. Now, what should be a secured round off time alone. Hunter's Fury may be needed if the first pick was found, but there's still a man on the site to lock it down.
man, you could see the way that
So what's happening in this
Yumpy's
game?
brain was working.
You don't
there.
wanna know.
Okay, there's probably going to be a secondary
it's
swing.
been
There's
ugly.
probably
I
going
saw-
to be somebody trying to
I saw
find
some
me from
shit
another
about a
angle.
tech
The fact
pause,
is, there
which is par
wasn't.
for the course.
They were just relying on the Hunter
There was
Series at the time,
enormous
and that
tech
meant that there
pauses,
was
multiple of
pretty
them.
much
Yes.
zero way that he could actually
This is still the
take
first
home
map,
that round.
and we are
An hour and 20.
an hour and
Yeah,
20
Jay.
minutes in.
Some openers from
I
cracks,
swear it's
but
like
4 rounds.
something happened in whatever
down.
the latest patch
They've
that they
got a
did to the
lot of
tournament
ultimates to
client,
play with still.
because
Yeah, man.
EMEA started
Lockdown,
having some
not able to
horrendous
be
ones.
used
We
after
started
the
having a
null
couple
command,
bad
but that means
ones
it has
on
been
our end.
saved through
Yeah, we had some that were
every
like
member bar one,
20 plus
and that
minutes
one having
long.
from the shadows.
See,
So
America's
Game
has,
related,
America's has had some, but I think
I'd be
most people just
surprised
assume
if we
that's
end
because
up
they
seeing the
moved.
execution on that
the
side
room.
of
Yeah, I
map.
think it's
I mean,
because
while
we
Zeus
moved
early still
location. I
managed to
don't
come
think
out
it
with
was
the
like
round,
game
and, you know,
related
perhaps
stuff.
this
I could be
can
wrong
the
though. I
one
haven't been there.
that resets them.
I don't know specifically
So
what the
far,
issues
they've
we were
been
having
spinning their
was,
wheels,
but I
but
remember we had
not
a
Come on,
pretty
Zeus,
good
wake
stretch
up.
at one point.
It has to change here for FUT. A streak of rounds needed.
That was either this
Teho
last.
Ultimate online for
no, I don't think it was
Sociable.
on Sunday. I think it was on.
On the other side, we
Saturday,
mentioned in
we
that
had a
clutch, Yedije and Mr. Fall,
pause.
Lockdown and Hunter's Fury. That can bail them out of a bad situation. But the main thing we're looking
Sociable's
to see
just full
is
jump
Zeus
spawning mid
finding
and
those opening
presumably
picks.
going to
There's a
be
supportive utility
throwing
there,
his
some
ult
cracks,
out.
flashes that we've
Okay,
hailed
that's
as
fine.
some of the
And flood.
best in the league at times.
51, 50,
Recent times,
49,
perhaps less so.
48.
Hunter's Fury immediately
Ooh.
pop.
Oh, that's not good.
Wow.
Oh man,
Not
he
able
just
to
got
execute
smoked.
off that. They're going to utilize the Armageddon
And
the
way
Brainstorm
late
in
on the
tandem
K-
in attempt
the
to try
Teho
and find
ultimate.
something, but instead, all it's really done is slowed the push of FUT.
And the wrong way around, really, because it just pushed people into Prophet, but
of
he's
not
already
having all of that
under pressure.
Sentinel utility
nice
is
lurk,
you
that
can
won't
easily
matter.
sneak in from behind, and while there is Yedije to deal that final blow, the round.
I could see
already
the vision
gone.
there for
And Magna
BBL,
now
but
has to look at
everything
this
went
as,
wrong.
Okay, where can I even escape to?
Yeah, he knows
I mean,
he's behind.
At least you can see a vision. I mean,
Location
most of these
from
rounds have been
Yedije.
visionless.
He's
Most,
made his way
yeah,
right
most of
back
these
down
rounds
the
have
middle
been a.
and is waiting
Look at
for
how
this playthrough
bad
short,
the
reading
map zoom
Magnum
in
like a
is,
book.
man.
Although he's not needed.
It's so
Wait,
bad.
wait.
If you highlight somebody in the middle of the map, you can't see anything else on the map.
Seth, do you have this ability as well?
Nope.
You don't.
We don't. We have a fucking lack of technology at Pacific. We're actually like our
They're in the
production is
clay
full of
age.
fucking sticks and rocks. Every time we want to boot the servers up, we gotta just get some fucking
But the
flint
bigger
and
issue
wood
is
and
actually
just
their
crack it
opponents.
together until we make fire.
Other
Flint
than
and
the From the
steel.
Shadows.
Flint and steel.
But yeah, no, we don't have that. I've been asking for telestration, not so that we can do shit like that, but just so we could do things that actually matter. Mostly for the analyst
If
stuff.
you get a telestrator and the first thing you do is start zooming in on the map all over the place, I will find you. I will.
If
I
you
will
don't start making circles,
tear out your toes one by one.
See, the problem is you'd have to keep it away from me because I'd be tempted to use the little circles and I would just be drawing just fucking cock and balls. all over
Yeah,
them.
I was literally gonna say the first thing you're gonna do is just draw cock and balls. Really interesting Viper spit here with the.
Mhm. Ooh, it bends slightly to the left. Yeah, I can't be trusted with shit like that. But no, we don't even have we don't have talkback or anything like that on our broadcast.
You don't have talk back.
Nope. We don't have
You
talkback.
might want to
or
explain
talk-
to the people who aren't.
Talkback would be a button that you could hit which mutes your microphone on your headset and then allows you to speak to production directly.
So you are just a one-way
It looks like
vessel.
they're going to go for a very
Yep.
aggressive
Info
goes
start
in,
towards
info
B
can
main,
never
try
come
and
out.
Take some of that control away, and that's
It's
aggressive.
how it's
Got
always
11
been
will
in
pick up
Korea
Yedije.
because I
That
mean
means
previously
that
like
any
we
play
actually do
needs to
have
be a little
English
bit more
speaking
direct from the side of FUT
producers.
because they don't
But
have
like
that
when I
map
worked for
control
OGN,
anymore.
they didn't fucking
They
speak
want to
English, so
take
if I
that
had
back on
talkback, what would be the
BBL,
fucking
move
point?
towards B
You
main
know?
and get the rifle, but sent back
So
by
like
Krax's knife.
learning how to
The
cast in
A side under
Korea
threat,
is
nice
like going through
weapons,
the
bad
fucking
positions, and
grinder.
a
Like
quick
it's just
conclusion to that duel
every
leaves the
possible
A side in the hands
hardship
of
that you
Afternoon,
encounter,
chat.
you have all of them simultaneously,
Everything they
and then
can
I
on the
think that
back
you're
and
made
they
better
need
for
their
it.
flank protection to come in late.
Prophet got
Thanks
boomed
to the
on this
rotation,
anchor.
Krax
It's like
took
it's
it
like
back.
growing up at like
BBL will
being a
struggle to get
child of the
anything else
Spartans,
done in
and
this
they
round.
have to you have to
But
go out and
it's just gonna be
fucking
a
hunt a
patient
wolf by yourself before you can become a man.
Oh my
And that makes people better.
goodness, Levin!
Oh, please don't
Yeah,
lose
it
this
makes-
3v3.
He's found
Oh my
it!
Makes you
god!
hard.
They are,
Oh
oh
my
my
God.
holy fuck!
The young gun of
And then
Levin!
Krax
Oh,
wins
wait,
it
Krax-
himself.
Wait, Krax wins it. Please,
And
please,
it's
please win.
Krax looking to
You have
pick
nade.
up the pieces with just
What are you
sociable.
doing, brother?
A round that could go BBL's way. A step
He
to
won
the
that.
house.
Oh my
Almost
god.
in his
Oh, he won the
and
1v3.
Moon's gonna be
a
fucking
Red Bull
going
clutch
crazy.
needed from
Levin
FUT.
went
It
nuts.
should have been an easy closeout, but Levin, he almost made it happen.
I know. Well, if anything, I think the last one that he didn't get might have been the easiest of the lot. The one through
Chover's
the
in your
box,
chat.
that was off the Prowler. The Prowler gave him the info.
The
so he
Korean
just
analyst
spammed
literally
into the
uses a
box,
whiteboard and
and then
magnets to do
everything else,
illustration.
like,
He is correct.
just came down to cracks.
We were
in
doing
the
that
end.
on
Never
the
should have been
desk
that
for
close, but
like when we were in the
dear
different
Lord,
for Americas.
is this guy something special?
Yeah,
26
they
I think
just
there is
made
something
you-
kind of cool about
Round
it.
has
Like
still
if you
gone
get
the
a
way of
proper
FUT.
physical
Economically,
setup, I
they're
think there is
fine.
something cool about
All-wise,
doing like
they're fine.
physical X's and O's telestrating.
It's just
But
whether or
it's
not
obviously
there,
worse.
so-
But no, it's definitely
Quite a
worse.
beast.
But there is something
Levin,
charming
no
about
surprise,
it.
looking to get
let's say.
aggressive. You can't really blame him at this point. He's been so good thus
Yeah,
far,
it's
but
just
he has been
like we
shut
did that
down.
at.
Man, you got so much util to set him up, and what do we use?
There goes
Nothing.
Levin.
First
Phenomenal
strike.
player.
First strike.
They
is
are
what we
running
call
this
it.
Across the
back.
board.
They are actually running this back.
They'll be out of
Especially
this
if
round,
Levin
and
is dead
BBL
here.
Seeing that gap close on them as close as the previous was, it got Levin feeling.
Wow.
BBL are going to be on
Am I
an
watching
eco
Giant
next
Apex?
round. It's going to get to
More than
11-11.
ready. The lockdown to seize the site. Notably, BBL playing offside here, of course. Being well aware that
Oh, you hit
that
that? What's
lockdown
that?
was to come into
Oh,
play.
it didn't-
It will not be destroyed. They'll be forced to stand outside
too
and
far
wait
away.
as FUT presumably
Yeah,
walks
that
away.
was
in.
unlucky.
Mr.
My
Fallen
fucking
lurking
internet.
on mid finds mass value.
Go on, FUT.
Sociable
Ah,
with a double
no!
before he falls. He's
No!
got a chance. A breath of life into this round with Mr. Fallen late into main. You can't expect Yumpy to be
I think
here,
I
but he
just
gets
caught
him
up to where
anyways.
you were at.
Played isolated.
150
33,
health on
32,
Mr. Fallen. Not a
31,
scratch after
30.
those
The
early
percentage
goals.
chance of
HP.
FUT
Up
decreasing.
close,
Got it.
his magnum
Oh
one
my
shot needed, and it's
fucking
Mr.
God.
Fallen
My
to land it.
beasts. My
Another
beasts.
close
Cracks
What
one.
is going on?
But another mistake that leads to FUT with a
Come
Red Bull
on,
clutch.
guys. Get it
Oh
together.
my
That should have been an
fucking
easy
God,
round.
what is
Okay, they've
going
broken
on?
the economy.
Like,
You've
it
broken the
gets
economy.
Mr.
All you
Fallen
have
as
to
well. I
do
feel
is
like
win an
that's the
anti-eco.
worst
They have
Have-
been your bane.
Three
They have been a
technologies or is it
nightmare.
four?
This is a
Just
curse
Very
of
low
luck.
a
HP
clean
guy,
one,
you want him
please,
to
Mr.
take
FUT.
contact, and then you want the high HP guy
Please,
to have the
Mr.
chance to
FUT.
trade. Instead, you give two 1v1 duels for a player that, I don't know, I'm confident to win that. A huge round for FUT in terms of confidence, in terms of that momentum, and for BBL
Come
to
on,
take
Mr.
the
FUT.
backbreaker,
The assistant,
honestly.
the assistant
God,
coach
I mean,
for
the
FUT
streak
does
of
kind
rounds
of
so
a
far
bit like baby
already
no
going to
money.
be demoralizing. It's already going to put you in the dirt mentally, but now
I can see it at a glance.
two Red Bull clutches back to back, FUT with momentum, with wind in their sails. Up
Oh
against
no! Oh
pistols.
no!
Oh,
Oh no!
Where is
Oh
the
no!
next player in?
Looks
Zeus
like
is a
they're in
fucking million
Oh.
miles away ahead of
Yes.
everyone.
Before the flash.
Oh,
Right,
oh.
that's nice. though. That's
The midst
nice.
of a
And a captain,
storm, but
do not play
they're
alone
bailed
right
out.
now.
The site now taken,
Okay,
the plan
okay,
secured, and
that's safe,
pistols
that's
having
safe.
to
We
fight
group
back into
up.
them.
We play off each other. We play crossfires. We
Yeah,
do not
shot
peek
downs.
alone.
Weaponry-wise, it's not even close.
Someone swings off Yeda J.
Sheriff.
Someone swings off Ada Captain. That's
No, you
all
tell
we
all
want here.
pistols that
Versus
this
Vandals
they
across the
surely
board.
win this, especially when
No
BBL do that.
chance to make it back into this site and more.
Why would you not just wait a couple seconds?
Nobody holding lane?
Easy
Okay, now Yeda J's holding
for the
lane.
squad to try and get something done, and it really is
Oh my
just
god!
Nice,
no
guys.
problem
Okay,
whatsoever for
clean
in this
little
scenario.
setups.
Sociable, an attempt to try and bring things back, but they're already repositioning, looking to just try and get out of there. Well, Yedajay with a cheeky little
That's a 4K
hop,
for
skip, and a
VFL?
jump. It will even things up. 11.
There's been a lot of
11.
random
I need to-
4Ks.
Again, we were calling this
Yeah,
a
there
I need to
has.
set an
done
alarm
deal,
for that. I keep
closed
forgetting
map,
to
but
set that up
5
and do
rounds
it.
in a row,
Don't worry, stage
multiple
1 is over
clutches
now.
to be had.
Yeah, I
Now we gotta
only
see
just
if there's
remembered like an
anything left
hour
in the
before
tank
this
for
began,
BBL, or
and
if they'll be
then
going into their
I
opponent's map choice with a
forgot what
deficit.
my plan
Speaking of
was
big
and
game
picked up a
about
player when I
defensive
had like
sides when it
3
comes to this
spare
map, but it
points
has
to be
been
able
a
to spend on
game
somebody
all
even better.
about the attacking side.
I just
Who'd you
the
get,
last
Kiko?
few weeks.
That is
Yeah, I got
5
Kiko,
rounds
but
in a row.
I could have
Choice.
bought somebody
Well,
with
nothing what
15
BBL did, it was 5
credits.
out of
You
6
could've got
to
Durka.
close out the half.
Yeah, exactly.
And with so many
But
straight
honestly,
rounds,
Durka
could
could
often
often
play
play
Durka's
as well
really
as
for
Kiko.
BBL, but it
But-
not being enough
You know,
for so
at
many
some point
rounds
he
now.
probably will.
We've seen
He
them
will
play
against
my.
RV
This is a
anyway.
crazy
Isn't that who
TP.
they're playing against?
Oh,
Had a
they
captain's
did this
on the back
before
of me.
for-
It's not like the whole team's about to
Not a
come and meet him.
captain.
Magnum knows.
Oh,
but
and he
still
went.
loses
Oh,
the fight.
never mind.
I
Side
hate hate
now.
these rounds
Divided
that
as
FUT do, but
Sociables
I mean,
looking
Yedaj's going to
forward.
catch him in the
He's
side
got a
of the
player
head, isn't
coming
he?
through main.
No?
He's barely
Difficult to
evaded his sight. In fact, I think they might have spotted him. It looks like they
Oh,
did.
it
Yedaj
worked.
was trained in on him.
Oh!
Really
Storm
not.
for both,
Oh!
but it's Zeus to
Wait,
bring the
Zeus is
thunder.
starting to turn
And
up against
Yumpy
Levin.
falling to
What
the
the-
Because
same
Levin was
storm.
running this game. Did you see that
BBL?
face palm?
They
No,
were knocking on victory
That was
door,
like,
but it's been
they're gonna
slammed
play it
shut
in the
their
replay for
face.
sure,
They
but that
need
was like
overtime
a
to make it all the
cartoonish
way.
facepalm.
His foot.
He straight
without
up
a
just
doubt,
like- I like
pulls
this.
one out.
He
Hunting
full
the-
get
this
like
Mike hasn't even
open
been
finger
playing.
facepalm.
That's what I mean. They just want to remove
his
these
forehead.
weapons. I think they're getting the lockdown just for safety. Picking up the orbs where they can. I like it. Good management of everything. I'll also say I'm going to
This
need
was
a
11-6,
replay of Yumpy's camera from the end of this round. He did just literally facepalm. Like,
Oh, man.
it's not a good sign. And they have just been ripped apart by the From the Shadows. That's not something I say very often. I think the last time I said it, it was Mystic playing in the arena here. That's the last person I remember doing it. So
That's a while ago.
it was, yeah,
Vintage.
last year.
A while ago.
But from the depths of defeat,
Oof, I just saw what the second series of
back-to-back pauses for guys to be
EMEA
I will
forced with this
not be
guy's
watching
impact. And sure, there's been some huge individual plays, some mass changes. And well, now an in-zone
I think that
flawless BBL.
This was
with a chance
11-6.
to
Probably
take it
You
to
probably get a
overtime.
lot of entertainment out of it, honestly.
But I'll be honest, with the way things have been going,
Giant X Apex, that could
it's
be
not
good.
looking likely.
No,
That
no,
is
it
a
really isn't.
that's a
Both of
sliggy
these
level
squads
take
already
right there.
running out of timeouts. BBL's last hasn't set them
I mean, like
straight.
good in the sense of
6
like it could
rounds
be
in a row,
entertaining because
4
it's
foot.
like
That, you're still on
Like,
Pacific
this is
Sell It
what we
mode.
feared.
Oh my god.
God, look at that! Look at that
no,
face
no,
palm.
it's like watching The
Heard
Room.
that in the mic.
But we talked about foot. We talked about guys.
know.
How many
You
is
see
Zeus
those
on?
timeouts,
You're just,
those
you're just
streaks
looking
of
for a
rounds,
bad
and
movie.
His pleading clearly got
Magnum
through
has gone
to the
glass
players
cannon
eventually.
rifle.
This is just like the simulations for foot. They were down,
Levin's
but
playing the
not
opposite
out.
side of the map
With
with
one round left to compete for, it's a direct approach to A. Confirmation that the
Ooh,
hit
they
will
got
come in off the back of the Nightfall.
blinded and decayed and stuff, but they still
Nothing
just
the
sent
BBL
it,
can
even though
do
there could
as
have been
far
a
as
player
taking
over
that
towards
early
heaven.
fight. The lockdown has bought all the
They're in
space.
for free though.
Normally that ultimate
And now
is
Mr.
used to
Fallen's in an
So
amazing
roll,
spot.
yeah.
to the site. That was just an attempt to
They
delay.
haven't
but
started rotating.
why would they be
I
delayed?
don't
like
Unless
it.
they
Zoom
assume
in. Showing
somebody's
the
gonna be within
zoom.
sight. Sociable's done well.
Wow.
Wait, Yampy's got the
Oh,
read.
he has ult, he has
Yampy's
ult.
got the read.
Also gets him the Armageddon. An ult that can be used to
Sociable
clear a lot
could
of that
ult
backside,
this,
maybe even
like,
push them
really
back into the
deep.
spawn
Oh, no,
instead,
wow.
moving them into an
Oh,
awkward
they got him.
position. Magnum's done well.
It's
Already
overulted
another
already.
pick, cracks within
They
the
went too
site.
early.
Punter's Fury being
That was
utilized to
very
try and
early.
do some damage, but it really hasn't
missed the
slowed
nano.
too
He's
much. In
on.
fact, Yumpy is already
Those-
on that defuse.
not
And
like
I think
this,
the drone's
but
being
not
utilised
like
Oh
alongside
my
this.
god, it's
Still
horrible. It's
lifted
horrible.
a
It's
car
horrible. It's
crash.
horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I'm not sure how they
These
put him inside the top.
rounds
That
are
looks like a bit of a
so
tricky
muddy.
situation.
They are
Hunter's
so
Fury
muddy.
even put in to allow those players on
Again,
site to
this
take
is the
a bit
point
more
where you
of a-
move beyond mud.
Why?
This is tar.
This is tar. Why did they Sova ult instead of playing it for the post, and how did they miss their nano swarm?
No, this is glue.
Yeah, this is
This is
gluey.
glue.
Because it's bad quality. It's not slow, so it's not tar.
It's glue.
And between mud and glue,
We're
this one
eating
is
glue.
glue. Yeah.
We're
Well,
eating it.
holy fucking
Jesus.
ultra extreme close up zoom in. I
Even
can
the
see his
production's on
individual
glue.
nostril hairs. POV, you're the glue that had a Captain Z tick.
Disrupting
Is
what their
now.
opponents were attempting in those matters. Back to the attack for BBL, which, yeah, as you said, was the favoured of the halves.
People
know
say
what'd be a real
America's is the
shame?
worst region. Yeah, but EMEA is giving them a
And
run for
more
their
so
money,
for
aren't they?
BBL in the late stage when they had the rifles
get
out. So coming into
a
OT,
double
it feels
OT
like the wins in
reset,
their sails. Both
and then
squads having a
attack pause.
fairly similar.
Yeah, this is gonna be the
conversion
shortest
percentage when they
EMEA
find
day.
water. Historically, at least, not talking about this map in
Mr.
particular,
Fallen
but the numbers
loves
after.
holding short.
I think
But
it's
it's
Such an
Think about
awkward
rounds where
position
11
for a
goes down
Sova,
early.
but
Like,
I guess
their
you do get
chance of them
really sick
winning
weak on
seems to
dart
drop
defensive A.
massively. When he gets the opening pick, it almost seems like a walk in the park.
Definitely. Well, when he gets the opening pick, often he's snowballing in for a little more,
Exactly.
right? In rounds where he's present, he's dominating, he's taking control. In rounds where he isn't, he's just
I feel
picked
like
off
this is
first.
actually not
But
too
it's
bad
fine to
though
have a
these days.
player
Like
like that
swapping
because of
your
his
KO and
being
Sova
so
now that
high
you can't
and
like
so
you know
consistent.
spam this as much.
12 to 12.
Actually, I think makes sense because
Rifles
people
in the
might
hands of BBL
not be
and
fully
movement
used to
towards
it.
the B site. They've just been spotted.
Dead. It's 50 HP. He's taken so much damage. Cracks at the back of sight was impressive. But
The
I
other
feel
thing
like
is
this
that
gonna
normally
be a
the
route
flashes
to
here
try
are
and
pretty
sell
good.
the idea that maybe Edege is elsewhere, maybe he's not swinging. Solid flash, both peeking off the back of it. They've been stunned up
Red
in
boss
the
down.
corner of the site, but yet to be cleared, and eventually both go down.
Then again.
Time
What are you
was
doing?
ticking, But the hold was
I
solid
mean, the
for
Tejo
BBL.
stun was really nice
with
to
two
stop them from
standing,
peeking on the second flash.
It would
and
only
then they're
come
just
down
kinda
to mistakes,
stuck
but
there taking
BBL
raw
have made
fights.
plenty.
A great stun as well that it slowed them down.
It
from
would take a
Sociable.
couple
It
of
stopped the
mistakes, but
repositioning
BBL have
mode
made
house and made it
plenty.
much easier for those players coming in from the
I think
laneway
that's a good
to
call.
take that easy
Very
fight.
true.
Mr. Fallen, oh, he's gone.
Okay, they
He's
win
put
now.
in the dirt. A Sociable emerges, and the ult is sent
Oh,
straight
fucking
in
hell,
to
fuck.
Ada Captain, but it doesn't get there in time.
It's
Yumpy
okay. We get a
pulls the
double
trigger
reset and then
early.
attack pause.
And from a
Yep,
position
yep, let's
where it
do it.
looked like where they certainly could not have had victory
I'm
in
sat in a
regulation
hotel
from
lobby
12-11
and
down
Sideshow's
from a
shouting at the
massive
top of his yoke. Now everyone's looking at me like I'm a psycho. You are a psycho for having me on speaker. Do you know the kind of shit we talk about in these co-streams? And you have me on a speaker in a hotel lobby. This guy has a bomb! You all need to run away!
Fire, fire!
But it's definitely not over just yet. On to the attack, go for.
They've gone BBL with early salvos landing just around here, which is giving them that position around mid to push in, robbing market from them, and well, at least in the early stages, that could have forced an
Look at the
uncomfortable
pings.
fight.
You can already see top mid is currently being pinged by the attack side.
Surely
of the
you
map,
should have
so
said I
they
have
re-
a
look,
bomb.
Look
Off
at
the
where they're
info.
currently.
Right?
Oh,
they're
yeah, of
currently
course.
They
just
think
Yeah,
that it's
wait.
in case somebody's pushed
Yeah,
forward.
So
well,
they think
It's
it's
just
from
a-
him.
a
A
point
really
that was
tinny
made by BBL.
speakerphone
That's
shouting
also just
this
the
guy
time
has a
that's
bomb.
being
I mean, that doesn't
wasted.
make
Yeah,
any
utility
sense
the
at all.
refreshes,
Like
it's
the
good to think
person on the
ahead. Oh, well, they
phone is
could've
trying
used
to
that to
warn
position an op.
the
Yeah, kill him without the shields, or maybe just let him with a rifle.
I wasn't
That's
thinking
scary
through the
enough.
bit there,
You don't
really,
wanna
was
fight
I?
back in. There could be 3 players mid
Oh,
ready to
God.
swing. We don't know what they're doing. And it's not worth in
I'm
their
at the
mind
airport, bro.
committing that
Dude, if
utility
you have me
to
on
reclear
speakerphone at
using
the
their
airport, you
drones and
deserve
so
to
on.
get tackled
Instead,
by
they'll
TSA.
reset to a
That
direct
is
hit, confident
insane
that
from
if they
you.
put that spear together and push it into the
Yeah,
B
so
side,
that,
they
like-
will find success. Standing in their way,
Yeah.
Jumpy and Sociable.
They're taking their
Yeah.
they're taking their turn in line.
That's just
Timing to slow them
that's
down.
just
Could be there,
irksome
but he's got to try and get his
when
spot
people have
on.
their
I don't
fucking
know
phones on
if he
on
has.
speaker.
No, exactly. The players are held out. It's only Zeus that's managed to make it forward.
Yeah,
The
you
rest
deserve
of
to
the
get
team are
punished if you have your phones on
hightailing it back
speaker.
towards the
Basically
side,
any
but
phone.
Oh
you
my
like.
god,
Captain
what a horrible
Come
hold
on,
of
FUT.
feet.
Entries.
What a
Exactly
horrible-
what
Both of these
they needed
teams
in the last few
have had
seconds.
some
Magnus going
rough
along.
rough
Magnus gonna
defense
try and take
rounds.
this into his own hands instead, has made that cut a little bit wider. Hunter's Fury utilized them well. Yedajay's spot is known, but even if they clear him, there's so many more pieces to this puzzle, so many more dominoes that would need to fall. Another overtime
I'm
is
in
all
child
but
custody
guaranteed.
court right now.
Yeah, there's a guy.
It isn't his, Your
I don't
Honor.
know how Yedajay survived so
Don't give
long.
him- don't give him visitation rights.
To get involved in that last fight.
He doesn't
They're
even know
more
this
interested
child.
In the end zone, flawless, a statement fight back from FUT as another OT is now
This is the guy
secured.
at the bar
And a
looking
gamble
after
of
his
going
kid.
all in on this site against the delay where Zeus was isolated for so long.
Oh
but
my
the
God.
rotations couldn't come in on time for BBL to get there and deal with those players.
What a sloppy mess. What a slippery, sloppery mess. How many kills has Zeus on? 15. He's only just got to 15. Fuck me. Mr. Fallen got to 20. That's good, I suppose. Cracks finally decided to wake up. That was a horrible... I mean, it was just a bad round in general by BBL. Like, you're playing a comp. Like, you have to... This is a... You're playing a no senti comp, right? You have to go and take some space.
My mom
Like, you have to
watches
take some space and probably
TikTok
get this
full
guy an
screen,
op.
full volume on her iPad at any place at any time. That's horrendous.
You might need to have a word with your mother. Like, I don't know what your relationship's like with your
Yeah,
mother.
that's
Valorant.
definitely worth a word.
Heritage.
To see Snack,
I mean,
thanks for
some
the 13
people's
months.
parents are
Glad I
prickly,
tuned
but,
into
like,
this.
You gotta take one for the rest of society. The rest of society is gonna have more awkward conversations than you are with your
Yeah.
own mum. Like, please, for God's sake, intervene on their behalf.
I'd kill my relationship with a parent just to.
God, I thought you were
stop
gonna
them
say
from doing
I'd
that.
kill my mom.
Oh.
I'd kill my parent to stop that.
I'd kill my parent.
For a little
If
bit
they
of
ever used an
uncomfortability
iPad at
every
full
time we are
volume.
in public, yeah.
Oh, there's an ad
Attack
break running.
for BBL, the favored of the two.
If they weren't listening, then
Aggressive
maybe.
start for the defense. Gonna try and take away that B main control, even setting
Okay,
up a spot.
early B main control
Looking to
with the
allow this
nade.
spot for
Put
free.
up the
Bear in
turret,
mind,
hoping that they
every
don't break
single
it.
member of BBL
High-low setup over towards
Yeah,
A,
nice one.
facing
push
towards
through this
BBL.
choke. an
Any
unusual
movers?
way
Any movers,
to
FUT?
take the fight into this B side. Normally you'd
Any
have a
movers and
smaller
shakers?
space,
Too
but
late.
they're
Crack.
just
Oh, he got
so
jammed.
TMV, can you pay my bail side
this is
so
the problem,
screen
where
that
is the
someone has
recon?
a bomb and they
Your
actually
B
found
setup
my bomb
is
at
shit
airport?
because you don't have the silver playing
It's a
here.
free pick for Yedege. Paranoia
Zeus
lands.
is
That's
going
great
low.
assist there.
Lu-
From the
Levin,
Paranoia,
dude,
love to see
why
it from the
Levin
elements.
pushing
There's
spawn?
Profect doing it. BBL rolling their way into the B site.
Mr.
Drone
Fallen
used
and
late
Attic
as well
Captain
from
versus the
Sociable.
world.
Great info. Might be both players spotted by that. The stun certainly indicates it. Plan secure. And post plant now in play. A smoke to block off one avenue. They know where Mr. Fallen is. His shock dart damn close to drawing blood. But it won't land the damage that they desperately need at this point. The swing together. These two,
I
we
like
talked
that
a big
setup.
game about the banana captain in the
Almost
ground. It's
broke it.
Mr.
Oh,
Fallen
they're so weak.
to lead them to victory alone. Expects the swing. Great
Oh my
read.
god.
The
How many
shots
bullets are we
not
gonna hit through a
landing the
wall?
killing
Gotta
blows
be a
just yet.
1v3 here.
The wrap all the way around. Expected, spotted, and the shorty
That was
to
6
finish
bullets,
him
you can't-
off. It's
Fair enough.
BBL
Oh my
with
god.
another.
Fix this B
And
setup,
Yumpy thankfully
please.
muted for the sake
Please.
of my eardrums. 14 to 13 we go.
I wonder who's going to be the first to sort of break that attack side curse. And well,
Another timeout.
What are they doing with the knife? Are they throwing the knife too early? Do they need to be saving that?
Well,
for,
there they got like I don't know
holding
if they
the
got their second
site?
knife up or whatever, but they did throw a knife, but it was like by the time that they were already in. So I don't know if that was his second knife of the round or he just. I mean, it must have been because otherwise he would have just thrown it, right? Right, this was. I'm gonna say it's Belgrade. In 19. Well. Everyone else is in hats. That was 45. It's Sarajevo, probably. Well, you got that. Belgrade on this nuts. What does that mean? God, we are. Map 2 will be starting when map 3 should be.
And all of this to like generate the hype and the momentum for Giants versus Apex.
I'm telling you, it's
Enjoy
going to be
these
good.
bits as Exatorian raised his
Does
TT
crack
off to
skip
200
boom?
like a
It's
capitalistic shill.
You raised your TTS bits to 200.
Why are you saying that incredulously? Yes,
I
got
mean,
some
I can
feedback
understand it
from
not being
chatters.
1.
A-site
But
definitely seems to be the
200?
point of contention with
What do you
only
think? What's the
Perfect
next
currently
natural step from
holding that angle.
100?
With the drone
101.
going
What's wrong with 100?
the dash already into the site,
100,
they basically
I
have
was
this A-site
receiving
under their
feedback
control.
from the
They need
chatters
to clear
that they
Yedege.
were
He's
popping
been the
too
bane
often.
of their life
Demand
in
was
terms
too
of these
high,
rotations.
so we're
He
doing a
still
bit
can
of-
take off with him.
Oh.
Util and eventually dealt
Okay.
with.
We're doing a
But
bit of a
even still,
price increase to
that's
try
just
to
a
curb
1-for-1.
demand.
Holy
And it
shit.
slowed down
You
that
should put tariffs
rotation
on it.
into the A side. It's left
Yeah,
that
put a
weak
couple of
Trump
tariffs on it.
101.
open for FUT to get the plant in. Knife deployed, 2 hit.
That is pretty
3 players
Tory.
coming from that
To
angle. It's
talk to me,
Social
you need to give me
elsewhere,
more money.
moving his way through
Jesus
tree.
Christ.
It's only 50 bits in mine.
It's not even.
Salvos
I don't
shoot
even
that
get
away.
the money. My mods get the money. It's the most socialist thing in the world. It's
So you
not
just
even Tory.
so you just want your mods to get less money, yeah.
More money!
Yeah, but less people are gonna pay it.
Well, then how can it be Tory if it was
But
me
surely
making
you would be like,
decisions?
look, little Timmy's chatters who say it pops too often. This goes straight to the mods. So deal with it because the mods deserve it. That's what a good person would say.
Well, I'm not a good person. I don't know what to tell you. I let the mods make the decision because I believe in democracy. I know you believe that benign autocracies are better, or whatever the fuck. You want to be the monarch of your own kingdom over there in Thinking Man's Kingdom of Valorant. But me, over here, we do things democratically. I asked the mods voted. Well, they didn't vote, actually, but they kind of
Oh, there was no vote. The
raised their
rigged
opinions.
election, was it?
It was...
Easy post plants, at
It
least
was
for
more
the
of a
last couple
court.
rounds.
Well, we're at it once more, looking for the attack side. We're looking more so for the defensive side to answer up. It's
Yeah.
nothing but attack side success. BBL.
Okay, you still know that Mr. Fallen's holding over towards A. You've
They
had
are
so
literally
much
just-
success on B. You've
Just
had so
hoping-
much
they're hoping
success
they come to
splitting
A.
B.
much more passive. Thrown outside of
I missed the
AC,
comment.
nothing.
What
They
did
heard the
you
jump up on
what did
short.
you increase the price of?
BBL have now heard that response. The drop sent through.
My
Nobody
text-to-speech
following it, Tom?
donations.
It's fake pressure
Mm,
foot and
I
a
see.
rotate around, hoping the B side is where the hit will come
I think you
through.
should just make
Let's
it
see if
cheap and
BBL plays
then
their hands.
run your stream like Artosis
Don't
does.
listen to the propaganda
What is
people.
Artosis?
He's tariffing us to increase the
Oh,
wealth.
it's like $2 to
Biased
activate or something
court,
like that, and then
plague
everyone
his
just
house
posts
TMB use one of
Mario,
your 9
Luigi,
cat
and
lives to
Greg,
curse
Yeah,
every
novella
decent
into his
idea when
Texas
the
So-
target will be heard.
So to be clear, you think the
Steps from
$2
Zeus
is
already
cheap to
fully
activate
rotating
text-to-speech?
as they look to go back in the other direction. Mr. Farlin holding the angle
Yeah.
ready. In fact, he takes the early
Funny,
swing.
because I just increased it to
trade, though,
$2, and people are talking about it being
decent
too
from Sociable.
expensive.
Sideshow
Oh
needs to
my
satisfy
fucking
his
God,
sponsors,
what is going
not
on?
like every corrupt president.
Damn, what was that? Was that Pokey quote? Just admit that you're a broke boy or something like that.
Holy fuck.
'Cause you can't afford my $16 cookies or whatever.
When will a team win a defense round?
Bro, it's a cent. This is a cent, man.
Magnull, none left.
This
in
was
the
a
mag, but he got there
5v4.
in the end. 15
And we
to
were lost
14.
again. Lost in the
They're
sauce.
on the
Why are you
green,
taking that?
just
Why are you taking that
have been
fight?
in From BBL,
Mr. Fallen
but that's
loves
been a
taking
big
that fight.
difficulty when it comes to this defensive side. Love to
Getting
see
right
the
around
fade
that time
lurking.
for the
It's not
tech
something you'll see
pause.
all too often. In fact, I might have shouted up at my teammates and ranked for that a few
Yampy's
times.
opping.
don't
Our KO is opping.
Sentinel.
Makes a bit more sense,
Someone's
huh?
got to learn.
What?
Well, I mean, at this
Operator
point,
in
it's
play
round
for Yampi.
30. I'm down for him to
Yeah,
try
this
stuff.
This is unusual, especially on the initiator.
But he's
It
gone
means
glass,
that
yeah,
you're
like
gonna have
completely
pieces
glass cannon.
missing
Oh well,
in
of course
terms
it's
of
glass cannon.
utility,
What am I talking
and you're
about?
not going to have any shields. But when you try
Oh.
everything
Never.
else, you just got to try aggression.
He
Leather,
fake
he
dashes
tries to
and then
make
gets
the back
caught by the
heel.
And
nade.
then kills him anyway.
Around and takes a second.
I don't think he fake
Another
dashed. I think he
round from
fucked it,
the
but he
Yeah.
happened to really
Supercharger.
kill.
No, I think that was a fake. He
Put his
deliberately
team
did it
with
into
an
the wall.
advantage. The best chance BBL have had.
DOS 9
far.
did the same thing with a Doman
That's an
teleport.
audacious play to pull out late into the
Oh,
game.
I can't speak for DOS
Especially with
9.
an AWP on the board, containing that short presence. He goes aggressive. He doesn't
I
have
could be
support,
wrong.
but doesn't need it to smoke.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
did you-
holy shit, what a kill.
That was a nice entry. They've been kind of cooking Prophet.
Ah, yes,
Where
the
is
flanking
Yampy
off.
off to? The flanking up. He's got a gun. Is he trying to play for a gun in A main or something?
Success from what we've seen so far. BBL
No.
haven't been doing this.
This is
Often
mad
the
from
retakes
Yampy.
have come in just from one angle. Now they're sending that man late with the operator of all weapons. And
Of
he's
course
cooked
it
this
fucking
far.
works.
He's
Of
coming
course it
down
works.
No, he has a
and out.
rifle.
The
He's
only
not
players
upgrading
left
to a
are in
rifle.
under the op,
He's
swinging
keeping the
in
op.
slowly at a captain,
He's
finds
dead.
him looking for sociable.
And they
And
lose.
win
Oh,
the
you
round.
are kidding me! You win this game, someone!
Foot. They'll bring us
It's
to round
unwinnable.
number
This is the
30.
unwinnable
Where's Tom
game.
going?
In fact,
This
it's
is
good for my
unwinnable.
VFL. We're getting kills and kills and kills
It's a
here.
Turkish map, and well, I guess it's
Oh,
sort of
God.
like, what is it, where a cat can only land on his feet and
What I
Fred
mean,
lands on his side.
every
That's
time
because
FUT need to
on top
clutch
of each
something,
other, and
someone
it'll
just
spin
goes
forever.
crazy.
It's just
Yes,
gonna go
Achilles, we
forever.
are all
Two
broke
Turkish
face
Okay.
rich old
I
money
mean,
streamers
is going
looking
to win
down
this
on us
defense
and
round.
complaining that we must be
I'm
charged to
telling you,
speak the
I'm going to
wealth.
explain exactly how.
Definite frustration.
This round, BBL are going to
Come
go
on, Zeus, get to 20, bro.
And Yeta J is going to
Risks
kill
being
3 of them.
taken.
It's not going to be
There wasn't
anything
enough this time
actually
around.
good gameplay about it. Yeta J is simply going to shoot
Don't
3 of
think
them,
that a lot
and
was
FUT are going to
lost.
win the round. And
No,
the
but
final
they've
score
done
is
this a
going to be
couple
7.
Here we go, another terrible B side defense.
Oh wait, they're faking the B. They're faking the B and then going down.
Ah, yes, fake the B, but then smoke mid to make it obvious you're faking.
But they're not out B. So-
oh
my God.
For the A side, but
Fallen.
rotations have come in. 3 players A. It's actually light on B after that early util. In fact, the
Oh,
person
the
who plays
paranoia.
util
Oh, the
is
paranoia.
sitting around middle. It's allowing
Okay,
them
well,
to be
Yeta J
stacked
did
up,
not
missed
kill
it.
ready
this
to
round.
take these
but-
fights. Maybe not
What
together
are you?
in
Where
numbers.
are you? What are
Obviously,
you doing?
Fallen who's isolated,
Dude,
but
what
he
is
doesn't
going
need
on
to
with Mr.
swing,
Fallen
and
up
he's
there?
got backup if they swing into him.
He
This is
got
a great
smoked.
setup from
They
FUT.
used a
Now,
jet
one
smoke
that
so that
again,
he could cross
BBL
back to a
thought
normal
that they were
position.
faking. They were pump faking
But he
B by
can't
breaking
because
that util.
he's worried
Instead,
that they've
they
gone
played
all the
into
way through to
FUT's hands.
spawn,
And
even
now,
though the
okay,
KO is spotting
they've
it
got
from
A
the other
control. They have a
side.
stack up there. They've
Can
got
we do a
deep
reclear so that we're not just cowering on A?
That's the right response.
Yeta J kills 3.
Oh my
Yeta J
God.
kills 3.
Yeta
The
J
prophecy.
waiting for that very play.
Prophecy
FUT
that was wrong.
one step
False
ahead.
prophet, everyone. Never give him any bits.
Straight to the back as the site goes cracks. Just making sure that they can
Get
hold on to
that
that late control.
fucking
They choose to go in that direction.
dude.
On the other side of the
I am.
rotation.
Oh.
Are they-
Seems
do
to
you
be the
think-
goal. The peak
are they being
timing can be
paid,
everything, though.
presume?
And a captain's
I
gonna
think
hear
so.
the Prowler,
Like,
knows
they
the
tell
only
Metallica Tom,
explanation.
every time you zoom in, you get an extra $5 or €5 into your
It's
paycheck.
the only
Knowing
explanation.
that there's a potential attempt to get aggressive when you're this far down in a round.
it's been nothing but attacking rounds. This is
Oh,
to
Fallen,
find themselves an
please.
advantage that may see Ascent.
Oh my god, and that's so
in
much
their
damage
hands.
on Zeus
and
as
This
well.
province
Yeah,
can be
Zeus is
seized,
just
and this is the
crazy
first step
wallbang
to
damage.
success. Prof that can
Oh, no.
them stand in their
Uh-oh,
way.
so
It's now
winnable for
just
Magnum.
one, but they're
Yes,
desperately
the
low.
joke!
Two shots.
Oh no!
What are you doing?
Magnum with the monster
gremlin.
play, and the
He's trying to do
Is he doing?
No, the
He's trying to do
glue!
the lock, yeah, but he
There's
just
no
fucking
way
face
that they
planted.
just
Ran into
take
sight
that
and
round
kissed
home
the
while
generator.
having a decent crossfire as they look to make it.
Oh
Was that
my
4v2?
god!
I think Mr. Fallen just got lost.
pretty
in
sure
the
that was a
sauce.
4v2.
It was a
wasn't
4v2, yeah.
Yes, it was. They had
Oh,
they only
the
had two of
glue!
them.
Has some explaining to do.
He's not gonna be able to call rounds soon.
No, that throat is it's
That's
taking damage
shocking.
right now.
Shocking.
I'm glad that Mark, you put the headphones
Bro,
on
also,
for that one.
like, why did they keep
That's
going
actually
for this
why he
like
was taking
alarm
off
bot
at the end of the last
alarm
round.
bot
It's
turret
it's
setup
around the
in
head,
B,
it's
as
around
if
the
BBL are like
Mr.
only just
Clark,
slightly walking into B
16,
main and then
15.
running away. When
I
most
don't
of the
know
rounds
how
they're just
BBL
like
are in the lead, but they are.
4-second run in B main.
I think it's just
Josie
so that
Jr.
they
thanks
can
for 31
hard
months.
rotate if it is an A hit.
This time, clutching it out. A Red Bull clutch at that.
No, that's a good amount of
With the
information.
operator. I'm
Yeah,
not
Yampi
sure
does
he's
not want to
gonna
re-swing into
repeat
that.
one with an operator. He's a confident
The only
man. That might be a bridge
good part
too
was
far.
that I actually
I don't
didn't
want to
find
see him beat
Yetajay,
back
so
no
in
matter what weapon he's got in his
reality
hand.
he could be
Little
somewhere else.
flash in as well, just to cause some chaos. Show that the KO is there. Previously, it being around
Oh,
A,
that's
being
a-
around short, or at least mark it in the late round.
11
Deep
spin.
Another
control
fi-
from Levin.
another
Might
5 quid?
Might not
What?
mean much.
Oh,
They
Yampi
keep
just
losing.
gets
Oh, no,
spammed
it's a
through a
Full
smoke.
rotation and
Oh
forces him
my
to lose it.
goodness
Retake round
gracious
elsewhere.
me.
They still thought that they were all in B main because of that spam.
The A site is lost, taken over by FUT.
We
They're
go
already- It doesn't matter.
again.
The salvos are
Oh
too
my
late. The dash
goodness.
got past them. The plant will be secured.
Sociable's gotta make the
Sociable
play.
looking to make a play, and he's got one at least.
Really?
Look at the
Here
look
comes
at the
Yetajay
alert,
around
but
the
it's so
back.
slow. They're so fast, BBL.
The realms of possibility. Mr. Fallen.
They're too fast for him.
God.
For one. Cracks
He's
under
here,
the
he's
surface,
here.
Come on.
lurking
Come on,
for
FUT.
long.
He's too
on,
fast.
Down
Too
another
fast.
Half defusal.
Oh my
But it's now
god.
left all onto Yetajay. The spray's a little bit wild. He's gonna go jumping through.
Why are you getting muted out? What?
This time in FUT's favor. He
didn't have a gun out.
Keeps on going.
I can't believe what we're watching. I cannot believe what we're watching. This is unreal.
Injected into my veins. Round
This is-
33 coming up.
I don't know about
It's nothing
cinema.
but red
I don't know
on the
about
scoreboard.
cinema,
Don't
but
panic,
this
it's not a
is
tech pause. I'm saying
this
the
is some
attackers keep
sick
winning rounds.
fucking film.
It looked like this was going to break them all.
This is a
This is live leaks footage. That's what this is. I don't know about absolute cinema, but this
These
is
teams are
watching
3
a
to
car
1
crash on
in
live
someone
leak in
explain
Levin
this.
has
fucking
been
slow
so
motion,
far ahead in
but then the
terms of
car
the
keeps
whole game.
piling onto
He said he
other
had
cars.
no
You can't tell
bullets.
who's gonna die.
They have no bullets in either gun.
This is like
Monarch,
a-
thanks for the 9
No
months.
My
bullets.
Blueberry Express
He said he had no
flavored
bullets.
THC card for Mac 2.
Even in his sidearm.
I don't know.
Even on his
Just the
pistol.
momentum of the series. We see that so many
Poland
times.
will end
Close
higher the
OTs,
round score
the
this
victor.
game. More sideshows TTS
That
bit
map can
amount.
sometimes be enough
Did he?
to
Oh
tell
my god, he headshot him through the
Yeah.
wall.
Yes, he did.
This is the round. This is the round.
Knows his dash distances. Oh,
Please kill
tag
Levin.
on Mr. Fallen, but out of captain return.
Oh!
Three pickups.
Here it is. Here's the defense round. Here's the
No!
one you've been waiting for.
No!
It's happening.
The attack side again coming into a
Yeah,
do they know-
resurgence late in the round.
Yetajay on the
Plant.
flank. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yetajay's on the flank.
Plants? He plants, he gets Armageddon.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because Yetajay swings and kills him.
How do they not know about this flank? They literally.
Oh! Oh, a defense round. A defense round. A defense round. Let's go,
It
FUT.
will finally end.
Oh
This
my
game
god,
is
after
finally
captain, what a
going to
round.
end.
on the board. This could spell the end of overtime.
Yeah, well, with the way
This
the
game-
series is going, I wouldn't
Tech
be
pause.
surprised. Think back to
Tech pause, go.
18-16 victory versus
That-
What
those
is
are
that
just
second
fucking
kill?
They've been
shots.
there, done
That is
got
that
the
dude.
t-shirt.
Mr. Fallen has been touched by God on that round. Holy
I
shit.
wouldn't count anybody out just yet. We've done that
Zeus,
too many
bro,
times
I
in
need
this
2
series.
kills. Can you wake the fuck up?
Massive lead for BBL.
My wife says I'm shouting too much. She's
2
leaving the
hours in
house
and
for a
still on
while.
map 1.
And then every
Blessing you
single
for the extended Mogul streams.
all the way up until round 33.
I don't know how to tell her that
For
it's
round
justified,
34,
but
BBL need their
Yes, I
first
mean,
offensive round in overtime.
I'll shoot her a message. I'll ask her for how many days this time.
Well, the op out this time on Levin.
Well, you know,
Be on short.
give you a heads
Oh,
up.
we're missing fucking bronze one ways.
okay, Mr. Fallen for some reason gets caught by that, so now you don't have drone to re-clear A main for a while, and you're giving away that it's an AD full round.
Ultimately, he's just containing that B aggression. BBL can't push up and get info. He hears the Prowler. Goes to investigate.
Okay, you know that Yampi's there, but you're not going to think about... Well, Profec's been anchoring in these same positions every round. Profec has died in this spot so
This time
often.
they gave their duelist an ult, so
Ultimately,
that's an
they're just trying to
improvement.
bait BBL into an overextension.
Looking at the crossfire though.
Oh, you've heard them re-flash, re-clear A main. This is
They double
not
back in
looking
that
good for
direction
FUT.
at all.
This is
No,
actually
no,
looking
no.
like BBL are going to win
But
this round.
generally in this game, whatever team it's
If
looking
they
bad
try and
for
make their way
wins,
to
so...
short, they'll be met with sociable. It's a trap.
But
They're gonna
Profec
fake
just
it.
doesn't...
And hasn't moved. I think after
Profec
the
gets
last
one
round,
here, doesn't
we
he?
saw the
Maybe
push
not.
out from Levin. These steps are being sold almost as a fake though.
Good.
Not seeing anything
Good retreat,
else. The
and they're
B-side now
selling
under
this
pressure.
A
This is where
pressure. They are
Magnum
selling the A
resides.
pressure.
This late push through could be a bit
but
of a
no,
surprise.
no, they don't.
No, they don't.
Magnum
Wrap
hears
around from
footsteps.
Yumpy. He's going to be here.
Yeah,
Our
but he's only
duelist.
one person on the side.
of the smoke.
Did they flash through? They did. They flashed through.
Swinging in,
Yampy,
gets one,
Magnum.
with the
Stop,
trap.
show us the
Straight up,
action,
straight
brother,
up.
on the B side.
Straight
It's over. The round's over.
It's not.
And they need the picks
It
now.
is.
Don't have the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, there's no
There to get the
time.
plant, and it's done. And Dustin,
All this to get
a
Zeus to
solution
20 kills?
in
Unbelievable.
overtime. The
Cinema.
defending
And
rounds now.
We're going
Cinema.
again. Somehow, they
Cinema.
both teams won a defense round.
I will be so
17
pissed if this is the series that
And
breaks
round
my
35
fucking
just
OT
moments
record.
away. This game, the gift that keeps on
Some of the
giving.
glue in this on these rounds as
Like,
well.
just
Unbelievable.
overcooked it a little
This
bit.
is going to
I think you
skyrocket me
finally
up the
get that
scoreboards in
defensive round, you
BFL.
go, okay, this
But
is where we need our
it won't
biggest
help
play,
me
our
overtake
biggest
you,
round,
but
and
it
they
will
go
help
for
me
this
overtake
very
everybody who
late
doesn't
take
have
into
double
the
foot.
side.
Double foot, yeah.
Because of the amount of control, like that was 2 players deep in middle, like one holding the cross, one holding into mid. Then you have
If
Oh,
both
it
of
is
these
my
teams
OT
start winning
record.
defense now,
over on A from Profec. He basically
Fuck you,
wins the
you
round
can't,
'cause he's
don't
able
try to
go
take
for
that away from me,
rotations.
whatever your
And then
name is in
Magnum,
Sidro's
another
chat.
sort of clutch performance from him.
Come
He's
on,
been
I need
so
one. I
good
need one,
That's
Zeus.
how big
1
this
for 20.
overtime.
Bro, lock the fuck in.
Resurgence.
How have you not got 20?
That I think if BBL win,
That is
you're
wild,
probably
isn't
It's
it?
gonna
round
get
35.
Even though Levin's had a
I have
crazy
Yediche,
round.
Yampy, and
Bren
Levin
would be
from
on
this game.
20 by now.
Dragged them out of so
Dr.
many rounds.
Dolkenheimer's going to be in first place.
Just finished scrims. Did I miss an all-timer?
In 2 minutes, we've hit the 2-hour mark on EMEA.
Oh
by the
my
way.
god, map 1.
Hey, this is a series.
Could be a great third map. Close us out. The battle for this province falling back into the hands of one.
Oh
of
my
these
god,
teams,
Ada Captain, you are so out in the
but
open.
Either wants to let go.
Nice,
Team play.
Mr. Fallen.
Oh.
Let's go. Wait,
Zeus,
now
can
both
you
of these teams
fucking
are
lock
losing.
in?
Claiming
Just
scouts
once!
across the A side. It's a 3-piece, and Magnum, he's been great.
Oh.
He's had
He's
his
doing the
round.
clutch.
Oh,
You-
dude, I actually got that.
Another
All right, this is it.
defensive
This is it.
round
This
put
is
up.
it.
Zeus,
This is where
lock
FUT close it.
in!
15 to
This
17,
is where
one
FUT
point.
close it.
Under the
Get
belt.
an entry kill. Fuck me.
Fair few opportunities at this stage. And now with the
Yampy is
21,
not going for the
19, I
op.
reckon.
Like, give up on the
round
op,
under their
guys.
belt, I
Give
wanna
up on
see
the
them
op,
go for
BBL.
something
It's
just a
not
little bit more
working.
direct. These
I mean,
lengthy,
nothing's
slow
working.
rounds what was working
Get
on
a
the attack,
tech
they were
pause in
very
here.
all in. They'd leave Yediche behind,
Get a
and the rest
tech
of the team would be
pause.
heading into a site together, and that was what was winning it for them.
Would you still even be celebrating as the coaches at this point?
Now-
Going 1-up?
With an operator
I mean,
on
they
11
are.
again.
I think it's that
hoping that
it's the
someone gives
point of
him a call, and
exhaustion where
it
they're
looks
just,
like he might be met with one.
you know, they've lost all their
Well, it's
senses
sat
and they're just
around,
kind of
but-
loopy.
Timmy the turret will give the game away.
Yeah, that turret tells you 100% that the opera is cat. Like, nobody else
Yeah,
is getting
'cause
caught by
it
a
doesn't
turret
it
like
doesn't
that.
get cleared, so
Yeah.
Waiting for that op to get contact. It's been bought up so much. It was used by Yumpy on the late flank.
Okay, so now they
He's
want
got-
to
he
A-pop
got chipped
because
like
the
6
op
months
is
ago.
on cat.
But FUT have done a great job of avoiding giving it contact in the rotation coming
Come
in.
on,
Was that
Zeus.
all just from the
Levin.
turret, though?
They've
That
made
must have
the
been
wrong
from
read.
a rifle or something as well. There's no way
Knife
that was
that
just
went
from
through
the
him. P
turret.
main will tell them no
That's
one's
insane.
there.
Full
full volley of shots and then
Not much
Here
they
we
can
go.
do at this stage.
Here we go, they're
Now
in.
Come on,
executing
come
in
on,
to
Zeus.
this
Come on,
A
Zeus.
side.
They're in. They know exactly where
Salvos,
Profec
this
is.
time
They
adjusted,
know where
they
Profec
has to
is.
dive in, but he's up
Oh
top,
no.
he's safe.
Oh
You
no, the hole is so
donkey!
good.
Finds him. The close angle from Magnum nets another. BBL need this defensive
Oh
round
my God,
to
they
keep
can't
the
get in.
OTs rolling.
When Zeus enters in on site, everyone else is so slow in.
They got caught
now
by the
they're gonna
paranoia. He
now they're gonna get cycled.
updraft dashed, the others got paranoid and they didn't know where the haunt was. So like you're just gonna
rotate
get fucked there if you run into
bring them
sight.
Right
Yeah, the Jet doesn't have a gun.
Oh my camera.
Yeah, there's been
Oh, my
spotted in middle
camera.
as well. He's now going to have a B main pick spot to try and catch the guy in the window. Steps have been heard. Dash online, but the shot's missed. It's not connected. Magnum, though, is
Okay.
still there and still kicking. He could be the
How are these rounds just going defense now? Attack, 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 attack. First time FUT winner defense, 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 defense,
We got to
defense.
see it closing out the round. Also, that deep control held late.
That's what happens when you get the two Turkish
I don't want to
teams.
hear
It just
a
becomes
single.
perfectly balanced no matter which way you try to tip it.
About Zeus. Oh, his opening duels. He didn't get his.
We all
big
passed
hits
the
as
2 hour
Levin did.
mark.
Look at this guy entering. He's always on his own, man. He's diving in. There's 4 pieces of utility, and he always falls
That's like
before
he's about
the
to
second
cry.
person
Inside
comes
his
through the
cloud
choke
burst
point.
then,
I
and
do-
waiting
feel
for his
bad
teammates.
Is this the first series where he's at?
But Zeus,
dirty
it's
death?
more chances for you, bro.
Oh, wow.
Wake up.
It's got to be up there.
What am I
And
looking
it's-
at? Mr.
it's a
Fallen
lot of rounds.
26.
Obviously, I think our
Yeah,
I
Zeus is
believe our
struggling.
record
Yampi
in EMEA is
14
still
and
23,
31.
21. I think that was before, like,
31.
That is
when we
crazy.
That's a
watched
KO.
Forza.
I mean, I suppose in the OT
Happened
rounds, you're
every
dying
game a
every
while
round, aren't you?
ago.
Basically, unless you win. Like, because you're
Yeah.
We
You're
also
playing
had
out,
a
but-
crazy game of
I mean, that's
Fnatic
most of
versus
the rounds
Mech.
anyway.
I think that hit the
Generally.
20s as well.
At this
Wait
rate,
and
America's
see
is going to
which way
start
This is
in
gonna go.
2
One of them
days.
is definitely hitting that 20 mark, that's for sure.
Fallen, you have a
Say
recon,
double
brother.
digits in the twos, Tom.
Oh!
One time.
Oh!
He
We're back to
God.
attack.
Sponsors from
Back
BBL.
to the attack
ground.
Everything
Right, Zeus, if you can just get a random, meaningless
The spike
kill.
found on the site. FUT scrambling to try to get some picks back in their direction. And we've seen defensive rounds now
Oh, he
fall
missed the
into the hands
paranoia.
of BBL.
Let's
So
go!
more security
Let's go!
ball back
Lock in,
up.
buddy! Okay, now an ace to
With
save the
19
game,
to
and then FUT
18.
win.
And if they can repeat the success they've had in the last few defensive
What's your
rounds,
record,
they
Seth?
can finally
22?
Put this OT cycle to
22-20,
bed
I think.
and claim their own map pick. Remember, BBL, the ones that chose this. Hell of a lot better than 0 rounds.
I fear that.
I will
Yeah.
genuinely be
Soon
upset
they
if
may
it
have
gets
enough to make
defeated.
up for the fact that they didn't get
Well,
any
what's
think
what's the
BBL is
like
gonna win this
all-time
two
Valorant record?
maps, which,
24?
not what I expected
Oh
coming into
no!
this
It
one.
like
Oh, there was a
all
game
time, there was-
way back,
there's a
way back before
horrendous
partnership.
one.
Excitement.
It was like a
No, there's
28,
inside
26
BBL,
or
but we have been
something,
here.
way back.
We have done that.
TSM
if you
Gen
go
G.
About 16
Do you
different
count? Well, so
t-shirts
that
at
one
this
was really
point
long.
when
But
this
do
game
you
could close out.
count
It's an aggressive stance for the defensive
off-season
side. They are
events?
trying to force
No.
the issue.
between like actual?
Two-player
Okay,
push-up
because I
beat.
think there was a Red Bull qual.
Magnum
Oh, that
sees
sucked. There's like a Red Bull qualifier
As
one. I
of
want to
land, it was
say.
sociable in middle
That
again.
was
That's Yedajay
like
down.
26,
He's been the
24
hero
or
of so
something.
many of these rounds. Now Magnum under pressure, but he
Oh,
doesn't catch
Magnum.
the timing. That's the opener
why is
they
there no
needed.
CT?
That's
That's
huge.
the spike
That is
guaranteed.
absolutely
Out of
huge. Now,
capital
does
assault,
Ada Captain
TP
think about the
cross
flank?
into main.
Come on,
Conscious
sociable.
of this flank,
Oh,
conscious
yes.
of
Fnatic
sociable
versus-
around the
Captain,
corner.
Ada Captain.
His timing's on.
But he wins it!
Sociable's in.
Hallelujah!
A 3v4
How does he
now.
win that?
FUT's chance to push this to another
Fnatic
OT,
mech was
to bring us a
23-21.
ridiculous distance. It's the first map of the
Oh, no.
series. Levin
How have you not
fights back
traded that?
against that? Levels up 3 versus 3. The time ticking though. BBL
Mr.
the ones
Fallen,
that
come
need
on.
to make a move. You
Come
can't
on,
wait for
man.
that utility.
Oh my God, he got him.
Spray down. It's a bloodbath. Leaving Levin to pick up all of the pieces. The dash in deep catches them off guard, but not for the kill.
Does
The
that
time.
Nice.
Wow, we
nice.
go again.
He needed
Seth's
to
in
push
trouble.
the issue, but he
21.
couldn't get it across the line.
Fuck,
This
man.
one, Tom,
All right,
it's
I'm ready for this to
another
end.
OT.
End it now.
Definitely
Infinite
hitting
VFL
double
point
digits in the
glitch.
twos.
Yeah,
There's no doubt
actually
about
is,
that.
yeah.
19 to 19.
And somehow Zeus is only on 3.
I think
What?
especially with the way this began, this may genuinely be the longest map in history.
We're on track.
Oh yeah, with the
We
tech
are on
pauses.
track.
This
They're matching each other pound for pound.
This
It was
might be the
nothing
longest
but
Two
match.
hours
Oh,
and
No,
4
no, no,
minutes.
no,
brief
no, no, no,
moment.
no. Well,
Quick
Series
moment.
began.
That'll go in that
I guess
order.
we didn't. I
Of the
guess we
defensive
didn't get
rounds
into
on
game
the
for the
board, and we're
T1
right back to attacking
bleed.
lanes.
yeah,
pauses.
fiasco.
That would have been better.
That would've
Last
been
year,
fine.
but
I just took a breath.
The great
Yeah.
pause, as they call it.
And a
Oh, that's-
captain
Bit of spam from sociable.
goes for a bit of an aggressive peak.
I
Need
love
dedicated
when we get this deep in
paranoia.
OT, everyone just starts
Being
going, fuck it, let's go.
attempted. Salvos to force them into the open.
Fuck
Levin
it, we're
has
going
been
in.
delayed, so I don't know if this is worth it anymore.
Okay, you
Yeah, I
got to
think
spread
a
back
good
out now. You
decision.
can't be going in
Taking
main
the
without
orb,
the jab.
backing off.
Oh my god.
Whoa, this is
But that's
aggro from
Fut already,
Yedije.
yeah.
He's going to hear
Aggressive
so
positioning
much.
from Yedije.
This is
They've
nice.
got no space, Tom.
I
you
like
say,
this.
Yedije pushing up. He's got mid locked down.
Just
He's
don't
got
Imagine
face-
he gets
oh my
drawn.
God, they got
No!
He's
No way!
in enemy
That's
territory.
crazy from
They've got the
Sociable.
read. The nade gives
Get
him a
one.
bit of
Oh
space.
my
They've
God,
got
and the
a
stuns
from
from
Sociable.
Sociable.
Shame me once, shame on me, but in round 39, I'm
Absolutely
not getting
plowed.
fooled by that aggression. The BBL is so careful, so
shit.
methodical to make sure that this guy can't rat out a round.
Bro,
Zeus
I give up
is
on you.
trying
I
to
give
get
up on
aggressive
you.
as well, but he is caught
Zeus
by the
is
hero of
choking,
Magnum.
honestly. Hello, Levin. What are you up to?
And for
Just
FUT, they
clearing
need a
it
hero
close
of their
angle?
own. Add a captain within the site. Mr. Farlin spraying on the cross.
That's
doing
so
a
much damage. That was
ludicrous
actually
amount of
insane amounts of
maybe
damage.
Setting up the star smoker to take this round into his own
Oh.
hands. Yumpy though with
He
the
had a-
trade.
Hey, that's only got
Phantom?
15
Set
bullets.
advantage in the hands of BBL.
Whoever wins this round,
Two
please just
stands
close the fucking map.
Between BBL's
Mr. Fallen doesn't have a full
umpteenth
clip.
chance to close this map.
He's got a Phantom with
at this
18
stage-
bullets in it.
There's no counting out either.
Well, the other gun he tried to pick up had 13 bullets in it.
Mr. Fallen is tagged low. The man advantage for BBL. The flash is still online for Cracks. It'll be their way back in. At least they'll hope
Oh my
so.
God, he got one.
Great spam.
What?
Mr. Fallen's picked up Yumpy.
How many bullets did he use?
He might have seen a little bit of a
Oh my God.
he got two.
Proptech is down too.
He
All
can't
of a
have very
sudden,
many
the
bullets left.
advantage is there.
And
40
my
bullets.
god,
Can't
he
believe they did
sacrifices
that.
himself for the team. What a win.
They did that. Show me that replay from Mr. Fallen's
20
POV. I want to
rounds
see the
for FUT,
bullets
but it's
cast
Cast
still
around,
as he clutches
you're
them
having
out.
a fucking laugh. I'll tell you what, if this goes, if this isn't the final round,
Down to 14.
I'll cast the
Four
next
bullets.
one. I'm not casting the actual final round.
What, 8 bullets? Holy shit.
Okay, he's on 30. Let's
By the
go.
way, incredible game from Cracks compared to his recent form. Cracks has been kind of quiet
Yes.
recently, and he's got
it's
like
been
34
a
kills.
marathon, not
That's
a
mad
sprint,
for
but
Cracks.
You always pick up the pace right when you
Okay,
get to the finish
end it
line.
now.
What's worked for FUT have sometimes been those
I'm now a
direct
FUT fan.
hits. We may be about to see one here. Add a captain on one side of the map. 4 players in B main.
How is no one at 40 kills yet? They would have to be putting up 1 kill per round the entire map.
Yeah.
That would be ridiculous if someone was at 40
Surprisingly,
kills.
Magnum's B-site hold while playing a solo fade has actually been pretty good. It should
Refund them? I mean, if
but it has.
BBL win, I'll
It's
do the
elbows
next
out
round.
to try and disparage.
Being at like 35 kills here is an
Ready and
extreme
waiting.
KPR.
Levin
Need the
looking
sub
the
for
fight, but
this.
hasn't managed to connect.
Come on, Zeus.
Still 2 players remain within. Magnum needs to
Oh,
get
oh,
something. and
bu-
he has
buddy,
already
buddy.
got
Oh,
sociable
sociable.
strikes.
You're in trouble, you're in trouble.
Another added
You
to
need
the
a
death
Cracks
toll.
miracle.
But we find ourselves
Please,
once
Add a
more,
captain inside of
2
smoke.
players
The
versus 3.
criminal.
Sociable's still going. He's not stopped. He just wants to take this round
it's
into
over.
his own hands, and the rest of the
Well,
team look to go alongside.
2020.
We
They
are
at least
not
tie
just
it.
Going
yet.
again.
20
Romeus, thanks for the
Oh
6
my
months.
records may be broken
This is
no.
ridiculous.
as we are still
This is
going.
ridiculous.
Okay, I'll cast the round.
By the way, this
Who am I
game is
casting around as?
seeding.
Longest map.
Unbelievable, Tom.
I'm going to my pub quiz and I was like, well, I'll definitely get through the first game. Even
I mean,
with the tech pauses.
This is one of those games, though, where the champs points matter a lot. Because both of these teams really want the champs points. The next one, Giants
Who am I
Apex,
casting as? Who am I casting as?
The champs points are fucking pointless
Sideshow?
in that game.
Sideshow
But
and
this
Bren?
one,
Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Bren. Here we are. Round 21. FUT. BBL. Bloody hell. I'm doing Mark Goldbridge there. Bloody hell. Man United concede again. Bloody hell. Oh, and here we go for Mr. Fallen. Yumpy with the flash. It's slow from BBL. They're going for a B hit. Do it as Goldbridge. Bloody hell, BBL. Sort it out like my BBL. Fucking hell. Look at this defense. Fuck. Come on, BBL. Pull it out your arse. Here we go. B hit. Towards the B site. In goes Levin. Oh, I've always liked him. Oh, here we go. Into the site. It's another B hit. The 51st B hit of this game. From BBL. And it's Cracks again. Cracks again. Cracks again. Cracking. He's a cracking player. He is fucking hell. Mr. Fallen. Game's gone. Fuck this. Fucking L United. Fucking sack him, you fucking dogs. Fuck off. Swivel on it.
As they now head into the attack once again.
I love the change from FUT as well. Daviedeje's Nano over towards A main. Even though he's playing the B side, he went straight off spawn, threw a Nano there because they need that extra delay. Seeing that they're
Now, if you don't know who Mark Goldbridge is, that's not going to make much sense to you, to be fair. But if you do know who Mark Goldbridge is,
there's a little bit of a window. So this time the Nano
then that will make
bridge
some
gap and
sense to
buy
you.
them guaranteed control for that little bit longer so they can deal with the initial player diving in. Either way, it wasn't needed, but it was nice to see that sprinkled in amongst the chaos. Round 42. BBL needing to find success on the defense or a long fought map. And we talk about these, Tom, as the hardest ones to shake off when you almost had success and it's taken out, swept out from under you. For this map, it's on track to be with FUT
Swivel
diving
on it.
in. But sociable the
oh
first
no.
blood.
Oh, Seth. It's Joba.
No.
It's Joba. We got a duelist who can't shoot. It's over.
Kill. It's going on. You
From this
stupid
BBL side stepping up,
motherfuckers. Come on,
still gotta be
Fallen. Let's
careful
go.
though. Don't give
2v4?
anything to Mr. Fallen and a captain. They have been sublime in these clutch moments.
Oh,
But
it's
here
over.
comes your
It's
team.
over.
Just one more.
Records
We are
broken.
not done
Records
yet.
to be broken.
21 to
Son of a
21.
bitch, man. Come
This map
on.
continues once more.
So wait, what was the score for yours? 23-20 what?
22-20.
They beat it. Ryle Nonan. Niall Ronan. Ryle Nonan.
I had it
Lucky
for
me,
fucking
scrolling
Valorant.
on
Thanks for the 24 months.
For League of Legends. I had it
longest
for
map.
Overwatch,
I think
and
this
now
might be
it's
about to
fucked.
take second place because I think second place was Fnatic versus Mech. So I think that is already
Zeus
them
on
matching
21
second
kills.
no matter what.
He has a
Longest map
KPR in
in the
this
last
map
5 years in
like a
EMEA.
fucking FNS.
I genuinely wonder if all of Valorant, excluding maybe like tier 2, tier 3, but in the tier 1, is that 24-22. I don't know if anyone's beaten that.
You know, I like to think back on previous years and the Turkish derbies that we've had, the FUT versus BBL, we hype up and they end 2-0. They end in FUT's favor. It looks easy at
This might end
times.
2-0.
This could have been a 6-point map
But
just from
I'll
kills
give it
alone.
2-1 to whatever team doesn't take it. They deserve
Yeah.
it. They've had a hard fall.
Kind of
back.
want
I
FUT to
don't
win.
think the guys doing the standings will.
No,
but-
well,
but-
we can talk to them. We can see what we can do.
Mitch might.
In my opinion, it's
Round
2-1 no
difference
matter
is
what.
just going to say +2 or -2.
Robbery.
After all of this.
Highway robbery. But really, this matchup has been hyped up many times before and fallen flat. It's been somewhere that we go, oh, well, there was a clear victor. Right here, no matter which way this swings, either team could have taken it.
They're gonna
Red
get
Bull
him with this
clutches being
fake.
the thing that decide who wins a round, whether they stay alive.
This fake
fall
has actually
flat.
done bits for BBL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Calling a
Sometimes I
masterclass
can't
here on
count,
A.
even just in OT.
It just took him
I got it.
43 rounds.
Talk about
He
him
couldn't get his
being
paranoia
accurate at
off.
the site. He's already gone, Mr. Farlin.
Recon tab back in 5 seconds.
Try and
5
fill in the
seconds.
gap.
5
He is
seconds.
under
He doesn't have
serious
5 seconds,
pressure.
buddy.
But at times,
Oh my God, yes,
He's still the GOAT, though.
Recon, tuck and recon.
Oh, Zeus, you are dog today.
That was the limpest little flaccid recon I've ever seen.
No, they
Oh my God,
can't
they're
do
still
it. I was
winning.
going to say, finally, he's fallen, but no.
Is that a bullets?
Mr.
Is that
Farlin
a
still
bullets?
survives. Eventually, he has gone down. And now
Bro,
he gets
Zeus
well,
cannot
this-
hit a
this-
barn
this-
door.
This map can just go fucking infinitely. I no
He's in
longer
a
care.
decent position. The Nightfall is going to reveal him, and he's already going to get tagged up.
Oh,
It is another
man.
for BBL. And what it's felt
Oh,
like, a
man.
very sort of FUT-centric first round victory. An opportunity for them to take it over the line. BBL finally get another shot.
How many map
Deep,
points has each
deep
team
in
had?
OT, having to
Like,
dig
what's
deep
that a
themselves.
ton?
22 rounds on the board, history in the making for the
Bro,
partnership.
Zeus cannot hit.
For the region.
He cannot hit a shot at all
Perhaps they
today.
can push it that little bit further. It's FUT now with the onus on their shoulders. As we said, it's so hard to shake a map where you're close to winning, but it's stolen away from you. And now, this map, the
Wait,
bounce
triple
back
fighting
would
mid?
be
With a whole
that
fight
little
through the
bit more
smoke?
difficult.
When you
Isolate
took
some
the
so that
smoke,
FUT can
checks.
at least feel confident.
Wait, this is an insane
Oh,
play.
map.
Levin
I
is
would like
going
to
backwards to
declare I
bait
was
them into
here and
Magnum
also
and
just a
sociable.
reminder you could have eagled west
Within the
side.
smoke.
Wait, this could be goated.
The majority of the
Hey, wow,
players
the zoom
around
in
this
actually
spot on the
showed
map
every-
are
Oh
doing
my
it.
God.
Yeah, just walk through it like nobody would ever be
Cracked
there.
Did he see the
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
player?
There's so many
The
times.
fact that it's a
The
1-for-1
quick
is
thinking
not
of FUT
great.
though
That
is to
play
go
didn't
back
work.
towards the A side. BBL are matching them though.
Profec.
Spikes in the
They're
main.
doing it
They're all
in
here.
direction. Profec in position.
Profec,
Shots
trade,
not connected
trade.
initially, but he
Trade
hit
onto
hard.
Profec. Oh, they're gonna win.
Captain, another clutch need.
No!
And he could
Wait,
just
it's a
have
1v1.
wait.
TP, insanely good TP from you.
as he'll take this 1v1.
TP's to relocate. Wait, he's
Wide
cooked
open
them.
as well.
He's cooked them. He's cooked them.
Spawn, mark it into
Magnum's
the
got no hope here. No
Magnum
hope.
has to clear it all.
There's no
15 seconds.
fucking way
Wow.
he's gonna get a 4K to keep them in it.
Takes his time
Come on, Ada Captain. Come on, man.
with no idea where this player is, and look at the nasty.
He must know at this point,
Rewrap
yeah, that he's not
market,
coming.
dude. A rewrap market here goes crazy.
The play is not through spawn. He's hearing the steps even now. The
Ah,
door closing.
bollocks.
Knows exactly where Magnum
Ooh,
misses.
timing on the swing and he's
That's why he
whiffed.
misses every single shot. Time bought. The Prowler will confirm his position. It might get him half.
Magnum's gonna get off.
stick it. The swing out. He's
No
not
way.
making it now.
Oh my God, he got
Pulse
off.
has gone out, but it's too late.
Oh my
It's too
God.
late. He needs the kill, and he
He doesn't have it!
He's won it.
He did it!
Pulled it across the line.
And he looks like a like, oh fuck, what have I just done?
To keep
You
the game
absolute
going.
beast.
It's history. No matter
What is
Yeah.
going on? How has he done that?
But now that's 24 to
Oh
22.
my God.
Minimum.
This will equal
God, those were clean
the
kills in heaven
longest
as well onto Levin and Yampy.
in Valorant history in that tier
He was the
one.
only player that could take down
An
Profec as well.
absurd match that really
Holy
it's
shit.
the same
This
Cracked
is now
is
the
on
longest
40.
game in
You
VCT
go-
The
history
Zeus is
globally.
still on 21, you
were
donkey!
miscasting that.
Everyone else!
This isn't
FTX
even
versus
since
Forza.
partnership.
Fine.
That's since
I
the
remember it like it was
inception in
yesterday, 'cause it lasted a
2021.
damn
Yeah, because
day.
now it's overtaken
We're at
the
least gonna equal that record
Fnatic
here
set. Now it's
in
taken over
2025.
the
Has it
FTX.
really
Turkish
overtaken
teams,
TSM Gen G? I feel like that one was
perfect
even
balance.
bigger. I
No
can't
one
remember.
People
able
said
to
that was
find that
24-22.
Take that victory.
Yeah, maybe they're just meaning like
And
tier
even
1
with
or something then?
Profec's
I don't know.
heroics in the last round, Ada Captain said, watch me match that and take it one
Maybe they mean
further."
since LANs began or something in 2021?
Paranoia
Oh shit, maybe
TSM
TSM Gen G was in
not
2020?
connected, a battle of the Jets
People are
with
saying
a
that that's the
counterpiece of
TSM Gen G was
utility
23-21.
Still
Yeah, but
a
what?
5v5.
Oh, really?
And it's a pump
I thought it
fake
was longer
again
than
for
that.
BBL. They've been so
Holy
good at
shit,
this.
the fake. The
Faking
fake on
those
an A
rotations,
split
but this
into
time,
taking all of
Foot's
this
still
space.
in
I mean, they're
position.
doing crazy
Cracks and
stuff
Yedizhe
now.
waiting.
Haunt into
Patient
spawn.
Oh,
inside that
you
B-side
don't-
as
how
they
do you not
spread the
know,
net,
though?
Looking to catch Foot unaware. They
I mean,
fail,
Yampy's
at
just
least
calling
in the
some
first
mad
attempt.
shit to try to get them
The
over the
A-side
line.
now,
It's round
those
Yeah.
45.
Yeah, to be
You can't
fair.
critique the
Yeah,
game
yeah,
plans.
to be
Where's the
fair.
play? Well, Yedizhe's about to
Oh
have it.
my,
They're
we're back to
looking
no
the wrong
you
way.
talking around.
He's got a shot, and he hits both with
Oh.
How have you not
Okay,
got
a
a kill,
nice
Zeus?
clean
Fuck
one.
me.
A
Get a
nice
kill.
clean
of his
opportunity.
life, a 1v5 deep in.
Bro, you cannot buy a kill.
Find a way to dig that a little bit deeper. 20 seconds.
This man couldn't give a kill if he fucking ate, if it was put on a plate in front of him.
He needs to run, and they're waiting for
He's
it.
got no-
Beautiful
Mr.
stuff
Follow with
from
another
Foot.
3K though. We'll
23
take
to
those, put them
22.
in the bank.
One more round to close this out, but we beat
What do you
it.
mean one more round to close this out?
We've said that a few times throughout this
No, but
game.
this feels different though this time.
But
This
what do you
feels-
mean it feels different? No, it doesn't.
This feels different this time.
Genuinely isn't too far away.
Fool me once,
Few
shame on you.
positions out
Fool
there,
me,
that'll be the 52,
I don't know, 12 times or
40
whatever.
times.
and it genuinely, it's gone
Oh
away.
my
from the
God.
strategy. It's gone away from.
Dude, let's keep
Zeus
going
and
until we
Yampy
get.
are the only
It's
players
all about
under
those
30
individual
kills.
plays. Who's the guy?
And
that
who
has
did
the
I
How
IGL?
has Zeus?
Oh my god.
Oh my
to
God.
start
Haven't they
the
just been
siege
basically doing that same thing?
combining onto
Oh no, they
Yetazhe
haven't
with
really.
those salvos. That's about
be
as
fair.
free a kill.
Here we go
as
again.
you're
Like-
going
It's one of
to
the
get
but
this deep into overtime.
It's
Here we
round
go again.
46 and
The trick up your
BBL
sleeve,
stop pulling out their
Valorant,
real
is
strats.
absurd.
Well, this is it. They're pulling everything.
Yampy
Out
hit
of the
the
bag
rare
now.
fatty whap,
It will be the
17
attacking
and
side
38.
on
What
the
the
back
fuck
foot.
does that even mean? Fetty wap? What the
Spread mid
hell
as
does that
well.
mean?
Exactly as you said, Tom. It's all about individuals now.
What
Zeus
does
has
that
been
mean?
spotted. He tried to be sneaky.
Saying
stunned up
fatty
as well.
wap has.
But they're not rotating.
Fatty
On the
wap, yeah,
defensive
that's
side,
just like a chunky
mid
pussy.
control,
I mean,
spotted
what
by
is
11. No need to overextend,
what is
no need to panic.
what is
It is
fatty
on
wap?
the clock.
That's the
Fragile
most
rotation
horrendous
coming in
way
now.
to
Around
ever
Yeah, what?
describe a genital.
Get those
Still
fucking.
there.
Never say that again.
What the
Been
fuck
able
is
to
Fetty
dodge
wap?
the utility. A third defender. Makes
What
their way
is
in,
that,
so
man?
on the work.
It's going. We're going again.
And now it's
Oh,
already
man.
falling apart. 23.
We're going
seems
again.
Guaranteed there is
Oh,
not
he's a
going to be
rapper.
single
Wait, but
pick
what does
going the other way.
1738
And
mean then?
Flawless, a new
17.
record
I like how they
set
called it the rare
as no
17 and
team has
38.
ever
Like,
finished
yeah,
a game.
Yeah,
no one's
never
ever gone
before
17 and 38 before. What do you
22 was the
mean?
previous
Oh,
record. That has
God,
been
I'm still just
beaten.
dying over it.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I think if this goes much
That
longer,
slayed me.
I might need to sub myself out.
Oh, God,
Technical
that's so
pause.
funny.
It's too damn long. No, we can keep going all day long. Round 47 we dive into, much like in this
Okay, what
matchup,
I mean,
nobody is
we're in
content with
record.
second
What
place.
is the
They've
longest game
taken
ever
the
that
longest
anyone's ever
match in
seen?
history. It's the Turkish
Tier
derby
2 or
that
whatever.
delivers when so many others have failed to
What
do
was that
so in
Red
the
Bull
past.
qualifier you were talking about, Seth?
Hard to separate these teams.
I
This is
forget who
evidenced
the
by
fuck
the
played in it.
scoreline.
It was a Japanese
BBL
one,
on the
and I
attack.
forget what it was. It was like
The players
28
contend
something. I
with
think it
on
was
the way
28,
to be. We've
26.
seen this hold
Okay.
work wonders.
So
for
that
FUT
would
in
be the
past. Yedege and
all-time
Cracks will
highest.
be put to the test once more.
In any kind of competitive capacity, to my knowledge.
11 to lead the charge.
Spawn push.
We haven't seen a play like this just yet.
Oh my
Time is gonna
god!
be everything.
BBL
It
tried to
worked.
do something like this previously and it failed because they didn't commit on
It
it.
worked this time because Zeus was
That
there.
gives them a double.
Yeah, but add a captain with another
Captain's gonna
4K
play
to win the
as
round?
much of an off angle as he can, but he's caught by the knife. They're going to know he's here. The trade
No,
needs to be there,
no,
and
okay,
it is
it's over.
again.
It's over.
Perfect
BBL
work
have
from his
advantage.
complete
This feels like a
job, and
tennis
now
game that
Lever
can
goes
never
back
end.
for more.
You're just stuck in
A second
Yeah,
juice.
it's like this is like this
bite
Wimbledon,
of
that
the cherry.
Wimbledon game.
And on all that remains in there
The-
is
the
Yedege,
insane
but you can't
tiebreaker
give this
between,
man an inch.
Who was it?
What an
I feel like
adaptation, man.
Eisner
We're
was
so
on one
deep in. We're
side. of it.
47 rounds in.
Was it
and
Roddick?
they
Roddick
decide to go
Eisner
for a
or something?
two-man push into
Ridiculous
spawn. No, it wasn't
tiebreaker at
Roddick.
It's things
Wimbledon
like
one
that
year.
that keep your opponents guessing.
Oh, Eisner
No,
and
I'm
who?
not British.
I don't know how to even pronounce
And
their
after
names, to be honest.
the
with you, but
previous
yeah.
one, seeing FUT find that little resurgence, they're again going to need a big play out of an individual.
I feel like Roddick had one year,
Time
though.
ticking.
I
It feels
swear
like it's
Roddick had a
already too far
ridiculous
gone.
tiebreak
If
with.
BBL play their cards right,
Look
look
at
at the
the fight.
utility.
They're gonna have to do an
Sociable still has
emergency
his
fucking
easy
pause to
ability
let the players
online,
just like
unbeatable.
piss
He
and
sent
shit.
out early before the
Yeah,
time.
at what point do they let
Profec's
the
the one
players
finding the kill, so
go?
it
Oh,
doesn't
shit.
matter anyways.
They,
24
they might just like,
rounds on
can
the
you
board.
imagine, like the admin
And
just
you know
goes,
what's better than
"Just
being
piss
in
yourself."
the longest
a-
match in history? It's
Like,
winning
there should be a
it.
health
That's
break,
what
though,
BBL
at some
are
point,
looking to
right?
do
Like,
now.
if they were going for hours and hours and
42
hours on
kills
end,
now for
they'd
them.
have to.
I mentioned a moment where
Is there
Yedege
something in the
managed to
rules where if it gets to
overtake
50-50,
That
they
is
go
all
for a
thanks to the
man-basic
29
play?
months.
match really has been
Just joined for round
This
48.
is not.
Did I
They did
miss
that
it?
recently in Counter
Zeus is still on 21. He's been on 21 for since
I don't
like
think he's ever
Yeah.
had
I
a
don't
game
even
with
fucking
30
know, like
deaths.
14,
Well, he's now
Like
14.
15
40
rounds?
deaths.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be beating that
Double.
anytime soon.
In fact, triple mid hold.
Oh my
I
God.
desperately want FUT to win this. Oh, they're going for it. They're going for it. They're doing a mid crunch. They tried to do this a little something like this.
Zeus got a kill. He's back. He's back. He's locked in.
God, I mean, you can't win the you can't close the game out playing normally, so that now the teams are trying more and more ridiculous shit.
The B-side's open.
Zavalor,
Zeus
thanks
get a
for the
kill?
prime.
Holy poggers.
And no one there. Of course, it's not a similar boat to having that sentinel.
Using the
and
smoke to get
having
out
that
into sight, get
additional
past
Any
Lemon's
smokes?
operator.
Evan needs to try and catch a timing here, and he doesn't. Almost
Oh.
loses his life for it. In fact,
24-24, we're going again. We're going
they get
again.
into this post plant.
Mm,
I'm
This
glad
one's
that they're
not
at least
over.
I
shattering
said,
the
hey,
record.
what's up,
Like, if
hello?
they had just
But our
beat-
trash,
like,
I could
plus
cook
one
better
bit, I
stuff
would've
up
been
on my
a lot
stove.
more
Zeus
frustrated.
can't aim, he
Time
just
this one
stands
back,
there and
sociable.
gets rolled. We are here so
Was
long
that
we're
game
never
this
going home.
bonkers?
Give the
Focus
fans
here.
their money
It
back.
was
We'll be
pretty. I
here
mean,
to the
all of
re-resurrection of
like this are
Rome.
pretty
They
bonkers,
can
but
have
this
a
one's
decent
just been.
idea that there's a
Which
player
one?
Beginning to
Mine?
end.
The 22,
Yeah, yeah.
21?
still behind them that they
I mean,
need
it
to
was
deal
pretty
with.
ridiculous because
An
it
open
started
plant
with
ready
Jemkin getting like a fucking
for that Yedege
ace or
lurk
whatever
to
when he
come
got the
back through, and
3K
I'll be honest with
showstopper.
you, it seems like an
Oh, the
oversight. They've
missiles, the
completely
missiles.
There's
forgotten
some
fuck?
pretty
that
wild
he's
shit that
there,
happened.
Swinging in from behind, but they found
They
every
might win.
single pick. Time is ticking though. Yedege left to try and do it all. Needs to try and save this team one more time. It's Fortune. It needs to get the spell, but instead it's
Is this the game
Why
of the
is he-
season?
There's no way that's how it's ended.
right in front of their noses.
That was one of the
The
most
game is
fucking
first to
like.
13. The score was 25-23. Yeah.
It was like
that
the most
was-
flaccid way for
Oh
that
my
map
God.
to end.
Ridiculous.
Shortest EMEA day.
Players stand up and you can just tell like all of their pants are just damp. They've all just pissed themselves throughout the series.
How many points did I get? Mr. Fallen. 38 kills. What's that? Zeus still only got 3. Mr. Fallen got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 6. A 2-hour 5 map. Holy fuck,
Actually
look at the
insane.
timeline.
OFC, there was tech pause with the longest VCT game ever, only in EMEA.
Oh, you got 7. Did I count it wrong? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Wait, what? I'd say you got... Oh, you got a 4K. Of course. Zeus with an all-time stinker. Probably the worst game he's ever played.
Oh.
Can we count this as the fakest comeback ever?
I don't think this is the fakest comeback ever because they led when it was 12-11. God, they could have just saved us so much heartache there, FUT.
Well,
Just 3
that was
points
a
from
map.
your IGL is crazy.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna message Mitch, man.
And say what?
Fuck you for breaking the record.
Oh. I was sad. Loon with 10 points. Chobra has Loon? Fuck off, Chobra. You've got Loon. What's your name, Chobra? Is it just let's just type in Chobra. See what comes up. Where are you? 1207.
The next map will either be even longer or a 13-0.
You went Angel IGL.
At least my League of Legends one is literally untouchable.
Why? What happened in
There's
League?
too many. There's too many systems in the game now to make a game last as long as that one. I had a 94-minute long League of Legends match, like one single game, and it will never be touched again.
10 points from one map. That's crazy. That is
Which
insane.
I think at the time the average game
Also, the
was
BBL
around
one was so
45
cool,
minutes.
didn't it?
So we literally 2x'd it.
I mean, that game was 2x, to be fair. 2 hours 5.
Yeah. No, in League, but also in League it was SK Telecom, who was just the best team in the world, and they were playing against Jin Air Green Wings.
You're
Which
lucky
would
that
kind of
Sideshow
be
isn't
the
here, because otherwise you'd be banned for saying all this stuff.
I'm immune from his bans.
You're immune.
He can't touch me. Yeah. It's like Sliggy's mods. They can't ban me either.
You can avoid the ban hammer. I think
They
Pansy
get
got banned once,
frustrated
I saw
because
her
I
complain
say
about it.
shit, and then they're like, that you shouldn't say things like that. I'm like, what? I'm gonna talk shit about finesse. It's fine. But yeah, Jin Air was like, it would kind of be like peak Fnatic playing against Apex, and then the game goes for that long, and then Apex wins.
I mean, that would be cinema. I mean, map 2, the rest of this game is surely just going to be a shit show. Watch FUT now, like, win 13-11, 13-11. If FUT win this next map, what a waste of time. Yampy got literally half everyone else's kills on his team. He got 18. The next lowest was 37.
Floor would have to drop like 80 no cap. Well, that's the thing, is that I think you could actually draw a comparison to like
Artist tweet?
Floor on Apex and Teddy when he was on Jin Air. Because that was like Teddy's debut season and he was a god.
What's this artist tweet?
And he set a CS record that
I'm not
will
just
also
going-
never be
I'm-
broken. Because I think he had like 1,300 CS or something.
You just watched said show, bro. Someone link me the tweet. I'm not actively searching for tweets. What year is it? 2019? You think I'm actively going on that website? Oh dear. What's he even gonna just say? Like, bro? So he says, on land, by the way. Can't wait to watch playoffs on 30 ping. $1 billion company. Okay. I mean, clearly they're not on land then, are they?
Mitch Mann told me to get fucked.
We're doing the kill highlights from this? You think it's a visual thing? No, normally the ping does say like 1 to 7.
I can't believe they won that.
That's a good question. What is the highest death record in a game? Because Zeus might have just got it with 41.
Did Zeus overtake Yampy?
He got 41
My remix
deaths,
of
yeah.
FUT UP Never Ending
What did
Game
Yampy have at the
Edition.
end?
I said,
39.
hey, what's up, hello? FUT are trash.
Really?
I could
He
cook better
overtook
struts up on my stove.
Dude,
Zeus
he-
can't aim, he just stands
fell the
there
He had
and
a
gets
lower
swollen. We
ADR
are
as
here
well.
so long, we're never going home.
Yeah,
Give
that
the
doesn't
fans
surprise
their
me,
money
'cause he
back. We'll
was-
be here to the re-resurrection.
Yeah, he was just getting
Honestly,
nothing done towards the end there.
The fact that Mr. Fallen had 265 ACS at the end of that is insane.
It's over, yeah.
But I mean, Mr. Fallen was also doing some hardcore
Yeah.
feeding.
Well,
throughout
you're remembering
that
the
map.
start of the game. He was doing some hardcore
That's what I'm
heroics as
saying.
well.
It's like, he ends that map after
Yes, yeah.
fucking 48 rounds of
But-
play at 265.
But I don't find it that surprising because the feeding was because he was playing super aggro. He was like fighting on super aggro angles over towards short and like trying to push out a main and stuff. Like he just wanted to scrap all game.
It just feels like over that long of a timeline, like averaging anything over 250 is
Well, it looks like Zeus was definitely the wrong
significant.
choice because that was a horrendous map from him.
because it was only him and
13 points.
Levin that did.
Surely
Who's
Cracks
Nebet
did,
got?
didn't he?
He's got Zeus.
Brax was only at
The
218.
IGL.
Really?
The IGL Sivo.
I mean, Fallen also had 4 more first kills than him, way higher ADR, higher kill assist percentage.
Schlongers. This is the guy I'm
I
competing
do
for
remember
first
this
with.
game.
He had Zeus
From
IGL as
Brazilian
well.
First Strike.
Oh, fuck. We got the same foot players.
B4 Esports played a game that went 30-28. Pancada was playing Reina.
They just mentioned it actually on the desk.
Dude, look at this. Look at this team. Shandy on Jet, Pancada on Reina, Vinny on Smokes, and FRZ, if anyone remembers him, on Stovo. With a guy I've not heard of really again on Cypher. Well, that's Brazil really do be holding on to its talent for years and years and years.
Who's Fizzy got? Okay, no foot. That's good. No foot or BBL. That's what we like to see. I can overtake you. Who have you got? No foot or BBL? That's good. We can overtake you. I'm looking to see who can I overtake in the top here. You've got IGL Zeus, which is actually pretty good for me. Okay, you do have a full team, so probably not overtaking you. So there's 2 people I don't think I can catch. I'm not sure I can catch Neved either, to be honest, because they are 30 points ahead of me already, so I might not be able to catch them. But everyone else, I mean, you've got no players playing. Ramblul Bawan. Tickle has Zeus, but doesn't have a full team, but does have Mr. Fallen and Profek as well. Oh, shit, that's not good. So even without the full players. Okay, I'm going to go get a cookie. Be back in a second.
Yo, Waylay Zeus was sick on Lotus. I hope his mental has not just been boomed from that game of Ascent. I fucking hate this comp though. Why are we running solo deadlock on Icebox? It's so trash. Whatever, maybe it'll be amazing.
Oh, Waylay solo deadlock. You love to see it.
I thought you Brits called those things biscuits.
No, this is a cookie, my friend. This is a cookie. A biscuit. I'll show you what There's a range of biscuits. This is a biscuit. Okay? This is a cookie. Yeah, so like custard creams. This is a biscuit. This is a cookie. Is an Oreo a biscuit? Yeah.
The truth hurts.
That did hurt. That was a deep cut. As we're moving on into this, the last time BBL won against FUT,
It's definitely not a
January
cake.
2022. The only remaining player from that match is Mr. Fallen. It's quite a
How
while
do you
ago
play
indeed.
defense side with
But Tom,
FUT's comp?
when you're looking at this match,
You don't. You win 12-0, you go 8-12 times, and
I know
you laugh.
Yuppie was saying right at the
Yeah.
start of the match.
I love it.
well,
I
need
love
to
it.
pee.
Chobra
Well,
gave up
for
on
this one.
co-streaming.
Well, that was unfortunate
Good pistol
timing
round
for poor
decision
Yuppie.
from BBL
He
here.
held
it to the toilet.
I respect
Just
it. He held
having
it for
full
2
people ready to
hours
play the
while
retake.
screaming.
Yeah.
What
the
that
fuck?
was-
Did you
that
see
was
that on the
actually
map?
panic
Yeah,
from
that
his
was
voice.
nothing to do with the game.
Hurry up! Well, FUT on the attack side, already closing in the distance and
Under a
taking
different
down
Oh, yeah.
pressure.
Yampi going on his
A little
fragging
bit
from
of
map
a
1.
break in this round. Late rotations through mid, 3 players on their way. And the
Oh my
retake
God, I forgot to
will
run
be
an
away
advert
any
before the
moment
game
with an
began.
aggressive
I'm trolling
position
again.
from Zeus. He is put to bed early. Levin, the one to take the limelight. Magnum from
Just
up
like
top
FUT.
puts the numbers in their favor. No panic now, although time is ticking. They should be able to put the pressure on around this elbow. Yedije, good for one. The second player on site backing him
Shot
up.
a
Is that
shot.
captain?
Fuck me.
Let's
And
go,
together,
let's go.
They close this round
This is going
out.
to 3 maps.
I think an important start.
You
for
think?
FUT. I think
I-
we've witnessed it many a time. I think even thinking.
I mean,
back to
maybe, but I
the
just think
Gentlemen's when
FUT's
they
defense
lost,
is
was
going to
it
be
18-16
so
to
difficult
FUT?
to pull off.
They just got blasted in
They're
the
just
next
going to have to
map
like
because
pick areas
obviously there's
and
going to be exhaustion
fight
on
with the
both
flashes
sides,
and
but one
hope that they
team
catch
won.
people.
Yeah.
So you basically are going to sat there and play for 2 hours, ultimately to have to try and win 2 maps back to
How many
back.
rounds
It's
have Koi
not
won this split so
worth
far?
The investment at that stage. So for
Not
FUT to immediately
a
try and find a
bunch.
response, I like the fact that they've come in with a new comp. I think of
If
all
I had
the
to
people
guess,
I've
I'd
seen play
say-
Waylay, Zeus was by far the best. Thinking back to his Lotus aggression, he was fantastic.
If I had to guess, I'd say like
and knowing that if you win this
60?
map, next is Fracture,
Really, that
where
many?
I'd say they're favored.
Oh, they have had a couple
Is
of
it
seasons.
actually-
Isn't
is it
over
actually
if they can get
59,
past
chat?
the mental part of that last map.
Well, the thing that makes me believe it will be different, if this was a group
I
stage
kinda popped off
matchup
with that guess
early
then.
on, sure, I could see players.
I mean, they've played
one more map,
4
and then we
matches,
gotta
so
fight
8
for Fracture.
maps.
It's a long journey back, and you start to feel
It's not like they've been
quite
getting
sad about how
completely
things went
boomed in
before.
all of
Nice little
them.
shots from Magnum. The reality is, though, the stakes here are high. If Team Liquid lose their matchup, this
I
could
mean,
be
they
the
have
difference
mostly.
between first place and between playing one game
Uh,
to making it through
Yedije?
to
Yedije?
international and having to go that
Oh, good. He
long
won them the
play.
pistol. He won them the pistol.
I
He
mean,
doesn't need to
I just
perform in the
don't- I know
follow
that
round.
we like the memes. We're not showing that.
They're gonna
Uh-oh.
If
feel
Zeus
like
could
it's
turn up at
gonna
any
be
point in
so
this
much
game,
damage
that'd be
already done
great.
onto FUT, although
Okay.
round goes sociable, and what could
Like,
be
if
the
you just
longest
stop
range
Giga
classic
trolling
fight
the
I've seen
whole
attempted
fucking
in a
time.
situation like this.
You think he's got performance problems?
His first
Maybe he
look
needs a-
accuracy is normally impactful.
What, a
Viagra?
shit?
I'd be nervous.
I mean, I was going more with
The
Achilles, and then I
only
realized
thing
it was
that
kind of
could play
inappropriate
into
to
FUT's
talk
favour
about
here,
giving
other than the
pro players
player
Viagra to
advantage
perform.
and HP, is that they pause. doubts will be in the mind of Profek at this stage of, okay, have they rotated? Have they gone back into the other direction?
Is
The answer
Viagra
was
on the
no,
banned
but Mr. Farmer
substances
is gonna
list?
win that fight anyway. 2-0, a solid start for FUT.
I
even though
have
that
an
round
inkling
was
that if
very
you walked
costly.
onto stage with a rock
And now
hard
we look
cock,
at
they'd
the
tell you
rankings coming up here
to
for the
go
FUT
back.
side.
To go back what though? Why?
Good damage out of BBL.
until
Two
you were
players
more
combined.
like
Potential
presentable
for
on
that to go
camera.
a little bit further as well.
You're sitting
That could
down.
take 4
There's a
hours.
desk there.
You know, we look back at the
But you have to
icebox-
walk out on stage.
iceboxes they've
Yeah, that's
played
fine.
and-
Yeah,
and
you don't have to
ours,
focus
you
on
know,
my
looking
dick.
around
Just
the board,
get
I
my
feel
head.
like this is somewhere
Not that
Oh,
head,
sorry,
the other
it's
head.
my fault
To
for
put
looking
up
at your
rounds on the
cock. Is it when you
defensive side.
walk onto stage with
FUT
a
early
rock
on
hard
the board,
2-incher?
2-0. If they can get momentum in their sales, this new comp as well, maybe catch
Well,
them
there goes
off guard.
Zeus again.
Could very
He is
easily
having a
be the
nightmare.
third map
Is that what you say to
on
women
goal
as
line.
well?
So, cracks onto Levin,
That's what
finds
I was
himself
about to
as
say.
out of captain, has to
Oh, so it's
Oh,
my
it wasn't
fault that
my
I'm
fault.
staring at your big old
I'm
titties.
looking at your cock.
focused on the wrong target, almost loses his life.
I feel like there's a pretty large
This is
difference
more of a
between
this is looking
boobs,
pretty
which
dicey
listen, they're
right now.
just
Mr.
they're
Farmer
Oh,
just the
here
way
he
that they
comes.
are.
Rifle as well, off the pistol.
And
he's only one away from getting
A
his
man
ultimate.
deliberately
Oh,
choosing
that's
to
a-
ingest
that's a
Viagra in
mistake.
order to get a
Krax has
massive
peaked there
erection
with a
right
spike.
before
Now,
appearing on
retrieving
camera.
this shouldn't be
That's
I don't
too
think it-
difficult.
that's
I
a
don't think
very
it is.
large
Krax is
difference
gonna
in my
take deep
opinion.
space.
But if a
I don't
woman
think
has
it's
fake
able to
breasts,
push past, but that's at least something.
what's the
Yeah,
difference?
go
There
on.
isn't
And now they
There
have
isn't
to
a
give up
comparison
lot of the
here.
Space that they previously had.
Women do not.
Prophet,
If there was a
sight
pill
anchor
that you
on
could
B.
take
It's
to
gonna be
inflate your
Jiggle peeking,
breasts
but the rest of the team have
5x,
gone the other way. They have
and
gone
somebody
pretty
did it right
completely
before a
wrong.
match, yes, that would be
40
inappropriate.
seconds and delay.
I think I've
still
seen that anime.
available For Prophet. It's going to buy them that extra time. BBL getting to reset and potentially have 3 players on site ready for the fight. The benefit, Yumpy contains that push around from out of captain.
Do you think that?
Now leaves
Do you
Mr.
think it would
Farmer
intimidate your
isolated
opponents
with a
though?
player to his back at least.
Yes, I think it would, because they'd be like, what the hell? Like, who is this absolute lunatic I'm playing against right now?
You think it would just scare the shit out of everybody on the other side of the stage if he just walked on to the
Fucking rock on.
The upgrade as well.
Just
off the
had
It would
Keep
intimidate me if I was
showing
going up to cast with somebody and they had.
That's really not bad.
Yeah.
Like, I think especially with the way the round
You'd be
started with
intimidated.
Levin being caught out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's something that FUT have done their due diligence
Because it would put
on.
me
Like,
in,
think to the
like,
last
mind
time
of,
that
well, what
we
the hell are
saw
they
this
going to
map
do
played
else
versus
on the
Boy.
broadcast?
Levin
If
was
if they're
basically
lying for
cheating
social
the entire
decorum
map.
and
Like, how much can I
professionalism,
get away with? Like,
You
diving
think you'd
doesn't
be able to keep your eyes-
include not
aggressive
eating
angels, and on defense,
Viagra
he
like they're
was pushing that
fucking
A site a lot
Parma Violets
to try and
before the
garner that extra
broadcast.
control. So
Then what
You
the
think you'd
hell?
be able to keep your eyes on
if he's gonna
the
continue to
monitors
do that
instead
now
of
that
looking
he's
down
been
at your coach?
immediately counted
I
in the
would,
first
yes.
pyro.
I
Well,
mean,
this is very much a
yeah.
sign of what's to come, right? We're back in game and take a look at the pushes that were gone for.
My
early on.
professionalism would never
Up
be in
against
doubt.
a bonus round. It's very risky
I'm
to
gonna-
go that deep to double up
I'm gonna
on the
lace
aggression as well.
Bren's
You're likely
tea.
to run in to the numbers.
I think we should just ask Brent to just shove a cucumber in his pants and see what happens.
They get around, and Levin's got an opening kick
Yeah,
from up
yeah,
top.
that's a much more
Yuppie
ethical way to
with
do
the
it.
transfer of
That's a
dreams,
heavy fight
flashed
over green there
himself
from
in,
BBL.
and as a result, the
They did
round
not
is
give
theirs.
FUT an
Wow,
inch.
they fall flat
I
here
really
with an
like this
in-zone
idea of fighting
flawless from
heavy over
BBL.
the
Oh, I
side
thought
of
you
the
meant the
map.
cucumber in
Hurt
Brent's
that you
pants.
came into the
No.
round with
No.
solid
I
ultimates
really like
online,
this
with
idea.
Rifles that were
Because
purchased
they
up,
only
and
have the
you get
table control.
basically
So if you
nothing
just
for
heavy
that one,
fight
the
multiple
initial fight,
people,
but
like, this was such a
flash
nice
is
fight.
literally God Flash caught 2
also
players
really good.
completely blind.
Yeah, really good transfer from Yumpy.
And Yumpy, well, after a much better start than we saw in the last map, like he had a really rough initial
Shake phone
display.
shields. What's he gonna
on the
do? Just
attack
run out of
side.
result?
Push through any doubt.
But individually, looking stellar here.
Now leaving FUT with next to nothing. That's the other thing. Falling flat in that round. They got pistols, stingers, but on the attack side, even harder to make that work. They'll group up, use the numbers to their advantage, and here it would be a mistake from BBL to find that same aggression that they did in round 3 to go up towards Nest to push down deep mid, but they don't.
Where's he going?
Well, they don't. I
Where's
say
he
it.
going?
Sociable jumps up top. The first fight was whatever, but
Nice little
I'm
movement
not
by
sure about
Perfect.
that aggression.
Maybe Foot don't
It's
win
worked
this.
out for just one
No,
death,
maybe
though.
they
He's the
don't.
only
Maybe
one to fall, and I
maybe
think they can be
Zeus
quite
dropping
thankful that he-
all-time
You know, he
stinker
went,
equals
"Ah,
foot loss.
Profec's on A. I can
Yeah,
die.
big
It doesn't
flat
matter anymore.
stinkum.
We've got our sight anchor here ready and raring to go, and well, a nice little cleanup for Profec that will get him ever closer to the ults. And that's the thing, the spread of kills is actually very, very good for BBL to have a lot of ultimates online all at the same time.
It's the fact that he jumps up top, takes the first
What
first
time
pick,
is it
and
there
then
for
is
you,
like,
Seth, now?
I'm gonna take more fights here. When you know
Oh,
the trophy
240.
up.
There you go, for
Oh,
Eco,
so
bro.
early for
Yeah,
you.
how'd
It's
that work
Turkish
out for
Derby.
him?
He's got to farm
Yeah,
up
it's
those
not too
orbs. You'll say that, and then he'll ace around. You'll be like,
So glad he went aggressive there,
Yeah,
Tom. What a great play.
Oh, speaking of aggression, Prophet has gone walkabouts.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
bypassed
let's
everybody.
go,
but
Zeus.
Oh,
now
and okay.
We
a
woke up.
nasty
He got it
surprise.
so deep, and then he was
Zeus
asleep at
able
the
to get
fucking
a very
wheel.
easy early pick.
I love when our Viper
The way
solo
they wanted
pushes
to
B.
start that one off, but then again, I say that they still have 3 players dedicated to this B site.
Well, we're
It
playing
seems like
retake A
the
anyway, with
only
a
goal
Killjoy
was
ult.
to play retake.
loved
You have
it.
the lockdown available, and maybe having the expectation that okay, if they've got
It's 25-23
Annihilation and
record, yeah.
Armageddon online,
It's not like an all-time.
they're going to go for some sort of execute with the ult, so we don't want to be on the site.
Wait,
I
if this
remember reading
Alarmbot
somewhere
tries
that the
to-
Swedish army
if this
provides
Alarmbot tries
rest
to catch someone,
enhancement
does
for
it move super
service women
slow?
who
Does it go
wanted
hit
to
by a
make them
ground?
more intimidating. So Sideshow might be onto something.
It's a really nice setup. And see the value it's going to have here. No chance.
I couldn't tell
there.
that.
Lockdown goes
Yeah,
into
I'm
play.
not even sure.
6
Oh,
seconds
they were right
left.
on top of
The
it.
ult is going to
All
be
right,
sent in
what
after
the
it.
bro?
Plan found
Ult
just
ult
on
yourself,
lockdown
grab it
and
yourself.
nearly
Look at
ulted
the
himself.
swing. It's a free
Oh.
pick for Magnum. They still end up smelling the roses in that play with a 4
He could have sent that out however he liked and chose one of the worst
Hoping
ways.
for some silliness at Toronto,
You
Mr.
got it,
Streamer.
But the second side
Oh,
of the
no
push is
way.
being slowed. Stop as Yedajay found
What
one.
is going on?
Leaven
Leaven
trips over the.
Nothing you took it. What the fuck is going on?
Just misses. He's caught one
This
above,
is
isolating the fights. The
mud.
wraparound spot.
Oh, he's got him off
And
the
he stopped
spike.
the defuse at least for now. Sociable needing to put the
Oh my
pressure
God.
on time-wise. The
Cracks is
tap
playing these
making
situations
it
so
to
well.
half, just about, but
Wait, he's
looking the
actually
wrong
frying
way.
today,
That was a
Red
fucking
Bull
mess of a
clutch
round,
for
though.
Cracks and an equalizer.
A terrible
played the
ult,
Bobby
a
one,
grab net onto our
Unbelievable
teammate.
Series.
Yeah.
I
A
mentioned
deadlock
the sort of
ult that we
force bomb
escaped.
that he had in the last map, which still
You are kidding me.
resulted in a loss, and we were talking at the very beginning
That didn't say tech
of
force
that
behind
series
him, did
3
it?
days ago about how the fact
Why-
that
why-
he
I hope
hadn't
so.
had those crazy performances, but we've been seeing it here. Some real individual
I mean, that is a
prowess in rounds
tragic grab
that
net.
FUT needed it most.
Yes. Yes.
Bruh.
We might
Let's
need
go.
to remove EMEA in 2027.
That's fine. Let's just annex
Honestly,
them from the
honestly,
VCT.
I'm down. I'm down.
We might need to remove them.
It's over. Just like split up like a couple of the teams, you know, send Fnatic to Americas.
Yeah, we redistribute them. Like, we get rid of some of the.
Well,
yeah,
some
we'll
of
keep
them we can get rid
Fnatic,
of for good.
Vitality, Heretics, but they have to live in other regions. You're not allowed to compete in EMEA anymore.
That's fine. We have like a regional.
Who
bid.
would you be, Seth? If you're drafting for Pacific, what EMEA team would you pick first?
Probably Fnatic.
No, Fnatic would be so bad in your region. They're like the exact opposite of a Pacific team. They'd
Yeah.
suck all the fun out of the air. You need a
but I
Heretics
mean-
or like a. Or like a.
Foot would probably get on pretty well with.
Dude, Foot would be funny.
They'd probably get
Or
on. pretty well.
liquid. You would go crazy with a liquid in your region.
I don't need liquid in my region. I had enough liquid when I worked for them. I don't need liquid over here. Yeah, Fnatic would probably just go to China. So Boaster can flex his Mandarin or whatever.
True.
The Netherlands, hopefully.
Yeah, we'd
we
probably have to
gotta-
absorb. We'd probably absorb the Turkish teams just because like
Let's put it in the
half of
Hague.
Istanbul already is in Asia. So
True. All right, this country has a 5.5 billion export economy, of which 16% is gold, 16% is diamonds, but then they also export 6% non-fillet frozen fish and fish fillets.
West Africa. Togo.
what are you asking me?
Who was it? You can't go silent now. He deafened. What an absolute. He actually.
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah, but to ask us and then deafen. Hold on, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this before he does.
If you're exporting fish fillets and or fillets.
Fuck, it's East Africa.
I don't know why that screams Nordic to me.
Mozambique. Zambia? No,
Apparently I'm
fish.
very wrong.
Has to be on the coast, right? Angola? Namibia? Angola would be too close to Togo, I think. But yeah. Namibia. Namibia? Let's see, how many does he get in? Oh, did he already get it? How many did you get it in Sideshow?
Oh, I nailed the
I got it.
framed.
I got it in 3.
Oh, I
trading.
also got it in 3.
I fucked up though because I literally said what it was before I'd guessed the first one, and then I talked myself out of it because I was like, I don't know enough about that country.
Be back.
BBL's coach briefly played for FUT. That's a fun fact. You didn't think sending in a little fun fact whilst it was 21-20?
I mean, you don't need a fun fact.
He's
The game is already
betrayed.
fun enough.
So Sol Campbell is a player who played
Now
for
we need
Arsenal,
a fun
played for
fact.
Tottenham,
We're
went
in
to
Tech
Arsenal,
Pause
so all
5
Tottenham
though.
fans hate him. So,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Get that
true.
bag, man. That's what it's all about. Levin going aggressive makes a bit more sense, not up against the eco, but they've seen this play before. Not ready for it. He grabs one, the flash
Holy
fade,
Zeus, it's
but so does
messy.
he. 1 for 1, and the res up on cracks.
Where's your cam down there? Oh, yeah,
Completely
good point.
nullifies that fight. Yumpy going in, and now they've.
How's he not seen him? How's he not? Oh my god.
What?
See him! A phantom! And he's managed to
I-
find
How
himself
have they
a
not
triple
seen
with
him?
the
He should be
Vandal.
popping up on
Yesterday,
minimap
Mr.
at
Fall.
minimum.
This
They
is
should have
an
been set
all-timer
up
by
for a
Zeus.
certain round, and instead,
This really is
It's a
like
2v2.
that's impressive to not
He's
just
just had a
troll with
convergence,
a
bro.
lack
He's
of
playing in
entry,
slow
but
motion.
also
You shouldn't be able to do anything
not
with
give
that.
info with
It's
your
like
dash somehow,
an
and
ultimate
also not trade the guy who
breach
just killed
stun.
2.
give the set
Well,
giveaway.
the difference, though, is that
This is
the B-side is
criminal.
completely open. So there's already a full rotation. Mr. Farland is currently doing his best Nat cosplay of How Is He There, and has to try and basically get himself into an aggressive enough position without
They
giving
have
the
an
game away. He
incredible
knows the
post-ban
turret's on the
setup
other
here, though.
side.
Yeah.
You put down
BBL
2 trips
are
in this
not
spot,
moving.
then you have
Just an
Gravnet
ingenious
afterwards as
strategy,
well
though,
to
yeah.
throw
2
out.
players
Mr.
take
Fallen
1-by-1 fights. You
playing
have
a
the
position
KO
where he's
flash
going to be able to
form as
hear a
well.
ton,
So you
take
think,
an
well,
advantage fight,
there's
and
hardly a third
probably
guy there 'cause he
no
would've
one's
swung
even
with
going to
them.
run through here.
Yeah, well, listen. You're
Although
wrong.
Pro Fair-
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
But now you have salvos
Prophet
and
giving
everything.
away the
like-
cues, and now Magnum with it all to do. He's heard the steps running away.
Actually, almost
He
trolled.
gets tags onto Gedeshe.
Grabbed. Oh no,
Fortunately,
no grabbed.
Gedeshe's
Stunned.
got the upper hand now, halfway diffused, but the swing comes in just in time. And a well-handled
This is
round by
Valorant.
Foot,
That's the anime girl. Thanks for the
I'd be
22
kinda
months.
gutted if I lost that round
in that
for
initial
BBL.
fight.
I mean,
He's just
we need
watching
to see this
the
dash.
race A lot of times. He understands how slow
Oh my
motion
god,
is.
show us the
get to
dash,
see it.
please. How's he not
Just
seen it?
able to get an absurd
Was it like a-
dart from
but-
that
but yeah,
range.
I'm just surprised he didn't come up on.
Yeah, he
minimap.
should have come up
But
on
no,
minimap for
it's-
sure.
again,
Because
those
like even
quickly
if like
round
it's a
adaptations,
character model thing,
realizing
right,
there's
where
a
you,
gap on the
yeah.
other side of the map, and
you know, like Zeus
Well,
doesn't see him
BBL,
on his actual
three
screen.
Where it's over your
range
gun or
kept it
something, yeah.
clean
Yeah.
is enough for them to still have a purchase
I don't
going
know.
into
That's
this
a weird
round.
one.
He's
Operator
2-7. He is dropping
in
an
hand
all
for
time.
Levin
Like he's been
with the
pretty
Viper's
good this
pit
entire stage.
taking
This is
deep
horrible.
B control.
This is
I
part of
wonder
the
if we're gonna
catch-up
see
mechanic.
push through. No, instead, look at the defense. They've already taken very deep control, and over the top goes Zeus, but
Trying
he
to
decided to
comes
slow
back.
back. I think that was probably due
through
to the
a
pick onto
Viper's
Levin.
pit.
You don't really need to make the hero plays when you
But
already have the man
why?
advantage.
Why?
Well, that's exactly it.
I don't really
Pit, though, is
get
gonna be a
that.
problem
And
late
now you
rounds.
drone it?
Send
Like
the drone
what?
through to try to deal with it. Players
Surely you
ready
would
to
drone it,
fight
find where they
themselves
are,
close, but as they're spotted
dash
out,
it
then-
behind
a little
him,
bit
and
further
then
back. Great
But you
work
can't
as
really,
well
like-
from Prophet to keep dancing around this utility,
I
avoid
don't
being
know.
dropped.
no, but you could drone the first
Being caught
part,
out
clear
on
that
the
out to
left
dash
side,
from
covered in
deeper,
by the alarm
fully
box.
get behind him.
Yeah, you
Panic
could. Yeah,
because
yeah.
these rotations coming
But
through
when
and
you're
not spotted
behind him,
because
you're not
before
feeling
Buffett, they
safe
are spotted
because there
because
could be
Yumpy's
people
gone up aggressive.
yellow
Got
or
himself
sight
the
or
opening
whatever.
right over
Well, then
Belfast.
just go away.
Now these players are expected to be coming this direction.
That's what FUT should be doing almost every round, I
no
think.
utility for FUT to use on this take. It's got to just be swings.
Oh, that's-
There's Zeus with a kill.
This is fucking confidence right here. Just running it into a KO.
Ults being spammed, forcing them forward. They expect the one position that couldn't have been cleared. Sociable looking for another hero play, but again, he'll be slow and has
Fallen
Yumpy for
tries to
support.
punish. And
Leaving
Have to
two
find the
standing.
stick.
covering it from the top.
Salvos will deny them that little bit longer. Sociable even looking to try and take the fight. Another
Time.
those stuns put into play. Just 10 seconds left with the aggression working out. Sociable drops
does,
the
Sociable
spike
goes
and
up top.
continues alongside Profek. Another
Yeah.
very solid round.
Good hold from Yampy
From
up
the
in
Turkish
heaven
player,
there. And
leaving
Sociable
that
got
4-4.
very
I might have to leave after
Very
this match.
aggressive with the drop.
Never lasting long in anyone's hands.
completely surprised
And that
Zeus.
early play by Yumpy to get aggressive, it gets them so much value.
This
Then
goes
he's there to back
devastating.
Sociable up. After the stun
Mr. Fallen
comes
tries to
through,
punish it
Sociable
and
was
goes
dead
down.
to
I
rights.
think at that point it's kind
But he survived.
around.
insane, Volkan. You are Messi.
He has
Who's he
a-
talking
he
to?
has a way with-
Vulcan.
He has a way with words, Tom.
Is that
doesn't he?
Sociable?
This man, there's a good reason they call him the submarine.
Oh my god.
Can we get
That's
that
correct,
again?
Steve.
You should do the framed for today, Josh.
I don't know
He said at the
movies,
end
man.
that He
You're
said
Messi.
you're Messi.
It's an
Why do
easy
people
one.
keep trying to get us to do quizzes
And
that
I'm
we know
assuming
nothing
he
about?
means the footballer and not just.
It's an
you're not very
easy one,
clean.
though.
The one frame or the 6 frame?
You're insane. You're insane. But
The one
a
frame.
little bit messy.
More control, perhaps.
The
That's what he's looking
weaponry.
Got it on
I'll have a
first
look.
try.
Sucks.
I'll have a look at it after
Viper's
this
Pit
map.
could be the difference maker.
That's
Flash,
4 hours from
solid
now.
space
Okay,
taken.
that's a
Zeus has
good
done
flash.
well.
I was worried that
Again,
Zeus wouldn't
disruption
actually
caused
follow
by
up
the
on that
waylay,
one.
but
But...
Sociable is
Oh,
still
losable.
here.
Viper's Pit.
Trade's almost immediate. That
How does
Viper's
that
Pit is
show?
becoming more and more tempting by the seconds, and it will go down. Magnum hoping to
There you
try
go.
and find a
On
gap
your
within
toes
it,
scene there?
hoping that the spam
the
can maybe
fuck?
get
Yeah,
something, but it
I
goes the
don't
other way.
think you can spam
A
that
flank
really.
coming
as
through.
Yeah,
Magnum.
good damage, though.
With a sniper,
I don't
probably
care.
hoping that he can find another
What?
gun
Maybe it
instead
does
of
matter.
Yumpy to get
Care
one
about
of the
that?
spam.
Shorty
Oh my
on
God.
his
Oh,
way,
it
it's found out a
really
captain.
matters.
Pit goes down. They
You
saw
have to
Mr.
kill him
Fall.
once the
They
pit's
saw
coming
him
down,
into that
man.
corner, and he's so desperately low. A conversion for BBL around that. I mean, you mentioned it though, Tom. the
Realistically,
real
where will
danger,
Wolves
once
place in
that
Toronto?
pit
It
goes
depends
down
who's
the
there, I
side,
suppose.
That can completely flip the odds in their favor. This defending the spike inside of it, but enough damage was done to
don't-
let that shorty draw blood.
Yeah, I don't think they expected both players to wrap around. So you have that deep pit, so if anybody jumps into it, they have a split second to find you and you can see them immediately. But when they come from the other
That's a
direction,
bit unfortunate,
firstly,
I
there's not many
suppose, but
angles to hold, but also, yeah,
can't
there's
play in
only
that
one or
corner.
two places that Levin's really going to be checking. Of course, still does incredibly well. From that sort of angle,
Bro, gonna get heart attack.
we're going to have a heart attack. I got that one.
Got that one.
I got
one
that
off tail ult as well. He called. He knows that that's a good chance that FUT might fight for the orbs early on. Tom, they're one away from a valuable ult. No doubt
Okay,
that's something
5-4.
BBL
I mean, this
tracking.
game is
Either that or he's having a
as
jam
close as it
on
can
the
possibly be.
other
Okay,
There's
Zeus
a shot from Zeus.
Okay.
That's
I don't
real
believe so,
Zeus.
Tom.
starting
He's
to.
awoken.
When it comes
Oh.
to Max,
No, he
Sociable
hasn't.
good for the pick.
Well, I mean, it was a nice
Push him
move.
out of that
so-
position, got more than they're bargained for. Ult sent through by Deadlock.
Oh,
but
no.
a little late.
Oh,
Player's
Magnum's
already
dead. Oh,
gone. And
no.
had a captain lurking outside.
This
a
is just gonna go
surprises
round, back,
Magnum.
round, you know,
A
round,
4 versus
around,
2
Yeah,
around.
round.
these
Just
teams have
Many
forgotten what it's
BBL
like to
players
win
making
like
the read
pendulum
right away.
swing,
rounds in a
This
row.
is a
no
rotation to the
snowballing.
A site. They're going to be here well ahead of the push.
I almost wonder if it's a great read. We'll see that.
Why
in the
are you
Armageddon.
running now?
Safety.
What? None of this makes any
Clear the back of
sense.
the
If you're
side
gonna
mid,
run, you'd
close
run after you got the
position is far more
kill.
Dangerous. The knife won't connect. Yumpy right in position.
What?
It's
Oh, what the
was
fuck? What the fuck?
None of the
That's
that
walking
makes no
inaccuracy,
sense.
right?
Why would you slow
Slow that
down and
down.
then
I've
run?
ever seen.
He wasn't aiming at the second guy.
You didn't believe. You thought it
I
was
mean,
a
also
I mean,
those
that
kills make no
is-
sense.
Great crossfire there, Tom.
I don't think his
Crossfire,
crosshair was
what a
even
set.
on him.
What a set.
No,
No,
it's
that's
just a random
that's
bullet.
movement inaccuracy.
Oh, that's
that's
outrageous.
fucked up. That's fucked up.
No! No! Tech pause. Get on that man's PC.
This is Valorant Heritage.
Check and PC.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rejoice,
Jesus,
thanks
one
for
perspective.
the
He's
14
the
months.
only
And
guy.
Dozen to Moriarty, thanks for the 4 months.
This
Expected to be
coach
there, but
looks
Pal
perplexed.
Saw the same thing I did. What
Oh,
just?
it just it makes no sense that you would run after not, like, if you're pausing in a 4v2, you're then walking. Wherever you're going, you're walking. You are never running. Ever. Like, because obviously, FUT don't know if they've split up 1-1, if it's 2 on this side, if it's 2 on that side, whatever, right? But running in the first part of A, like if it was 1-1, well, you've told this guy to come across, right? You've told them where you are. But if you were gonna go and run, you'd do it after you got this kill. If you thought like, hey, this is the guy that was on A, and I've just killed him, so let's just fucking run A. You'd tell that captain to just go and fucking run.
He's cracked the game. He's gone mental. Like this is you lose 25-23, and then that happens. You're like,
He's gonna. But when he watches it back, he'll be less mad or more mad. I actually have no idea how that's going to affect his side.
Simo, thanks for the 10 months.
mad?
No, Mr. Landlord, please don't increase my rent again. I already work 80 hours a week in your factory.
These two, and what should have been neck and neck, a 4v2.
A sideshow about that.
From Yumpy. He's on his feet. He's screaming back in the other direction. He's letting FUT know that he's set to bury them. Their record in partnership, 2-0 for FUT every step of the way. Dominance in those series in a BBL that looked like they had no legs to stand on. Well, this is a different BBL we're seeing here today. They've claimed a city.
Okay,
What?
that's different from Zeus. That was not the greatest engage in the world, and he smacked them.
Gives FUT the advantage.
Oh, did he just get a kill there? No, he didn't.
No,
He didn't. Oh my god.
It's probably a main. It's probably
Jesus Christ, I thought Yumpy just got a kill back.
I was gonna say he's been like God exists and he's blessed Yumpy.
The waylay up on no one, they don't know,
Don't know.
Oh, Sociable can play so slow.
I don't think he can get enough kills here, though.
Multi-frag and the
No, he can get 2.
on one. They'll all be
Yeah,
looking
but
his way.
He should have gotten
So many
2.
players in this backline. Yumpy needs even more BS than the last round. I don't think it's going to be happening.
That's a nice
a
one.
net laid to keep him in position, and a swing that will put FUT within 1 round.
I like as well that it's cracked swing.
Surely they
He
need
already
bid
knows
at
where
least
Yedege
like
is.
7 or 8 though
So
with
he's
this
gonna be
comp.
set on that angle, waiting for the swing.
Yeah, it
6
feels
to
like it,
5.
right? Like, I think they
And
should have
around
just been
for FUT,
hammering
that is
A
much needed now.
all half
Equalization
and hoping
possible
to get 8
by the
rounds
time we
minimum.
hit that halfway mark, but
Because on
BBL
defense,
streaks
they
of
are
3
gonna struggle
rounds.
so
They've really
much.
found their footing on
Unless
this defensive side, and again, this
They
is
have a
map that
read on
FUT
where
come in
BBL are
picking.
going and
talk
can
about
like
the
surprise them
attack
in
side,
BBL
Tom,
have
they
team
come
three
in with a
pretty
number
huge
in
ults
mind
here.
for how many they needed to
Yeah,
get.
Yumpy
It was
is
6
only
in their
like
last matchup.
6 kills away from tying up
But
his.
They had a
First
weaker
map.
defense. I'd say
That's
probably
crazy.
7 or 8. Especially with this composition. The waylay gives you good opportunities, but I feel like at times a lot of what you have with this comp is about setup and catching players. On the defense, that can be much harder to do. I'd say as well, a lot of what you get out from Deadlock as well is I feel like it has more of a benefit for the attack in comparison to the likes of a Killjoy on the defense. So I'll be interested to see how they make it work. That's probably where they workshop more, though. Profek up above, bullets connect.
Why is your
but
chat spamming
no
Metallica?
pick found. He went through.
I asked
He went
them what
through the
the
Viper
famous
screen. He's
metal
looking
bands
to just
were.
fight tooth and nail, and they've kept the
You
man
don't know any
advantage
famous
going.
metal bands?
A lockdown sends them back. There's no way that Krax is getting out of here detained. And with deep control over B as we're
So,
seeing with this
KO.
push-up.
Time's gonna be
He's got
rough.
all the control in his hands. Levin watching his back as well, making sure the mid lurk can't come through tube or under. And then obviously you've got an
Good
alarm
pixel.
bot
30
sitting
seconds
there
left.
watching for that push-up alongside the turrets. Well, not anymore. Taken out by the utility of Krax. Ult sent through as a
Why can't
response.
be ulting from there?
Players just standing either side of it. 20 seconds and it's all down to the delay. Out of captain, 36 HP. Man advantage for BBL. They've seen a player up on the rope,
Oh.
hung out to
Well,
dry, and
GG.
Levin quickly closes
Yeah, I mean, it's
the
got to
round.
be GG here,
That's
right?
BBL.
There's no way
Fini-
FUT are winning
All right,
7
Levin.
rounds
BBL
on
finishing out this half with 7
their
rounds on the
defense half.
1975, fuck's sake.
If you're interested in metal music and you want recommendations, let me know.
So
below.
much thanks for the 28 months.
I can hook you up.
Yee.
I I don't
What's this, 40s?
I don't have time for new music.
I thought your whole thing about new music was being efficient.
Yeah, it is, but it still takes time. I need to allocate like an entire day if I'm going to be exploring new music. I don't have the brain power.
How much
to do
music
it
are you
whilst-
listening to?
Well, okay, let's say that Achilleos suggests a band. Achilleos, suggest me a band that I might enjoy.
Genuinely off the top of my head, Thank You Scientist.
Okay, so thank you, scientist. Now, in order to actually respect Seth's recommendation and suggestion, I am going to have to listen to a large chunk of their discography because I don't want to write them off. I don't want to listen to just a couple of songs and be like, no, I don't like this artist. How the fuck am I going to know? I didn't listen to a large amount of the material that they've actually put out there. So I need to allocate hours of my time in order to just explore a single artist. And then I do my whole process of going through them and adding them to my playlist. Like the idea that I'm just going to just waltz in there, listen to a couple of them and make up my opinion, that's crazy behavior. That's lunatic behavior.
I disagree. I think it comes down to the artist, but I think that if you like the vibe that an artist gives, most of the ones, at least in the rock genre, will have a similar through line where if you like 1 to 2 songs, you can anticipate that you're going to like the majority of them.
I would offer a compromise of if you like an album, I would be at a point where I'm like, okay, I'm going to say that I quite like this band and I'm going to explore their other albums at a future time. But I can't make a decision off 1 to 2 songs.
I'm saying it could give you an opinion to be like, okay, I'm going to listen to more of this in the across a longer period of time rather than trying to do a fucking discography dive in a sitting.
Sideshow
Well, that's what I do
describing
though.
how
I'll
most
be
people
driving
learn
for
new
like an hour
bands
to
as
my
insane
parents. I'll
behavior
just
as
put on
peak
like
ag.
one artist's songs to try to figure out if I like them, and then I'll skip them if I don't like them. Or skip them, skip them if I do like them.
You're going to have a lot of expectation of aggressive.
Yeah, you almost got to the what normal people do there.
Think about the amount of times we've seen Jet play on Ice.
I think you would
Told on
genuinely
yourself
like
a little
that
bit
band.
there.
Something like 70-80% when it was back
Yeah.
in the day when this map
Maybe.
was
On the metal
regularly.
topic, I was going to suggest
Waylay,
somebody
a
else,
much
but then
lower
on
chance.
just a
So maybe there's
general
a few
recommendation,
surprises
I would
that Zeus can throw
heavily
into the
recommend
mix.
Thank You Scientist to basically anybody if they're into prog,
This pistol round could hold a lot
because
of value,
they're so
especially
fucking
for
good
FUT.
and they're very unique.
I think in the game we're referencing as well, where
Like
they
it's
got,
one of the few
what,
bands that
4
has
rounds in
an
this half, 2 of them were
electric
pistol
violinist.
solo. So it was a very shaky position, but no doubt they will have learned
I used
a
to play
lot
the electric
from
violin.
that match as well. On the defense,
Did you
heavy
play the violin?
rotations, stacking
There's
up
no
towards
way.
this ace,
This
side,
is
leaving
bait.
just
I didn't
one
know this
yet
about
again.
you. I
Or
played the
some
violin.
set up for a
It will
bad
be
joke.
passive play from
I
him,
mean,
presumably
no,
spotting
I mean,
out
I'm
the
not saying that
players
I was
just a
excellent
moment,
at it. I only got to
backing
like
off,
grade 5 or
conceding that
something, but
space.
I used to play
I
for.
wasn't.
I used to play
played
for
for like
many
6
years.
years.
I was in an
Anywhere to
orchestra.
go.
Yeah.
Levin, the flash is perfect.
Oh, I just didn't know that you
Young
played the
Pete with
violin.
setup for the young duelist
I
once
don't think
again,
I could
but
play it
they
now.
have not cleared
It's
Oh, I couldn't
genuinely
either.
been a
one
long
man
time.
left
Like,
within the site. A
again,
chance for
15
Energy
years.
How's he got
to
to?
spring a trap. 2 quick kills. That aggression was so successful for BBL, they didn't realize that there was still
Have I fallen
one man
behind?
lurking in the grass.
I have fallen
And
behind.
it was the one that they spotted to start this one out. Just figured he'd fallen back that little bit further, but no, Yedege
What?
is still here. Unfortunately, he needs
Yedege
to do
has
it
to
all.
ace this
A
round.
3-piece
Jesus Christ.
already. 2 away from the ace. And he
Wait,
isolates
and he's
the
gonna do
first,
it. He
spots
spotted
the
them.
second. Oh, it's
Oh, he hit a
close.
shot.
50
He hit a
HP
shot.
left on Sociable, but Salvo's
but
come back
Salvo's-
online. That's
Get
gonna
half here,
buy
get half.
a little
Oh,
bit
you
more
can't, Salvo,
time, and in
sorry.
this round, with it already bleeding so deep, he should be able to run this clock all the way down.
Why is my internet
Sociable.
shitting the bed?
He may even give the
For the
ace
3
in the end,
points!
but the time
Oh.
is gone.
I'd be.
BBL, they've
I'd be
stolen
fucking
the
pissed if I
pistol
was
round
Yedege
away.
that round.
What an attempt by Yedege,
Like,
though.
man, none of you can do
No,
anything.
he played that
I
to
gotta do it all.
perfection. I don't think really anything more.
Have
can
you
be
ever
asked
been in
of
that
your
situation,
solo
Josh?
B-site holder. You managed to
In
survive
ranked? Yeah, of
within
course. In a
million
pro
pieces
game, I
of
would never
utility.
find myself in
Your
that
teammate gets
situation.
cleared. You find 2 kills to grant the site back to your control.
Oh,
And then it came down to,
Yampy
okay,
turned on his
can we just
fucking
clear the remaining 3 players?
mouse.
He got 2 of those as well. So I'm kind of looking at the rest of the FUT players and going like, what more can he do? Really, what more could he have done? Well, aced. That was what more he could have done, but that's a bit of an outrageous thing to ask
What
your
is
solo
that skin?
B-site player to do.
First man in, last man out of that previous round. But FUT
What the
left
fuck
in
is
the
that?
dirt now.
An
Classics
outlaw
across
skin.
the board, no shields. That makes it very easy for Levin to
New
draw
battle
a
pass?
few
Holy fuck.
sociables. Wall banging Mr. Fallen. Haven't seen him cross.
Does it count as an ace if you lose the round?
Yedajay got up to some magic with this classic
In
in the last
VFL,
round,
yes. In
albeit they didn't have 50 shields.
in
and
Valorant, no,
they're
I
not
don't
coming
think.
towards him this time either. It's back to the B site. All that space
All right.
taken by Magnum. And that's going to be a lot
Well,
of what
that's
we
why
saw
in
in
reason
VFL
why
it's called the
YouTube
5
is
guys.
choking,
Pressure in one part of the
so
map,
I'm
and
going
Magnum
to
either
probably
watching their
just
back
call it there
or
and go play
left
some
to
Hell Let
lurk
Loose.
and claim all the space as the rotation.
You're not an
Hell,
Oblivion
let loose.
remastered fan?
Placing swarm grenade.
Goal of this round,
Yeah.
from
I
FUT's
will
perspective,
probably
is to
eventually get around to
get an
that.
orb for
You know,
Yeah,
you know what's
yeah.
going to happen, by the way. You know that
and death.
this is going to be
Put
a
the
like
annihilation
a 50
online.
to 50 kind of OT game, and you're going to miss.
Oh,
one
I'm
of the
sure.
players
I'm sure.
from
I'll,
the-
I'll finish up a game of Hell Let Loose, and then I'll come back and be like, oh, is
True,
this
actually,
still
yeah.
going?
You'll have enough time.
From having
Yeah.
the Armageddon.
I will have conquered the fucking war.
In fact,
Maybe
whilst
call it if
you
you
know
start
that you're
this
saying this, we
round
might as
out.
well just play ranked sideshow,
Right
right? Like,
around
we might as well
here,
just play
wall
2
banging
games of
someone
ranked
True,
like
and
we
then
could play a whole
Now,
game, yeah.
He's got
then
himself
come
a
back in
stinger
and be like,
because
"Oh,
Magnum
the score's
swaps weapons
20-20."
with him and says, "You go get your orbs now."
We could just hop
the
on a
orbs going
server
into the
in
hands of
between. We
Yampi,
could all
like
just
it or
play Hell
not.
Let Loose.
But he waited as long as he could, just in case Sociable could get there in the end. And in zone
see, he's
flawless
muted for that.
for
He has
BBL,
no
a
interest in the
perfect
war.
follow-up. And honestly, looking at the buy they've got, Tom, it's not
What
like
was the
they're
game
in
you
a
recommended
very
last time?
disadvantageous situation.
Hell Let
The one
Loose.
Was it the same
the one
game?
really weak weapon that they're
Yes.
going to have is a stinger. That's in
How
the
long
hands
does the
of
game take
Magnum.
in that?
He can play lurk and information.
Oh, I mean,
doesn't
it's all
have to be
server
fighting.
based, so you just
And the
go
rest
in
of
and
the
Oh,
squad,
hop in, hop
Bulldogs,
out.
an
You know,
outlaw, and a
little tourist
guardian.
bus?
That's fine.
Well, I'll say as well, Magnum is like one of the few players where I see him.
Wait, so are the
the
servers so is it just constantly running?
He's weirdly
What about the
ratty.
stinger?
Yeah, you could just jump into
it's
various
another
servers if
SMG.
you want.
Normally he has a Spectre.
Oh my god,
Zeus!
oh my
Oh
god.
my god, he just got
That's a
cooked.
table breaker.
It's a war
That is
simulator.
a crazy beginning to the round from Leather.
Does the war ever end, though?
You just cannot
Into
afford to lose.
Cloudburst?
Yedajay, too many players,
No.
too
Well,
many targets.
oh, this is
and no
tragic.
shots
It's GG is what
I
it
mean,
is.
yeah, it's just.
This could be the round already over. Yumpy taking aggressive position.
Why do we have a
Wait.
speak? Why do we have a speak?
With a quick double. Somehow
Crack.
turning
Why
it
do we
around.
have a
He's
speak?
back on his
Fire
own,
today.
dragging his team kicking and screaming. Before it was Yedajay, now it is Cracks.
Why can't it be
From a
Mr. Fallen or more
Almost
importantly,
one
Zeus?
Scenario.
Or
The
more
round has
importantly,
come
Mr.
right back
Fallen.
once again.
The funny thing about this, Tom, is we started out the day going, yeah, Cracks, you know, this year just doesn't feel like he's there in the KO, man.
No.
He's not hitting the same form. Well, he certainly is in this series, in the last map, and coming into
How many
this
kills
one,
does Zeus
at
on?
least this round. The 2v3 still gives
sold the mask
BBL
to
an
me.
opportunity, a chance to take this across the line.
Six.
Anyway, I will
Reality
talk
is,
to you guys
Tom,
later. Goodbye.
you come
Goodbye.
into this round, you're going to take a 2v3 with Spike.
Not even a
and
goodbye.
fully
Fucking
open
hell.
B site,
You didn't give
which you're
200
pointing
bits
out,
to him.
Thanks to going for those
I
orbs
did
in the
say
previous
goodbye.
round. Thanks
I
to
said
planting
see ya.
and getting
You
those
just don't
kills.
award me. You've been not
Sociable
listening
is
to me
one
all day.
away from his ultimate.
No
I'm gonna
200
talk to our
bits, no
couples
speak.
counselor
Side
about this.
of a round as tight as this.
Counselor?
Salvos already available. Stun
Yeah.
still online. A snake bite as well for Profik, but he's
Who's
not
the counselor?
looking to really
I imagine
utilize
would Bala be a good
that
counselor?
extra bit of kit. His goal is to
No,
try and
he
get
likes
up in
trolling
their
too
face,
much.
Try and catch them as they
Who would
rotate.
genuinely be a good
Maybe have a
counselor?
bit
I
of an
tell
off
you who
angle, and
would.
that off angle
Riv.
will be
I think
bad.
Riv gives
completely
heavy,
bypassed
like,
him and just not
yeah.
checked
sensible,
some of those
kind
closer angles. It's
counselor
definitely a
vibes.
surprise factor.
Huh?
There's the ultimate, which, while sticking this, he's just about going to live to tell the tale. But now Profik looks to come back in from behind. An easy pick
GG.
and a beautiful post-plant from the side of BBL. They make that look very easy indeed.
And really building upon the foundations laid thick in the previous rounds. The ult orb management, the early fight from Levin, a position that he tried to get into many times on their defense. Zeus, a pale imitation.
Well,
of
if
that
anyone's
map
got double
control,
BBL,
has now
they're gonna do
10 to
well.
5 on the board, thanks to the salvos, thanks to the
Zeus
ulti in play,
not even
and
getting
the
a single
great
point this
position
snap.
seized
It's
by
a sad
Prophet.
day.
Cerebral gameplay. And at this point, double the rounds of what FUT have brought to bear, and leaving FUT onto a
Cracks did
very
try his
weak
best.
buy. It's a Sheriff and nothing else, a practically full eco. This is the beginning of the end of this series.
Profik is isolated. This is a very ratty position, but now he's been spotted. They're going to look to swing him together.
What a weird spot, though.
That
Because if
Sheriff
you're going
has
to
come
play
into
that
play,
passive,
and the spike needs to just leave.
he's so committed
Retrieving
there
that
with
gun,
no
definitely
cover.
not going to be easy.
Yeah, you
but
might as well
that's at
go
least
full into
something
spawn.
to write home
Holy,
about.
where is
The
Sociable
weird
off
thing
to?
is that the current position is currently
Stop
arrived
Mr.
for
Fallen.
Sociable. He's in their spawn, maybe not
Hold on.
knowing how many players are there, but they are still checking
mate. No charges left.
Whoops.
For everybody on the other side, and well, 11 is doing the business. He even wants to try and make this a little bit easier for Yetuche.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about this round, Tom, is they knew that there's only one player on A because they saw them all swinging into Profec. They killed the A player, and Levin said, hold my beer, I'm going in, I'm pumping.
Someone said he had 2
Bladestorm.
BBL and
They're
2
gonna
FUT.
taste
I mean, if you have
defeat.
2 BBL and 2
Hammering
FUT, but you really
home
want 2
the
BBL.
confidence
Hold
that
my
BBL
beer.
Like,
have.
I've
unless
only
you've got
legally
the
been allowed
right
to
FUT
drink
players,
the
like if
last
you
couple
had
of months.
cracks in
I don't
Yetuche,
like
then
the
maybe
flavor.
you've
I
had an
feel you.
okay time,
I
but
feel you. Oh, this is a statement.
Hand me my juice box.
because you're gonna get no
A little
map
pineapple
points.
juice will do you well. I'll
What
tell
did
you
Mr.
that.
Falling get map 1?
11 rounds seem to be secured by BBL. FUT
So
trailing
Mr.
by
Falling
6.
got
And realistically,
This is
it doesn't feel like
Zeus
they
is
have
on
any
3.
hands on any
Zeus is
reins.
gonna finish with 3.
all about
Mr.
BBL.
Falling might get
Obviously,
1
I
this
don't
game, so
wanna
he might get 8. Now 8 is okay.
just put it down to this. I think BBL are playing a great game, but it's always the case. You lose
No escape.
a crazy map like that, and you're just exhausted. Like I think we've seen
BFL kill.
Zeus almost completely teeter out. Like he's consistently been, if he has a bad map, he never has a bad second. Like he's been consistently one of their best players throughout every series we've seen. He is the worst player in the server right now.
Yeah.
Yumpy had a pretty rough first map, is playing incredibly.
Sensor up.
One off the top fragger in the entire server, 12 assists to his
Mr.
name.
Falling might get a bonus point as well, because he did have a very
This
good
FUT
first
squad
map, but this needs to be
picking
closer
this
for him to
map,
get one.
completely changing their composition. As of right now, I'm sure I'm seeing the value of having Yetuche on the deadlock, but the rest of the comp is not thriving.
Not at all. No, there are a lot of problems here for FUT. Most of them just the players on BBL.
I think it makes no sense as well, so they're
popping
just
off
using their
that
fucking
previous
deadlock
map
wall
ran
at the
the
start
distance,
of
and
every
like you
round.
said, it's very difficult to bounce back. Everyone can sit there and say, oh, guys, doesn't matter. We can win the next 2. Yeah.
Well, the
But it's the emotions.
They're speaking to their coach.
That's true.
Well, guys.
Well, guys, I hate you sometimes, Tom.
Look, we
God's
just use fucking deadlock wall here. Surely we should be
3 hours
pushing
in,
mid
still
and
got the
using it
juice.
like here,
Ah,
like with a
that's
minute
what we're
left or
calling it now,
something.
is it?
Yes.
But that's the
Oh,
problem.
One
No,
suppressed.
They
the
don't have to be
reality
good.
is, it's hard to have that emotional reset, and I think that's what it
You
is.
also
The
need
logic
to
in your
buy
head
when
is
you're
one
playing
thing,
these
but
comps. You also
the
need
feeling
ult.
is these
Like you
rounds
need an
keep
ult
on
to be able to
clocking
just
up
hold
as you
down
keep
one
getting shut
enemy.
down in early fight. Zeus on the push forward. Oh, this could be it. He catches Yumpy
Okay,
lacking.
he gets a kill.
Beautiful timing, and he only sees one. No need to rotate. They'll stick in position on B, even
no
having the
way you
deadlock
whiff
utility
that.
to back them up. But Ada Captain goes swinging early.
Are you
He
still
falls.
hoping and
Deadlock
coping
utility
for
dealt
FUT?
with.
I just
Ooh,
want some-
activated
I just
by
want some
Krax. He's been
BFL points.
Look at these mid
sensational.
lurks.
So
They
far,
can't do
Achille
anything about
of
these
the
mid
FUT
lurks.
squad, and it's a double up for him.
Although,
Profec on the lurk. Another staple of
Dude,
this
look at
series,
Yetuche.
and especially here on Icebox. He's
Miles
managed to
away.
thread
Zeus
the
Oh,
needle
again
for
just
one.
swings
Zeus
out, dies
goes
on his
down
own.
one
Holy
by
fuck,
one.
what
They're
an
falling.
awful game he's
Late
played.
play through mid though. Yetuche should tip the scales in their favor here. It's
Okay, you have
Profec
deadlock
down
ult.
for nothing.
Bro,
And
literally, just
sociable to
ulting.
do it all. He's got salvos. The time not that far gone. That's going to delay them
What?
slightly.
Where was that bouncing
Wow.
off?
By
He
the
actually-
ulti.
He actually
got
got a
yellow.
kill
What
on
a
him as
That's
well.
absurd.
Luckily,
What the
Krax
fuck?
is still going.
Crazy.
So that will be no problem to just get that diffuse across the line.
Yeah, I just want some
Chilling at
rounds
the
to get
end,
Zeus to
a
10 kills,
relaxing end to what was a
which
chaotic
might
round.
need about
I think again,
23
like,
more
you just
rounds.
see moments where that initial setup to try and put Ada Captain into play
Oh
didn't
my
work,
God.
but then Krax just saved them. The late flank from Yetuche and being able to finally put the annihilation into play. Wasn't really anywhere for Sociable.
Sociable
to go.
attack side open.
Interestingly,
Okay, he's on
Sociable
7.
was actually going to be the one to pick up the
I just need
operator
you two
going
to
into
get
this round.
up to
Maybe
10.
somebody he wants to
So I
deny,
probably need at least
because
another
a lot
couple
of the
FUT
time-
round wins.
Okay, we've seen him do it on the chamber
100%.
when he plays Pearl, but
11-6, oh
that to
no.
be 11 or even
It
Yumpy.
was
From
11-6
what we saw
before.
from the 48 rounds on Ascent, he probably picked it up the most.
This has been an incredible series, but the gift might stop giving fairly soon. 5-round gap, a big climb back from FUT, but we saw it on Ascent. We saw that resurgence. Here has a different feel. It's been dominant for BBL so
But again, like
far.
they do this
The
wall.
operator coming out, not able to find its mark
But it's
just
like,
yet.
as long as you
Resetting
wait,
for that A side. They've
now
had
you
so
can
much
mid-lurk.
success here before.
Like as long as you don't hit before a minute,
Whether
you
it's
win.
Levin's entries or Sociable.
Or you have like a
on
free
that ult,
lurk.
we need to see Zeus have a strong start to this battle.
I think the other danger as well is Profec with a plant is a Viper's Pit. So you have so much available to you.
Okay, start making noise.
No
KO.
command as well. It could be used to get in, or it could be used, well, never mind. It's going to be used to get in.
Oh, that is such a nice flash. You see how nicely that flash pops on the other side of his cloud burst?
A couple of extra assists, the easiest assist Yumpy's ever going to get, and Levin taking this deep control. It's expected, it's, well, attempted.
I'm really surprised that
FUT
FUT
easy. The
picked
Viper's
dice
Pit even going to be used for safety.
With this comp?
Yeah, this comp. Not only did they not have a good idea of how to make it like dominate on the attack side, but it just looks like it has so many gaps on defense.
He's doing it versus FUT as well. 19 and 12, 18 and 11 for Sociable. The two at the top of the scoreboard once again. While FUT need 6 in a row. They've done it before, but Mitch, this has looked like a different map.
It absolutely has, and we're seeing as well this level.
My girlfriend just sent me the message. Can you make sure I haven't left my moisturizer in the bathroom? I'm dry as a nun's chuff.
Eyes on him for probably 2 seconds. Problem was his eyes were burning because of the flash that Yumpy threw in. It blinded them completely. He got an assist on both kills on site, thanks to it. And FUT
and the no, come on.
Yeah, of course, but the flash blinded him.
He's getting the assist anyway.
Either way, but the flash is what made the difference. It's what allowed those players to connect the kills with 6 rounds.
They're just desperately hoping that they can catch BBL setting up for an exec, and if they can't, they're screwed.
It's not looking
I mean,
like
they use
this is gonna be
I mean, they have no idea what they're doing. They're using this deadlock wall. It makes no sense.
FUT to
They're
connect,
using a
but that
deadlock
still
wall,
to
still
contend with
using it in a position where you have to still check if a mid lurker's there.
likely, as
They're using it
time
at the
goes on,
start of the
you're gonna
round
wanna take
every
that peek,
single
you're gonna wanna
round, so
see
BBL
if
just
there's
wait
anyone
till a
up
minute
around
until
belt,
it's
and if you
gone,
do,
and then they can mid
Sociable will
lurk
be
if they
there to
want.
greet you.
I mean,
Yeah.
Still have some faith in
it's
Grant.
2025, guys. You can't be this clueless. Like, you just can't.
Very well this series so far. This
It's been a
marathon
bad day to believe in FUT.
there throughout the lot of it.
What?
We're fucking
Well,
backdashing. We're
engaged
trying to
is that
fucking
from
trick
Levin?
shot them.
Guessing that was to
he-
avoid
yeah,
whatever
is he
flash
just
was
trying to
thrown,
style
but
on
it
him?
hasn't avoided
Was that
the
to be
death toll, and
anti-flash?
that's going to put the Waylay ultimate available. Mr. Farlin also in quite an aggressive
30
position.
seconds left.
Zeus in mid.
Numbers got
Oh,
to
he gets
surprise
the
them.
win.
There. The turnaround
Oh no,
and
sorry, that
somehow
wasn't
the
Zeus. That was
captain wins
Mr.
that
Fallen. What am I
battle as
talking
well.
about?
2 players
Yeah, Zeus
remain.
wouldn't win that.
Spike not planted. A kill at least for Yumpy, but
Time.
his teammates nowhere to be seen. I don't think there's even any time to get anything
Let's go,
done
Zeus.
here
We
if
can
you're
get to
Zeus'
10. We can get to
position.
10.
Yeah, just take the orb and that's it.
Has he still not got 10 kills?
Oh, even go for the
I don't think
fight.
Mr. Fallen.
If they take
Mr.
you
Fallen
out,
might be on
that's
9. I
great.
think they
You
both
get an
might be
orb,
on
you
9.
hold off Rip in the next round. You've got economy as well to fall back on. I think it's probably the right call that he's
Well,
going
Zeus,
for.
just run at him. You're on
Don't just wanna
12. You
step
don't
into
need the
salvos,
eco.
though.
Just
You
run
want
at
a
him.
chance to rip weapons out of their hands as well.
Shoot him.
Maybe get that orb for free, but it's not granted. 12-7, 5 rounds in a row now from FUT. Good denial by
Sting it,
Zeus on the initial fight. Great mid control as well coming in from Mr. Fallen. Like you said, that deep push coming in, and it was necessary, especially with
They're
those
both
weak
on 9.
weapons.
Come on. Both of you
Bridge the
lock
gap,
in. You've
but they
got both have
plenty
ult.
more to do.
Come on. Come
This is the
on.
round.
A lot of
Mr.
ultimates
Fallen and Zeus.
getting very close though. Lockdown. Also got the Armageddon, but that's already online on the other side, and we've still got that convergence path set up. I wonder if it's going to be utilized off Rip, especially in this tight laneway. It could be
I do love this
almost a freebie. But
Waylay
the
ult
one
position.
man that might be able to escape it would be
Yeah, but they're
Levin.
doing it off.
They're
no
waiting for
Yeah.
contact. They're hoping something's given away, maybe a drone put through, but that's gone onto the other side of the map.
Well, you've still got really good ultimates
Lot
for
of
A
potential.
retake as well.
Yeah.
Oh, are they hearing them run away?
the
So they're
retake.
coming
Wow,
back
they
over
got
to
him.
B?
But that read is already there.
Yeah, but
2 players
if only you had,
rotating
some
Flash
mid info.
reclear, now the
in the
wall is
direction of
gone,
A.
so now they can get the mid lurk going
This
for a
is
B
all a
split.
ruse.
Zeus just left B side as well.
They need
Let's
3
leave it be
defenders
that
in mid.
little bit more open.
Like their B
Information
setup
now
is just
coming in, but
ruined.
That's where the hit is.
Imagine
His
if
presence.
Zeus was here.
Magnum's
Mr. Fallen
caught
died.
Mr. Fallen
Come on,
lacking.
Zeus.
The mid control for him, good. And he's even
Let's go.
Nice.
Zeus
Where's the
Let's
Mr.
go.
Fallen
Right
kill?
back
He
at
died.
Ult
Oh.
put into play is going to force it forward. It's Cracks in an
Oh,
awkward
well,
position. He was dead to
That's
rights if he didn't
fucking sucks
move.
for
And
me.
instead steps into their waiting
Get him,
crosshairs.
get him, get him,
No
get him,
follow-up on
get
the
him,
utility
get him. He's
throw
on the
through.
high
It's
ground,
the
get
captain
him.
Wraps around. Great C's too. They're getting a lot done with that utility.
Okay,
With
we take this,
Yedushay
another
following
chance
up,
for
it's
Mr.
all on
Fallen.
Profek. He's got his Vandal to play with, and a good idea where these players are, but only 20 seconds. No,
Oh,
he spotted
no.
one down below. The spray is good.
Nice.
No
Oh,
idea on the
okay.
final
Come on,
player.
come on, FUT.
Yedushay in there
Come
to
on,
close it
Mr.
out.
Fallen.
Come on,
One
Mr.
kill.
Down
Fallen.
to
Come on,
4,
Mr.
A
Fallen.
little bit more manageable. What I was going to say, Tom, as well, when it comes to Zeus, it's even more impressive that BBL are able
Is
to
there a
shut it down
reason
like
that people
this.
are spamming the
Considering coming into today,
Toyota
he was
Hilux
first in
emote?
ADR, he was second to Miniboo in ACS and kills per round. and third in first kills per round. The
Okay,
guy
that's
has
a
been
point.
leading so many of these stats or
It's just a
competing
car.
with some of the biggest names in the world.
It has a
And then
long
B, he
name.
faces
Yeah, I don't know.
BBL, and it's like his
Random
kryptonite.
equals funny. We're in like 2013 mode. Is that France? Austria? I'm going Nice. Actually, no, I'm going Cannes.
Like when you're the
Look at BBL. Look at these BBL players, all sharing the load. Right, come on. We need one more, Mr. Fallen, for 1 point.
And I think sometimes unwarranted. Sometimes it is just a comp that works against your comp, not planned out for you. But I think BBL is a different kettle of fish
Let's go.
altogether. Zeus opening. As there'll be no ante to his early aggression this time. He has caught them lacking. And with Sociable down, you're losing some of that displacement utility, some of that information on the drone. They go in together, though, looking to take these fights, a wrap around on the B
Get the
side
trade
against
on Prophet,
Profek
though.
1,
No,
but he's soon to
Prophet kills
fall,
both
surely,
on B.
on the
Both
side
of them, wow.
of A. A
It's
lot
a
of
2v2.
presentation.
But you
It's
know
two
it's a
1v1s,
2v1
yeah.
on A.
B.
You know where the
The
last
thing
guy
is,
is.
they know
Oh,
Profek's
well.
there. They're waiting for him to
Okay.
wrap around,
Fair
and he
enough.
has to be quick because Yumpy's all
He
alone.
thinks that Yampy's getting pressured.
wraparound coming around from Mr. Fallen as well. Timing here is
Let's go,
perfect.
Mr. Fallen.
Couldn't
We
be
take
any
those free
better,
ones. We take
knowing
10.
that space was completely open once the Sentinel of Magnum
Look at
had
my
gone
goat.
down. A quick adaptation from the IGO ultimate not even being needed in the end, and that will be
Oh,
another
don't
round
tell
on
me
the
it's a
board.
tech pause.
Just like the last map, a hefty lead for the side of BBL, but FUT
Don't
right
tell
at the
me it's a
depths
tech
of
pause.
fighting this one back.
They needed 6 in a row, and that seemed like a big task. They had struggled to connect any.
Here's another tech pause.
How many gifted to just fucking scoop my eyeballs out with a spoon?
2. I'll give you 2 gifted to scoop your eyeballs out with a spoon.
I'm gonna need more than 2.
3. Final offer 5.
I don't think. Is there an amount? What amount of money would you accept to go blind? You don't have to scoop your eyeballs out, but just be blind.
Legally blind or
No,
completely and utterly?
like you can't see anything.
And we're talking like today as a 30-year-old?
Yeah, like just snap your fingers, blind.
I don't think there's any amount of money, to be honest.
Really interesting.
I think...
Is that morally wrong though?
Why would that be morally
Because
wrong?
think of all the good that you could do with, I don't know, $1 trillion.
I'm not sure I'm the right person to effectively utilize $1 trillion to the highest efficiency.
I think if you got
Like,
$1 trillion,
let's-
you don't need to be that efficient.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of people out there with a lot of money that are doing philanthropic things. Like I would try, but
But what, your eyesight is more important?
it's more important to me, yeah.
Just a question.
Anyway, how do you know that the $1 trillion isn't coming from very good causes? Like, where are you pulling it from? Is this only a net good? Like, the $1 trillion is just coming from, I don't know, the landlord class or something?
It's just
Where's the money
It's coming
coming
from
It's not been
it's mostly
generated
like
by a
Russian
taxation.
war effort.
Okay.
Oh, that took it away just in time. It's got a lane storm. Early fight sent in by Zeus.
No, I'm very
and
much a
it's
NIMBY when
to
it comes to
return a
people
kill.
being blinded
In
for
fact,
the greater
there wasn't
good.
one dealt out. He's the one
Like, if
just
somebody
fighting
else
it
wants to do
from
it,
the
then more
get-go.
power to you, but
Like I
I'll
said,
keep
you
my
see the
eyes,
blade
thank you.
storm online, you start to panic.
Okay.
Profex lurks again, getting up to no good around middle. God, this is
such a big advantage now.
Well,
They need a hero, and there's no hero
GG.
to be had.
it's
Zeus down.
What a
Locked
shit
down
way
for
for the
safety, but
series
there's
to
nobody
end
here.
after the
The
gigabanger
Viper's
of
pit
map
was
1.
placed on the other side
The
of the
fact
map.
that
was
this
being
is going to
held
be
by the
13-9 makes
captain.
it seem
The
like
energy
FUT
is
had a
already
chance
stuck
in
on
this
the
game. But they were just...
middle of the map, and there's still a
Yeah.
luck.
I swear they were
There's
just
still a player
lost from
sitting
beginning
behind
to
Puffek,
end.
and his timing has been impeccable.
I guess it's
all
credit
the way
to
through
the
this map so
players,
far.
but it's not even like
Captain,
Zeus
good
was
for
actually...
one. That luck
Oh,
might be needed,
no,
but
don't
Yedege's the
win
one to
this.
shut it down. Okay, FUT.
We were just reading your obituary.
And remember how we
They
got
have
to
salvos.
OT? It was red
We've
They have
lowered
to
your
tap it. You
casket
have to
halfway
tap
into
it.
the fucking ground.
BBL, their utility is keeping
it's
the
over,
clock
it's
in
over.
their favor.
It's actually
Salvos
completely
online
over.
as well. Infinite delay, it seems, for this squad.
One of them
as
just has
FUT
to hold and
desperately
kill
trying
everyone.
to get this defused to half, but it's just not happening. Swing through, and is there to greet them. It's sociable.
He's got it. He's...
alone, and Yedege's
There's no way. There's no way.
managed
Believe
to
they're
salvage
winning these
success.
rounds.
There's
And
no
then
way.
defeat.
There is
Go
no
at least
way.
one
That was
round.
robbery.
It really
Double
was.
That was a full 2v5. That
3v2.
That was a full... No, it was a 2v5 where they both had to rotate the entire length of the map.
They'll just get a different matchup
That should
depending on what
just-
goes on in the other group, but
Dude, we
you can
actually
tell
we
for
were putting them
both of these
into the
squads,
grave. We'd already dug
Turkey
6 feet
versus
deep,
Turkey,
lowering them down,
the
and we've
pride
had to
of the
pull them
country
out
on
and
the
fucking
Yeah,
line.
give
because
them
that's
a-
one of those rounds where
Wants to
the
lose
chances
this
of
game.
winning that round,
And
like if you got like a
already having
supercomputer to
defeated
calculate what are the actual chances of winning that round,
25-23,
it might be less than
5%.
1%.
forgive them for clocking out.
Yeah, maybe.
I will forgive them for clocking out. But even in
Like
that
2v5
scenario,
when you're across the map and the spike is
they
down.
were still happy to battle.
Okay, but now
Unbelievable.
they're not going to win the next 2
for
rounds,
FUT
sure.
to come out
If
on
this
top.
goes so, if FUT end up winning this map,
But then I thought
They
back to the
forced, by the
previous
way.
map, to
Oh
how
wait,
many
maybe they haven't
times we
forced.
thought,
They,
oh,
they
well,
No,
might
they
have
haven't full
loss
forced.
time
bonus.
to get the
Oh
lunch
my
orders
God.
in, but well,
Lunch?
no
Oh
such
my God.
thing.
But what time zone are you in?
You know when I
Zeus
wake
has
up.
got the
See, but this is the kind of shit that
Oh
they
my
need to be doing like every round, really, on defense.
Well,
Yeah, because their
living
comp
on
is
this
wank.
time zone, I'm ready for another 7 hours.
But they should win this round now because they're in a great spot.
Push up in mid, but look at BBL.
I mean,
got
there's
themselves-
many people in
I
mid.
mean,
They're
okay,
trying to
first of all,
abuse
look
mid
at the
again.
position in mid from the attackers. Look at where Zeus has gotten to, containing so
They're
much
just
running
with the
information.
flash already.
Magnum's got 2 from this
Oh my
position.
God, that's
Yeah,
funny.
this is
They
the
caught
closest
2 of them and then
range
just
ult I've ever
deadlocks a
seen.
grav-netted
Using his
player.
ult like a shotgun. Zeus, having pushed through, now catches them off, and it's a messy
Well,
round.
round of sociable.
At least
They
on the
didn't
side
use
of
the
BBL,
tail
they'll
ult though,
think
and they're
that.
getting up
But
to
well handled by
Zeus's
FUT.
ult
They
as well.
set the dominoes up and watch them fall with sociable.
Oh,
left
this is
with
going to
3
get
pick
close
up.
when it feels like it
Zeus,
should
the
not
first
Oh
point
my
have
of
God,
any
contact,
oh my
and he
chance.
God,
hammers
don't
that
take this
shot
to
home.
OT. Don't take this to
12
OT.
11.
For,
They
At this
need
I need
point,
to go
it's
to the
fatal.
quiz.
And we doubted
We
the
have to go
fools
to
that
OT.
we are. FUT are now just
We
one
have to go
away
OT here.
from another OT. And
We
God
have
knows,
to. Like, I
it
don't
can
care
go
so much
anywhere
about
from
map
there.
3.
How many OTs
Map
was it?
3, I can take it or leave it. I feel like FUT have just been the worst team
Let's
today.
That might be,
I'm fine if
no,
BBL win,
Williams' toughest
but
job of just
we
counting
gotta
how
get an
many OTs
OT
there were
just for the
on the
fucking
screen.
culture.
If we get there, I'd like to know. 5 in a row.
There is
there's
no.
your-
It
There's
was
nothing I can
12-6,
say
man.
to explain to you how we got to OT here. If
It
indeed
was
we do.
12-6.
It's-
And they
it's
had a
incomprehensible.
5v2.
It's incomprehensible.
People in my chat said, oh, 11-6. Oh, no. And then it was 12-6.
It makes no sense.
Look at the return ratio if they go to OT.
Yeah, it might just be BBL throwing for banter. Maybe they just have made an agreement that they're going to stretch
Oh.
out the Turkish derby. Oh my God, me and Rich
Forever.
saying it at the same time. Yeah, just forever.
We had a pred that was BBL in less than 25 rounds, FUT in less than 25 rounds, BBL in more than 25 rounds, and FUT in more than 25 rounds.
Wow.
The payout is
Those
going to be
people that are-
insane.
That is going to be insane. All down to this round.
1% went for BBL in more than 25 rounds.
But the reality is, it could come down
Is
to just
perfect.
Zeus
this
is on a
round
chill
here.
62
BBL,
deaths
the
in 2
Viper's
maps.
Pit and rifles. Their opposition.
damn.
2
Someone
ultimates with
find-
another very close by.
If you
My
look up some
favorite
best
FUT.
of fives,
goes
there's
map
probably
3.
less
You know what I'd favor?
deaths in some best of
Another
fives
tech
than that.
pause,
Oh, okay.
because they're all stood still.
Yeah,
It's making
yeah,
suspicious.
I'd say so.
They're
And we're in map
Well,
2.
Sociable's holding an angle I haven't seen.
Plenty of 3-0s,
Oh, he's
I think
moving
he'll
again.
have
No,
that.
no, I think he was just getting
I
ready.
think he genuinely
They are
unplugged something
stacking
by
A
accident,
so
but he's ready to go.
heavy
There's a
here.
2-second delay.
They had multiple players in mid at the start of the round. They put down the wall, and now they've gone for the A stack. And they've just left it completely up to Atta over here on B.
But the spike is still
Mid is so open at the minute mark. Why are they still throwing deadlock walls so early
I
in
don't know.
mid?
It makes no sense, does it? It makes absolutely no sense.
The later on you go, the
chance
more you're conditioning
on the
it, so the
cross
more
running
you
out.
can hold it. Like, at this point, round 24, you should be holding it
jump
until the
spotting,
minute
but with the
mark.
ultimates they have,
Yeah. And
over
like,
facing here.
if you're gonna throw an
doesn't
early
seem
wall,
worth
it probably
it.
should be like B
You can
main,
look
and
to
then
try
you
and
just
buy
aggro
time.
mid.
Magnum's lurk
Yeah.
could be so
Oh my
important.
god.
Well, they've
Fact,
lost
yeah,
Kitchen
he's got
completely.
support.
I mean,
You can
Cracks
sell
is
the
not.
idea that maybe
Oh
only
my god, if they
one
knock
player
Cracks,
is in this
he doesn't actually
position, but
die.
they're already, it's two openers. Mr. Farlin
Dumb.
needs
Nice
to trade
little
it.
shuffle.
He
You're
gets
not gonna lose
something.
another 2v5.
Leaving now, Yetashe and Ada Captain. They want to
Sure.
try and get back into position to maybe
mean-
bring back Cracks, but it is patient
Well,
on
there's
the
one.
other side.
They
And
could
don't
get the
even know
res.
that there's a
Are
second
they
player.
covering?
The
They're
timing
covering.
is
They're going to
everything.
lose it.
Yetashe has been able to get that pick.
No, there's a
Once
pick.
again,
I'm
bringing it
overreacting.
into the
I'm
realms of
overreacting.
possibility. Viper's
I'm
bit in
overreacting.
He hit
immediately
them. He hit
drops
them.
one, and now all this stands in their way.
Okay,
It's
thank God.
Yetashe, and he won't be able.
God damn. I really wish we'd gone to OT.
How many kills do we know? Zeus ended on 14. Fuck off, Zeus. Fuck off.
That was a horrible game from not just Zeus, but the whole of FUT, like as a collective. Even though Cracks had an amazing day today, the whole of FUT played some like bad
Right,
Valorant.
I'm going to go. Okay, I'm going to go to a quiz. Enjoy game 2. I'm sure it'll be a thriller.
I'm sure it'll be great.
Giants
yeah.
versus Apex. Enjoy it.
Yep.
Keep smiling.
Thank you. I'll be smiling.